Some good music, huh? Get me going. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Boys, girls, Oak Stream, everybody. Hope you guys all doing good, having a fantastic day. Great Sunday night, morning, Monday morning maybe for you. I don't know. But hey, yo, we're about to watch Heat 3 of the FNCS. I told y'all I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get into the competitive scene. Like watching it. Obviously, we ain't good enough to play. So we're going to freaking... want to hop on and watch this. I was watching Cypher and some other people. So supposedly game 1 didn't count. Like 5 to 7 duos, I think, didn't get in. So now they're like scratching round 1 and are going to restart round 1, guys. We got 7G. Dude, did you just resub? I felt like you just resubbed like 2 days ago. Coming out with 16 months. Let's go, 7G. Yo, T9, what's going on? Can you play with me? I'm watching the FNCS right now, T9. There's going to be like a commentating. You guys are going to hear me talk. You're going to watch some gameplay, and that's what we're going to do, man. I'm not like playing Fortnite at all, guys. We're just going to watch the FNCS. Watch these sweats go at it. Brownie, what up? How you doing, man? 7G, thank you so much for the resub for 16 months, dude. I appreciate that. Marvel, welcome in. Golden, what's going on? How'd you get in the FN? I'm not in it. I'm not in it. We're watching it. We're watching it. We're watching it. Zero, welcome in. Devilish, hello. Kaiser, hello again. Jexy, what up? How are you guys? And he's coming in with the Daily 69, dude. Thank you so much. Let's go. 7G, I appreciate the love, man. Liverpool, what's going on? Alika, what up? Yeah, so we're not playing Fortnite, guys. We're watching Fortnite. It's gonna be a very chilled stream. We're just gonna chill and just watch some sweats go at it. So, oh my God, another 14 minutes? What the heck is going on? So round 1 didn't count. They just reset the timer again. I think like 5 to 7 duos didn't get in. So they're going to reset. They were like mid-game. And it's crazy because Puyo and Peterbot both died off spawn in game 1. And they're not counting it. So that's going to... they're getting bailed out right there. Isn't that crazy? Are they really sweaty, Andrew? I'm sorry, man. Jexy, how you doing today? So imagine that. I'm team clicks. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. I'm team clicks. Peterbot is phenomenal, but I want to see Click succeed. What do you guys, team clicks or team Peterbot? Because they're both in this heat. There's 3 separate heats, 3 divisions pretty much. Heat 1 and Heat 2 already played. And 15 from each heat, they're only the top 15 make it. So if you automatically win a game in the heat, you go to the grand finals. There's 5 games. So outside that, you have to place top 10 out of the people. Because if you win game 1, you don't play in any other game. It's not like, hey, let's just go in and practice. No, that's not how that works. You just don't play at all. You won already. You already qualified for the grand finals. So if 5 different teams, obviously you're going to have 5 different teams win from each heat. They're automatically locked in for the grand finals. And I'm learning this as I'm talking about it. I don't even know if I'm right. I'm just kidding. I know I'm right. But I'm learning about this just now. So 5 teams from each heat, remember there's 3 heats, automatically get in. And they won't play again. So you will always have 5 teams. And then after that, 10 teams from each heat will get in. So that's 45 teams for the grand finals. Remember, it's duos. So you need at least 50 teams because that equals 100. 50 times 2 is 100. You know what I mean? I'm checking chat, I'm talking, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yo, attack, what's going on? So, after all 45 teams are in, there's going to be a, it's like a sudden death almost. For the teams that didn't qual, it's like the requalifiers. That didn't qual, the top 5 teams will qual. So it's like their losers bracket almost. The top 5 in the losers brackets will move on to the grand finals. And that's how you complete your 50 team setup. You know what I mean? Your team clicks. What up, Mousy? Welcome in, bro. How you doing today? Golden, your team, Peterbot. Sheesh. Listen, Peterbot is out of control. That dude is the GOAT. What he did in Chapter 5 will never happen again, I doubt. I don't think it would ever happen again. So again, if you guys are wondering what the hell's going on, we have 11 minutes until Game 1. They were already in Game 1, but like 5 to 7 teams didn't get in. So they had to, they pretty much said Game 1's not going to count. They're going to reset Game 1. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's kind of crazy. Peterbot and Puyo both got killed off stream and off spawn in Game 1, and they ain't counting it. They'll qualify no matter what. They could literally probably die off spawn 2 out of the 5 games and still qualify. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Peterbot absolutely owned Chapter 5, dude. It's not even close. Like no one can even compare it. Stretch, what's going on? How you doing today? Welcome in. So we got 10 minutes. If they add more time again, we'll just go watch highlights from, like, I don't know, a different one or something. You know what I'm saying? Michael, what's going on? Teddy, what up? Welcome in. And chat, tomorrow, the, what's it called is coming out. The new reload map. Tomorrow morning, when we go live at 8 a.m., we're going to play reload pretty much the whole time. All right? Remember, until like 12:30, because I got to get off from my that appointment that I got. What up, Teddy? How you doing? You ready for the new map? You are golden. I'm excited for it. We're going to play the crap out of it. I'm happy I'm not playing out. Andrew said it's really sweaty, so I'm glad I'm not on. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited for it. It looks good. It looks like they put a lot of time into it. And not just like threw it together, kind of like Surf City. If you guys played Surf City, if you remember that map, the Chapter 6 map, I feel like they just threw it together and they're like, here's a new reload map. It's like, bro, it's just a miniature version of Chapter 6, obviously. It sucked. Or I'm sorry, Chapter 7. Not Chapter 6, Chapter 7. My bad. You got cancer, Teddy? I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're able to beat it, dude. Put your faith in God, brother. Walk by faith and not by sight. You got it. What up, Brownie? How you doing, man? Yeah, so that Chapter 7 map they put together was awful, bro. So it looks like they put a lot of time into this new one because kind of like the storyline kind of incorporates into the BR map and everything, or the BR storyline and all. So I feel like they kind of had to put like a little bit more time and effort into the map instead of just throwing like a whole freaking Chapter 7 map together. What's new map look like? It looks pretty good. I mean, you can go on Google and type in like the elite reload map. They'll show you like a bird's eye view of the reload map, but I don't know. I haven't played it. There's only a few people who were able to play it because they had early access to it. CR7, what's going on, bro? Welcome in. I hear the map is big. You know what map I really like, and I think it definitely gets overlooked because of all the healing aspect? The Slurp map. I really like that map, man. Andrew, was Adventure still vaulted today? I heard they vaulted the Venture map today, or was it yesterday? My favorite map is Venture. Oasis, Venture, and Slurp. Like, give me that all day long. The last few weeks of that rotation of them 3 maps, dude, was golden. Like, you could just play Reload the whole time and not have, like, when the Chapter 7 map was in Surf City, anytime it went on Surf City, we never played. We just would go play like OG or BR. Yeah, Oasis actually grew on me. I didn't like it at first. I thought it was awful. But it grew on me for sure. Venture's still there? Okay, maybe it was yesterday then. They said at some point Venture got disabled. They said something was wrong with it. I don't know. I forgot. I think it was Crackley was saying that Venture got disabled for some reason. $20 minutes, dude. What the hell are they doing? I freaking rushed to get on here, bro, and now they just backed it up another 20 minutes. Come the hell on, dude. That's so annoying. About to go to like yesterday's heat or something. Let's see what Cypher's saying. What is he doing? Yeah, they're just watching something.
Everyone thinks it matters. No, they know they know this game doesn't count, but it's still worth it to use it as practice, you know.
What is this? Where did they get this from? This might be for tomorrow or something. See, like, this is when they're in downtime. Yeah, he's sitting there waiting. And they just put, like... Let's see, hold on. I'm seeing what he does. Is Click streaming this? Anyone know?
None of these games have counted so far.
Yeah, no games counted, y'all. World, what's going on? How you doing? RC, what up? Jason, hello. How are you guys?
Wait, guys. Whatever you do,
Switch over real quick. Irby, what's going on? Welcome in.
How does that work? Maybe everyone has to back out.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna play this one out, I think.
Wait,
someone has to win. I'm liking this game right here.
I don't know what they're doing. It's gotta be old. Oh, that hurts so much. Ah! Gosh. Damn! That hurt. Thank you, Golden. That freaking hurt, dude. All right, let's see. This is Showdown chapter, what was that, a month ago? Oh my gosh. This is the trailer. What? Dude, and I put, maybe it's in their live. Here we go. All right, this is Heat 2. We'll go watch Heat 2 while we wait for Heat. Let me go back to YouTube real quick. And we'll watch the live. We'll keep the live on because we got 17 minutes and just we'll flip back every 17 and just see what's going on. So this is Heat 2. This is what happened yesterday. So again, right here, top 10 advances. But remember, if you guys win a game in the Heat, you're automatically through. So the top 15 teams technically get in from each match. And then this is your last qualifiers. That is, I don't know when that is. Tomorrow, maybe. This is these are the top 5 people who lost in the Heats will move on. So they'll do last qualifiers. They play 2 games, I think. And the last 5 teams will get in. or the last, I don't know, something like that. And then you have your whole 50 squad. They play day 1, day 2, and then obviously that's your champion. That's who becomes your FNCS. And that's for EU and then NA. What the heck?
Yes, everybody, it's time. Heats number 2.
Who's
for
this
NA.
guy?
Yesterday was amazing, and now once again, here we are for Heat 2, more
So
duos.
you get Heat 1,
We're
Heat
trying
2,
to
Heat
secure a spot
3.
One of the finals, and of course, they all have that one thing on the mind: Dusseldorf, the Summit land. We have to make it there. We are very excited.
What's the best year for
today's
Fortnite?
Games. Why don't we bring in Kelly and of course
2018.
Vivid. We are both
Maybe
so excited about
2019.
this.
I think
Brand
they were
new
the
time.
best
we are
2
back.
years.
More FNCS, and I think we're gonna have 5 more games today, Kelly. I don't even know what I'm in for. What are we expecting?
I don't know. I feel like yesterday we really couldn't have expected a lot of those games.
Her eyes are really brown.
Claiming those victory royales.
Holy crap.
Just to remind everyone, we are going to have 15 more teams punch their way into the grand finals next week, joining the 15 teams that we got from yesterday. But Vivid, there's 2 ways that teams are going to be looking to punch their ticket.
Vivid. His name sounds so familiar,
absolutely.
but
We know
his
how the
face does
format
not look
works by
familiar.
now, being that NA, EU earlier today. We played a little bit yesterday. You win a game, one of these 5 games, you're going straight into those grand
That's what I was
finals.
talking about.
Or if you finish the day after those 5 games without a win, but still placed in the top 10 in the consistency, you are going to grand finals.
Right.
So Zeke,
Right.
I kind of picked up on what you're doing over there, right? With your little ghost antics, because things are getting a little spooky during these heats, man. Like a lot of upsets over there on EU. I mean, even yesterday, a bunch of teams making it to their first grand finals. I feel like these heats, man, all expectations have been thrown out the window.
It's about to get wicked today, Vivid. We are so excited. Why don't we start
All
this
right,
off?
game
right?
1
So
starts in 12 minutes.
yesterday,
Holy
we
crap,
talked-
I'm not waiting 12
It's one of
minutes.
those reasons we have top 5. I mean, if you go back a couple of years, 1st, 5th, 3rd, and then just last year as well.
I heard
1st,
Acorn's
5th,
really good,
2nd.
too.
I mean, the guy just breeds these incredible placements out of these online FNCSs, and that's why me and Kelly went ahead and agreed.
Yeah,
like,
man,
hey,
look at
listen,
these kids,
Acorn
dude.
and
It's
Bolts,
crazy. 7
dominations.
minutes, 3 minutes.
Here, sharing the drop down. Some of the best in the team I want to absolutely keep an eye on.
Oh, Jacob, that's the guy who did the
end game, Jacob.
Isn't this the guy who did the
Yeah, and we don't
The,
have to wait
what's it
long
called?
to see the interest.
The World
Game
Cup?
one is ready. Let's jump
back
right
in the day? I think that's that guy. He did like some commentating.
Gotta love that battle bus sound. Heat 2, game number 1.
Look at everybody going for wonky,
FNCS
like up that
continues
way.
on.
Isn't that
Let's see
crazy?
what's in store
Everyone
for
just,
us.
it's like, looks like
The
the
hype is
the
real,
sea
right? This is a
splitting.
lobby
Look
that
at
I
all the
think
guys
we're
going to the
looking forward
top
to.
northeast part of the map.
Where
Look at that.
our big
Oh my
boys
gosh, it's like
gonna
a
land
wave.
up today? How good can they perform? How are these new teams gonna start looking to shape up, right? What's that dynamic looking like as we start leaning straight into Veno and Kerr? Veno's somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes down to his land and drop. We've seen him do it.
Oh my gosh,
some
he's
of
already
the best,
beaming
and
people.
As we start to highlight
These bros,
that, of
these guys
course,
even land.
he's got
Imagine
some
being in the
awesome,
FNCS
excellent
and
double knock. And
not
before
even.
they
Oh
can
my god, he got
touch
them
the ground,
both. Are you kidding
Veno
me?
finds a 2-piece.
Already things are
Oh my
switched up.
gosh.
Remember, we were looking at the drop map. We're like Curve and Venom.
Dude, I would be
contested.
so
And Alfonso. We
so
see already
mad.
there's
Oh
no
my
contested
gosh.
fight. Veno gets the freedom.
No
Danny Fishy and his duo
shot,
goes
dude.
down. Veno
That's
actually
insane.
Inadvertently helping the south side of Battlewood Boulevard. Electro and Oak, they thought they were going to be contested. Well, not this game.
That's crazy.
That's
and you
so
can't-
wild,
you
bro.
can't fake that level of accuracy, that
No,
level
you
of
can't.
talent, right?
You got them both.
Again, if you're counting them out, think again, fellas. But
Holy.
all right, let's settle down. It's just game. It's just heat.
I would lose my mind.
My gosh, we're out to quite the start here. Couple contested players, as we all know it here, sharing the drop down on the eastern side. But let's get back to Jaeger.
Teddy, what up, bro? Fat
And
W's.
crew here. This is the.
You got
of course,
cancer?
the
I know you already
Big
told me you
Fortress.
did.
Yesterday we highlighted this drop as one of the, I'd say the most contested, but for good reason, right? You have that natural elevation and.
SZ,
plenty
what's
of
up? How you
looters
doing?
there.
Yeah, I think the only unfortunate thing is
That
don't
is
get
crazy
touch
you get
of
no
Veno. You
flight
actually
in
have
the
to rotate
FNCS,
away
dude.
From the POI.
That
And then
POI
because
is
it
so
so
big,
contested,
man.
Even if you actually get the Frigid Fortress uncontested, you have to worry about everybody else around you.
It's too big.
Especially if
I
the
don't
zone
like it.
does pull towards the south. As we go on over to Reed.
What up,
and
Mama? How you
Cooper,
doing?
North side of the map.
Am I gonna be playing in this?
uncontested as well.
Hell
And the
no.
interesting thing
I am
about
nowhere
this spot
near
over here is Reed and
good
Cooper
enough
have the
to play in
luxury
that
of
the
staying here
FNCS.
As long as they want.
The
You already
every
see
single
Reed
one
flying in the sky.
The
because that's
person who
launch
comes
pad
in
on
last
this side
place
of the
in
map,
this
Monster.
match
It's not a
would clap
regular
me
launch
100%.
pad. I call this one the long pad.
Matthew,
because
what
on
up?
this side
Welcome in on the
map, it actually
YouTube.
takes you further and
How you
farther. And if
doing?
you combine that with the Flowberry Fizz, you can see why Reek and Cooper have no worries in the early game.
Reach really good too.
Somewhat of a super launch pad. You know, Reed's no stranger playing outskirt maps. You look back to his previous chapter drop, so this is really interesting how the dynamic changes now that you have a.
What should you bring
again,
to
a
school?
super
What do you
launch pad
mean?
here to play off of as well.
W
So
plays.
that's going to go ahead and play into their favor. A little bit of a standoff here between JV.
Guys, this is Heat 2, so this game was this was yesterday. Heat 3, they're having like some technical difficulties, I guess, getting everybody ready. So in like 15 minutes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, they should be starting game 1.
Just be holding down this vending machine and really content more or less with hanging out for now.
Yeah, and honestly,
In
with
Heat 3, like five to like 7 teams, duos never got in. So they didn't count game 1 since they didn't get
you
in.
can kind of get away with splitting that drop spot and still having
Angry coming in hot with a daily 69. Let's go. What up there, Angry? How are you? How was your stream yesterday?
Early game fights, they're easily able to wrap those ones up at the edge of the map as well, so they know the chances of getting third
Timothy, what up?
to none this early.
Nice little highlight for them there.
You're dropping Squibbly right now? Well, you better lock in, bro.
Jumping back with Kiro.
Better lock in.
Bubba now who's on the rotate, just going on the outskirts here. Playing relatively passively right now.
Lukey, what up? Welcome in. How are you?
Yeah, this side of the map here where you can kind of see all the way on the southeastern edge. There's 2 teams immediately contested at 2 different drops. There's one in the middle at New Sanctuary that's uncontested. But kind of as I said yesterday,
and Heat 3's jammed packed with really good players.
That's what's the chore, not necessarily looting up. So continue to see how that one goes on. As
You got Peter Bottom Puyo, you got Higgs and Clicks.
One of the more stacked sides of the map.
God, what's the other kid name? Forget the other dude's name.
Land at the Fidget Fortress. That's Dash and Cam. They land just south.
Jessica, what's going on?
There isn't necessarily.
You're doing good, Lukey. Let's go.
Some sort of loop path.
Did you have a good weekend?
Of your loadout, and that's why you see Dash and Cam not only floating around there.
What's the price for first? I really don't know.
They see blanks with
I know they just
they don't want to continue to rotate in that direction,
lowered
so that takes
the
away
prize
one of their
pool for the FNCS by like $50,000 or something like that. I forget. But it's pretty big. It's still pretty hefty.
Also likely in dire need of metal.
Oh my gosh. We got Matthew hitting us with 5 gifted. Come on, chat. Give them some love, y'all. Go over there, check them out.
You know, Threats and Veer,
coming out with 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate you, man.
All last year in trios.
W gifted, for real. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Matthew. I would clap right now, but I can't. I love clapping.
Performances now as a team.
Can we give them a shout out? Please, chat. If you guys aren't following them, please go check them out. Show them the love. It's absolutely free. Which Heat do you think is the hardest? I think Heat 3 is the hardest.
I do believe. So they're both up there.
I mean, you got Clicks and Peterbot, Puyo and Higgs in the same heat, dude. That's probably the most stacked heat. I'm not really that big and competitive, but like, dude, Peterbot's the best. He's the GOAT, man. You can't deny that he's the GOAT.
Using that overjoy shock to go and
he's literally the best. And then you got Clicks, which is he's like, I think right behind Peterbot. I don't care if he has FNCS or not. It's like, hey, would you rather take what's his name?
Likely getting cut off, so it might just be a clash happening.
That dude who won like 5 FNCS on the West. Wales? No, what's his name? Something Wales. Epic Wales is his name, right? Epic Wales. Right? Is that his name? It's like, would you rather take him or Clicks?
What do you do with this abundance?
Just because he's got FNCS, just because he has a FNCS championship doesn't mean the guy's better, you know? I don't know. That's how I look at it.
Obviously, they're not able to loot those, and I was thinking, man, you just help.
Who do you think is going to win the FNCS? I'm rooting for Clicks.
Because now they're
but
uncontested towards the south.
Man, Peterbot is, dude. Like, I'm not trying to glaze Peterbot, guys. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to like, you know, glaze the crap out of him, but he's that good. He's absolutely insane. Matthew, again, thank you so much for the 5 freaking gifted, dude. Out of how many games? 5. So each heat, there's 3 heats. Okay, 3 heats. They divide them up. They divide them up. in 3 sections.
Like they've
So it
taken
just
no
so
damage.
happens Clicks
So,
and
amongst all that,
Peterbot, they
not
both
only
got
that,
put in
they
the same
haven't
heat.
taken any damage, so they've actually
You got
absorbed the
5
full,
games.
You know, benefits, right?
If you
of the
win
new
one of the
surge.
5, you're
They're
automatically
really
into the grand
very
finals.
strong position to be in right now.
So if you
This is
win
just
game
game
1
one, right?
in
So how-
Heat 2,
How are the teams
you
going
will
to
not
adjust
play
now? They have to
any
do
more
something
Heat
different. Surely
games.
gotta have their
That's it. You're
guard
done.
up a lot more.
You're
You can see from the
already
left just
automatically
he's
into the
like,
next round.
my bad, bro.
Oh no! He just fell to his death.
Oh, no, that was more than my bad.
Oh
bro.
my
That's
gosh.
one I feel like
Anyway.
he's not gonna live down after that one. The community might
So,
not let him because
there will be
that's
5
two
different
things that
winners
went
in
wrong
each heat.
because he
All
wasn't able
5
to catch the
will
learn from
automatically
Venom,
move to
and
the
then
grand
he
finals
makes a
out of all
mistake
3
with the
heats.
shockwave,
That's
but for
15
Venom and
teams.
Kerr,
Remember,
they're
you need
even
50
good at
teams
Battlewood
because
not
they're
only that,
duos.
they pull the
After
actual
that,
zone.
after the
It's still
5, the
early,
15
third
teams are
zone, but for
solidified, the
now,
ones who
they
got
have
the victory
very little
royale,
to worry about
the top 10 from
against
each heat
everybody else.
will automatically move in. So if you don't win one, you got to place at least top 10 to move into grand qualifiers, and that puts you at 45 teams for the grand finals.
It absolutely
So you're like,
shows
where
the pressure
where's the other 5
that a lot
Batman?
of players are going through.
Out of all 3 heats, they're all combined to eat and fight for the last 5 games, or for the last 5 spots. It's like a loser's bracket almost. You get like one more chance to qualify. So like say Clicks or Peterbot, they don't qualify for some reason in Heat 3 today within them 5 games. They have a chance next week. It's either next week or tomorrow, I don't know. They will have another chance to qualify for the last final spots for grand finals. Does that make sense?
More than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
love
rooting
that
for
stat,
Pete?
just flexing
Let's
how
go.
good,
Let me know if you got your
smart
team
of a
Peterbot
player
or team
most
Clicks.
is. Start talking about smart plays here. Cuban and Cryptic going for a dead side rotate right now, playing the outskirts of the Battlewood. So far, so good. Loadout's looking pretty strong. They're in a pretty
B-Wise
prime
or team Clicks?
situation to do good things here to kick things off. And
Angry, thank you for the
for
lurk.
those y'all just tuned in, remember what's on the line right now is your ride to the finals.
All right,
When you
let's see
pull
what's
in the
going on
big
here.
victory
5 minutes,
royale,
guys.
well, you have to just
5
be
minutes until the Heat
consistent
3.
to
Hopefully
show up
they
in the
don't
lobby.
add time again.
52 players for the first
Again,
time
the
here inside the Heat
first
that are
game for
looking to
Heat
make their
3 did not
potential
count.
first finals.
Couple teams didn't get in.
You love to see it, but it also just flexes that the
7G with the 100. Biddy. Let's go, 7G. Thank you, man.
Done this before.
Get some fat W's for 7G, chat. Let's go.
Down underneath through the tunnels.
So we're just literally just waiting
It's
until
an easy way to rotate
ready
without
to
being
go.
spotted up above.
Thank you
but
so much,
have to
7G.
Be careful. You never know if somebody else is lurking underneath in that
Native,
tunnel,
what's going
especially
on?
Since you can hear the footsteps from above you. So right now, for Accept, his duo, they're able to get the inside vaults underneath. I forget what it's actually called, but you kind of go through these tunnels. It unlocks one of those little things that you can pick up, and then you take it there to get the legendary chest. And it's one of those things that you have to go in and out of these tunnels. in
Your
order
team
to
Pete
get
world?
spawned on the
Holy.
map.
I like how they understand too that, hey, we got to be really tactical here. And look, it ends up paying off. This is a team that's not as cautious as them. And
Oh,
this is
no,
exactly
they
what
just
you need to
trapped
look
them
out
right
for,
in
and this is
there.
what Blind and Accept we're trying to
Hello
not
there,
have
Native.
happen
How are
to them.
you?
You know, I was going to call out the fact that they're spending a lot of time right now in the mid game with not a lot of material. But hey, who needs to farm when you can go ahead and get an elimination, eat up just like that? And that's going to bode very well for their surge overall as well.
Chad, don't forget,
That's
tomorrow
exactly
we're
what I'm
starting
talking about.
stream
You can't
early,
get
8 a.m.
caught
tomorrow
underneath,
morning.
especially if a team is already lurking. As the game goes on,
8 a.m.
it
we'll be on
becomes
around
more
that
and
time.
more of a
We're going to
no-fly
end, though,
zone,
at
so to
early,
say.
too. We're going to end
They're
at, like, 12:30.
196 above the damage threshold. So for
You're
this
chilling?
zone,
Let's go. Did you have a good
don't
weekend?
necessarily move. Yes, they have to get to zone, but don't have to worry about surge. Cooper, Reed, they got a little bit of worry in their minds. 122 above the damage threshold. Reed looking like he was going to get aggressive there. They got some early damage on that team, but you can see the zone is pulling towards the south, even though there's not too many players around in the third party. As this game continues, that threat will increase.
I like the instant response there by Reed playing alongside Cooper. Whoever made the comms to double
Thank you
back
guys for
here.
the hype train. Let's
Play
freaking
in
go.
sync, which is what's most important. Even now, though, there's potential airdrop down low, but full focus here on getting their material counts back up and stabilized. Meanwhile, have Yex and Ducky here. Just below
There's
the surge
still
right now.
80
69
people
damage
left,
overall.
y'all, in this small storm. I know you guys
Potential
can't really see
opportunities
it,
to take a
but
fight nearby 'em, but
it's
only got a
insane.
couple seconds to make a move
I
here.
just did a
Get
reaction
back
video
into it.
with
Other teams are
Mr.
already looking to
Savage.
engage.
Yeah, you can kind of see
And
right now, 45 above.
it was
the
like a
damage
moving
threshold.
circle, and there was like
Right there
38
next to
people
zone.
left. It was out of
But
control.
Once we go into the next
And he
phase of the
dominated, him
game,
and his
that
duo.
Storm Surge, they might be under
Bello,
it, so they
I
need
think
to
his
start
name was,
being
or
proactive to try to
Bello, I
get
think it was.
that damage. For now, it's all fine and dandy.
Fortbot, what up?
But that's why
Welcome
this
in.
team
How you
does be
doing?
getting aggressive, trying to take control of the pieces that we can fire off.
Isn't
from
it
above.
like
But since
with
they're out the edge of
this
zone, they can
many
look
people
back
left?
to
Yes,
see
it is,
so
Mama. That's
many
why
other teams
building.
that
That's
also
why
still have to
like
make the rotation
this
in.
is
And with the overdrive
end
shot
game
blade
is so
grenades being the
crazy.
primary mode
I mean,
of
this goes all the way
rotation,
back
there's gonna be
to
so many chances for them to
the
accumulate that damage.
World Cup days.
Gotta continue to be flexible.
Like the
here.
World Cup was just
Get
like
the
this.
damage.
End game just super
And the
stacked.
tags don't miss out on
Everybody's
any
tarping.
opportunities.
Everybody's in boxes running. It's insane.
Starting to jump in with Hound. Someone we've seen time and time again. No stranger.
We got a minute 40.
Set lobbies right now, looking very much solidified. 368 damage above the threshold.
Yeah, it's insane.
QT's aim. Meanwhile, Muzz and Sphinx.
We like
been low on shields right now.
we
They've
complain about
gotten
end
into a
game
bit
when
of
there's
a
like 3
skirmish.
other teams
However,
left, and we're like, why is it
our
so?
position
Why is it like
relatively
this?
finely on the
Imagine-
overall damage here.
Like imagine
Already turned a
freaking
lot of
30 to
back
40
hits,
people
Duo
left in
there in
like
the distance.
the last moving circle. It's insane.
Kind of seeing the south side of this zone becoming
And you
more
can't
more
like
stacked,
rat.
maybe
That's
in
the
the
whole
east side
thing.
as well.
What
That's
storm
where it was
damage is.
already
Like the
opened up.
storm
It's
surge, you
opening up more
can't
so on
rat.
the
You
north
have to
and the
deal
western
damage
side.
to stay
So if
above
you're ready to
storm
take that
surge.
risk, you could try to grab
So that's
some
how they
open
kind of
land where
thin
nobody's
out
there.
the herd.
Unless you're gonna be stuck here
If
with
you're
Muzz
just
and
ratting
Sphinx
and you're
to
not
release
like
them.
trying to be a little
They
bit
got almost
aggressive,
400
the
damage
storm.
above that threshold. One less
He's
worry
talking
in
about
the
it right
back of their
now.
mind, but
The storm will
79
kill you.
people still
The
left
storm
alive. You
surge
said it yesterday,
goes
sometimes
up,
the game ones
and if you're
move a
not
little
above the
bit slower
storm
than the
surge,
rest
you'll
of the
start
day.
taking storm damage.
Yeah, normally on
That's
NA
how they kind of
especially,
control
that's
the lobby
very,
from not
very
being like
relevant, right? Like, that's a
top,
relevant take.
80 guys
The
left
game
in the
feels exactly
last
like that.
circle. You
This
know
is
what I
I
mean?
expected out of Heat 1, given how many newer names were kind
Luke,
of
what's
showing
going
up.
on? Luke
Heat
Fox, how you
1
doing?
moving
Thank you so much for the follow.
fairly fast for what it's worth in game 1, but T2 much different.
Oh, we
much
got
more
30 seconds.
traditional
Let's just
pacing
see
here.
if they add more
This is
time
not
onto
looking
this
too
or
hot right now
not.
for Reed and Cooper there.
Remember,
We
we're
are
watching
under
Heat 2, y'all. That already
surge
happened.
right now. Couple
We're waiting
tags
for
there,
the
gonna
Heat
buy them a
3
little bit of
game
relief. This is gonna be
for game
critical
1. And we'll probably
opportunity
only
to
do
find
like
some
maybe
tags
2 to
with
3
just a
games,
few
depending
to
how
stay in the
long they
game
are. I don't
here.
want to stay on too long.
Even just these couple seconds.
I wanna go
even those
relax and
couple
lay down.
seconds is super important.
Yeah,
Look at
forces
this.
you to fight, yo.
Muzz
You
and
have to
Sphinx
take damage.
uncharacteristically finding themselves way
Come on,
below now.
4,
They were already
3,
desperately
2,
exchanging
1.
heals
Come
just
on.
in the fight before this.
Oh,
Now,
all right, we're in. We're
forced
in.
to-
We're gonna back out of this.
Really apologize for that. Ton of things happening, but it looks like they're all resolved. So
Let's
those first
go!
games are void. So it's
Come
basically
on.
like, hey, we're starting the show for real, like this. This is you didn't miss anything. You thought you did.
Remember, game
You
1,
thought
it
you
didn't
did.
count.
Welcome to the show. It's starting right now. Hope you had a great day. We're here to watch some Fortnite. As we kind of get ready to kick things off, we're just making sure everyone's on the battle bus. So why don't we get a few of the players, or people rather, up to speed on who the players will be seeing in the lobby today. Let's bring up this lobby. Let's just call out a couple duos
Big
we'll be seeing
names
here for you. Kelly, why don't you start us off? Who are you looking to see today?
Thanks for throwing me under the battle bus. My goodness, we got Dolzer and Isho. You know, that was one of the teams that we were talking about at the start of the show, landing in Dark Dominion, of course. And honestly, as far as notability goes in North American Central, they're lesser
I'm looking
known
for
as a
any,
duo,
if I know
but when
anybody.
you look at their performances in the recent chapter, I think, Vivid, this might be one of the duos that we're going to be talking about for quite a while.
Bolts.
We're going to talk about somebody that
Bolts,
we
I think.
have talked about for quite some time and kind of made his name at a LAN event, right? Booga teamed up with Craze right now, which kind of
I don't
is
see
going to
Booga.
segue
Where's
me
Booga
into the
at?
next conversation that I do want to kind of bring up. And it's kind of like the importance of major #1 and this heat, right? Because this heat gets you into the grand finals, right? We know how all of this works.
I think this is
Win
just
one
like
of
half
5
the
games
lobby
today, go to
right
grand
now,
finals,
because that's
you
not
get top
all the
10
teams.
on the
You
consistency
got 1,
leaderboard,
2,
you
3,
go to
4,
those grand
5, 1,
finals.
2, 3,
These
4.
grand
That's only
finals
half. That's 25
feels a
teams.
little
It's
bit
not even the
special
other
'cause
half.
This is like this early major.
I don't know why they're not
one,
switching to
but
the
it
other
still
other
leads
one.
into a LAN
I don't even see
event. So
Booga
for
on here.
everybody kind of competing here today. I mean, yeah, some people are trying to make it to their first grand finals.
Oh, there's
a lot of
Booga.
people are
Booga's 6.
thinking about the bigger picture.
Here
and
we go.
Extra LAN event this year. So we know what it has done in the past.
It's
Some
crazy.
of our
They're
players
fighting
like Booga, making
for the
these big names
FNCS
themselves.
now, and then
That's
in a
why
few months they're
those
gonna
events
go
are so important.
to the
So
land and
extra
play for that
stakes on the line, and,
that
just
reload
makes
map.
it so
I
much
don't know
more
what it's
exciting,
called,
right?
but you
That's
guys know
why
what I'm
everybody's
talking
kinda
about.
geared up and ready to jump into the competition.
Yeah.
Monzo, Gonzo,
definitely,
yeah,
like,
he's
a little
good.
Bit of a
He's
different
good.
tone to
Where's
this
he
one,
at?
right? It's like I feel like in previous years we kind of
there
like,
he is.
all right,
I see him.
Major
Lead him
one,
on,
it's
though.
like, hey, we are taking it seriously, but we're kind of just feeling it out. Like, we're gonna see how we do. We're gonna try, but like, you know, we still have a couple more majors. Like, hold on a minute, Zeke. We got a Summit LAN happening now. That changes things quite a bit.
I think that's what it is. Summit
Another
LAN.
duo we kind of highlighted at the beginning of the show earlier was actually Yamzo and Josh. Excited to see them perform. What do you think, Kelly? Any cool things you can tell the viewers if they're just tuning in?
I mean, for me, the storyline between Josh and Iamzo, one, we're talking about how a lot of these veteran players, in this instance, we're talking about Iamzo, joins up with kind of a newer player in this instance. We're talking about Josh having, you know, 17 FNCS.
Are these cringe for you guys? Like watching these guys like do their little intro?
Well, if Iamzo is going to be bringing, is he going to have to carry Josh? But then
like I'm mean mugging the whole time. I'm like
to the table as far as who
flexing
is the
a little
IGL,
bit. You know what I mean?
Fragger. They honestly are complimenting each other
I'll be like,
so well. And
give
I
a nice
talked about
flex
at the start of the show, there was
in screaming in the
of
camera.
Concern as far as their POI goes for Josh and Iamzo, but it seems that they got Frigid Fortress. They're pretty confident there now, and I think that they're going to have an incredible performance in the grand finals.
Teddy, let's go, Fat
it's
Dubs.
A Kelly Link guarantee, everyone. Josh and Iamzo, regardless if it's a
where's the other half of the team, bro?
Through consistency, I think they're making it into the grand finals.
All right, there.
Yeah, those guarantees have gotten some people in trouble.
She's calling it out.
Obviously, this lobby list shows off 25 of our teams.
Corey, what's going on? Welcome in. How you doing?
They're going to be filling out this lobby.
Finally, holy crap!
And you know, this page is where we got some
Mike bot, Logan bot.
That we talked about.
There you go, Falcon,
earlier,
Peter bot, Falcon, Puyo, Clixons, Higgs,
Peter bot, and Puyo.
Proxy. You hear I heard of Proxy a lot.
You know, games number 1 and 2, they got avoided.
I think this side's much.
The Peter bot fans were a little bit scared after watching that one go down early in that game, but you know, of course, a blessing in disguise for them. As
they're so lucky. They died off. They died off spawn in game 1, and they're not counting it.
Left for Peter bot to go ahead.
Dude, his
and
neck, man, is crazy. I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta stop being mean.
Talk in the off season about being a little distracted, playing other games.
Puyo looks like he's from like Portugal, bro,
sort of like
or like Brazil, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like he's like
playing every single day? And they
the no. That's
I will
funny,
say,
man.
Zeke, that when you talk about Peter bot, obviously
no, they're not counting him. They're not counting game 1 at all.
Nebulous stay right now, where we're just kind of waiting for the game to
start. They're not counting game 1, so they
love
died
the
off
dialogue
spawn
that we've
game
seen
1.
The last few.
But they're not
weeks,
counting it.
months,
They're not counting game
where
1. That's
Peter
why we're
Bot,
so
he
delayed
wants-
right now,
He
Brownie.
wants someone to IGL for him. Peter Bot wants to be able to just be unleashed, go onto the lobby, and be able
Rig,
to
that's
eliminate
what some
everyone.
people said.
And with Puyo, there's been a big question mark on
Who died
if
off
he's
spawn?
gonna be
Peter
able to
Bot.
do that. And we've
They
talked
died
about
off
how
spawn
Puyo is
in
able
game
to kind
1.
of complement Peter
Him
Bot in the
and
sense of
Puyo both died
he's
off
just kind of
spawn in game 1.
staying right next to him. He's able to
And
kind of
then
just, like, follow
they
him
were like, yeah,
along.
we're not going to
But
count game
is
1.
he going to be able to IGL? And I think Puyo
It doesn't.
has
He's
been
going to.
strides
He has
and
5
growth
games.
as far as that
He'll
goes
easily
at
come in the
Jersey.
top 10.
Okay, I like it. Well, you know,
They'll
what?
come
I'm
in top
getting word.
10.
Games.
If they don't win one of the
again,
games,
sincerely
if Puyo
apologize
and Peter
for the
Bot
delay, but it's all good.
don't win
We
one
got
of the
Fortnite,
games,
and
they'll
it
win.
starts
They'll
right
come
now.
top 10.
Casters, over to you.
Puyo is a freaking dog too, man. I don't know if you guys ever watched him play. Everybody
Down
thinks
in
that
game
Puyo
number 1,
or
Monster,
Peter
and
Bot
this is where it
carries
really is
Puyo.
gonna start
Nah,
to get
Puyo
interesting
can
because
carry his own
even
weight,
with
man.
a couple mishaps, one of the biggest things that I really look at for players.
Yeah, I think
is
5 to
how
7
does
teams
the
didn't get in.
mental game go?
Brownie, that's
how
why.
does it all get held together when things don't necessarily go
There
your
they
way?
go.
We saw Peter Bot
and Puyo going to
down early,
Squibbly.
very uncharacteristic, like
Yep,
in that
he's talking
game
about it
number
right
1.
now.
Now they get a fresh start.
Nobody's
another
even
chance at it here, and let's see if they
No one's
continue
even
in the stride
landing near
coming
them,
after this
dude.
event.
Would
Yeah,
you
it's no
like?
deja
Are they
vu
that
here, guys. We're
scared?
right into the action. We're trying to pick up.
Isn't that crazy? Like no one even
Peter Bot,
contests
Puyo
them.
Obviously, have somewhat of a blessing in disguise, a second chance, if
Blessing
you will,
in disguise,
at this
yeah.
first opportunity.
That's
to
crazy they
push
died
through a
off
false
spawn.
spot.
I wonder who
You know what?
pushed them.
You gotta appreciate the fact that they actually.
Because no one landed
got
near
to
him.
feel
Look at
the
that.
lobby, right? And the competition
No
was
one even
serious,
landed
so
near him. How?
just
Who
another
died
nod
off?
to Logan Bob,
Who killed
just
him off
putting in
spawn?
work out there. Let's see.
You know what I
if we
mean?
Continue to do just that here. The
I hate
dynamics
this
are going
POI.
to shift for many inside the lobby, though, right? Like, obviously, now everyone's kind of gotten to get the jitters out the way.
Puga's in
little
here, too. That's
adrenaline
insane,
gets
man.
to kick in now,
This-
right,
the
as
Heat 3
the
is
day's kind of
stacked.
edged on, and you have to imagine that even Boog and Crazy.
You killed him, yeah.
They're
He would
fired up right
99 0 you, Brownie, easily.
Kind be in a
He would
similar
99 owe me
situation
too.
You gotta wonder Booga and Craze, you know, they get uncontested.
I
They
would-
have a
I-
lot of time to
I would be
theory
lucky to
craft
get a
these
shot
games
on that
as the
kid.
zone continue to reveal itself rather early, so they know they have
The-
a ton
the
of
skill
time
gap
here in the
between,
early
like,
game to loot up the south side of
Pro
Battlewood
and
before
being
they
great,
actually
dude,
have
is
to start
just
making a move elsewhere.
insanely
And you see
massive.
Void in the distance, Yemity in the distance as well, and this is where you got to start
Massive.
1, 2. The small amount of damage when it comes to Storm Surge plays an impact later on in the game.
Let's see if that ends up playing out for this team as
Oh,
well.
he knows there's guys up
Although
there.
G Carillion playing that northern side, we know that, again, they're relatively contested. Last time, though, you said it, though, right? You saw
Uh-oh.
Smack.
We
and
got a
that
fight
other
going
team
on
just
to the
kinda
right.
move off to the side, so I am curious if folks are going to play something a little different here, but jumping in with Tyler and Chance. What is happening here? A little lurk play,
Yeah, they're
potentially being lined up
little
right
rats,
now.
dude. Look at this.
Well,
They know they're
these
over here.
enemies are close
Yeah,
by.
they know
Some
it.
leftover loot here, and they needed that. This almost seems like they might have been playing off a reboot. What do you think?
Yeah, just probably just one of those
10
split
people already
contested
died off
drops
storm,
to where,
or
you know,
off
you don't
spawn.
actually fight it out of the gate, so you're just kind of taking the scraps on the outside of the
Here,
POIs.
old man comes
Last time we
before.
saw Tyler Chance take aggression to this occasion very, very quickly. They're able to take him down, but just a whole different approach. 90 players still up, and this is just following the trend of the entire weekend so far. Something you know, the history of Fortnite, the game #1, the early portions of a tournament tend to be slower than the rest. They like to feel each
Crazy
other
no one
out,
even
see what they can get away with, and then
contested
go
for
from there.
Clicks or Higgs either.
So today being a much different day out of the usual tournament.
Can
vibe,
someone see
right?
if Clicks
So I
is
think everyone
streaming?
here is probably on their toes.
Anyone
If
know?
anything, that caution's going to come from the fact that, hey, I may have blown it, right? In that first chance. So this is again a new opportunity.
Like, dude, they're
I am curious to
stacked.
see how
He's
it's gonna
not.
play
That's
out.
good.
Some even have almost played their strategy early on, right? A lot of time between where we started and where we are today. A little bit of studying happened in between.
That's
those
good.
blocks
Hopefully,
there,
because
but
remember how good
yeah, so
he did
Josh,
last time, and he didn't
team that
stream. They
everyone, of
came in
course, has
first.
high hopes for. This is a draw spot that has been highly contested in Heat 1 and Heat 2. They seem to have a lot more respect demanded here in the lobby, and I mean, from what I can tell from the loadout, it seems like no one's really giving them too much pressure right now.
Yeah,
Dude, it's crazy how everything's happening like this weekend. You have WrestleMania happening. You had that charity soccer match happening. I forget what it's called, where all the YouTubers go and play soccer.
Probably the most precious
You
of
had,
all the building materials in this game. So you got to make sure you have
the
it ready to
FNCS
go.
going
And they got
on.
the zone early on, so again,
It's
another
wild.
team that has a lot of time on their side. Let's jump on board. Perkin and Stone, you see they're kind of in a stalemated situation against Paper and Rezi, and with 90 players still up, these little
That's right
fights
too.
right
Yeah, the
here,
R. Yep.
even though you got
It's
two
insane.
teams
So
ready
much
to
stuff
kind of
is
fight it
happening
out in
this weekend.
situation, you see how many other teams are in the minimap. You hear the noise, you start to look on
Is he
over,
done
and
though,
when you're in
RC?
active
Is he
build
though?
spot,
I feel
that's
like
easy
he does
search.
this all the time.
Yes, great tags right now as well from
He is
Perkin.
getting old,
That's the
though.
most
He's
important
like-
part, is actually landing those tags.
Who's
We've seen a
older,
lot
him
of
or
people have
Randy? I feel like
opportunities
Was
before
Randy
scoring them.
in before Orton? I know they came around the same
believe
time. Like,
England right now on the
Randy
move here.
Orton started wrestling really
What I
young,
would say a
but
surprise
obviously
duo for
Brock.
me. I didn't expect to see
Brock
them
was
be
in the
paired up with someone
UFC.
like Yingling. This one caught me a bit off guard, but hey, another one of those conversations where, you know, Kings just continue to
I bet,
kind of
yeah,
earn his way
100%.
through the top tier player, you know, the veteran roster line. And it seems like he's at least showing up.
Yeah,
right
Randy
now for
started
Aviv.
very young.
He's someone who's also been given
He was
plenty of
20,
chance in the past, right?
21. He
Most
did it
notably,
right
I'd
after the
say,
Marine
we've seen him
Corps,
with
I'm pretty
Skittles
sure.
back in the day,
He
Booga
joined the
for quite
Marines
some
and went
time.
UA.
So he's definitely earned
He didn't even
his
finish.
respect on the
He
region.
went UA as a
He
Marine.
knows what it's like to play at the global championship.
Did you see
as
Speed
well.
at WrestleMania? Yeah, I
Jump
did. It's
on
pretty
over to
funny.
Jack and Enpen. We saw
I mean,
Josh
good for him,
Alonso
man.
that actually
Good for
take
him.
The Frigid Fortress. Jack and Enpen, they take a little bit towards the west, a split drop that they call their own. And you can see they're getting a good amount of loot from the split drop. They got the Chug, they got the Slapperoni Pizza, a gold AR. So they're definitely set up, ready to go. The biggest thing is going to be their surge. With the zone pulling towards the south, they have two decisions to make. Do we focus
Look at
on
this
a
freaking
rotation
base.
or focus on getting all the surge on the teams towards the north? And right now, it looks like they're going to prioritize the rotation first.
What the? What is going on here?
Time to rotate for Zifto. Slam
What?
right now. Just playing this bit of high ground here, trying to look for some early tags.
Bro, what are we in,
They find themselves
2018?
well above the surge
2017?
damage threshold here. Is that starting to turn on? There's gonna
They
be
have,
a
like,
lot of players that have to worry about this
What
one.
the frick?
91
I never seen this.
standing
I
right now,
never
which
seen
is
that before.
Relatively.
It's
contested
over the
lobby here. Noah
the
W.
vending
Quay still
machine,
alive
so I
in the
guess it's
distance there. We
smart.
saw Aviv based up. Meanwhile, Peterbot Boya also alive now, right? Much different situation in the last time.
Uh-oh. He
Nemesis
sees
of
him.
Logan bottom
He's
bike to the
stalking
left
him.
there, but then ties.
Uh-oh.
PC earnings here in the distance.
Look at Puyo up there,
Even
dude.
know if he's there or not. I can't tell.
I saw it for a split
He got
second.
the mythic.
Puyo's
Dude,
behind.
he's so good with
shockwaving
this
as we
mythic.
speak. I see him moving in the mini map.
Look at
Good
Puyo.
distraction coming out from
Puyo
Peterbot.
from
Good damage
behind.
well on Ties, and
They're
there
going
goes the
in.
flank from Puyo. The
Oh,
pincer
Ties is down.
bringing
Oh,
two
they're
different
cooked, bro.
angles, and now
That
with the
dude's,
mythic
like,
AR,
out.
They're just gonna spray into the box, get the elimination
gone.
on Ties. But I do like the heads
Dude,
up
they're
play
so
from this
good.
duo to shockwave out, realizing I can't be the hero. There's no way he's going to get that revive off in that situation.
Oh,
So
dude,
he's
he
trying to
better
live the
run.
tell, hopefully get the revive back.
Better
later on in this game,
pull
but it
in
looks
the
like
inner
Peterbot
rat.
Puyo are going on the hunt.
Yeah, he didn't
Oh
go
my
far
gosh.
enough. And
No.
Peterbot Boyo seemed to have figured out exactly where he might have been positioned.
Dude,
up
Ty's
there,
got
trying to hide
beam,
out.
bro.
Yonzo
That was
and Josh right now,
insane.
moving right through slams and Zifta.
That was crazy.
kind of
Caught him in
base
the
there that we saw,
rotation.
that big surge tower here.
Yeah, Surge Tower.
The terrain's going to play into their favor. They don't get spotted out. They save a lot of material moving through here.
Late stream today? Yeah, Goji. We're going over, like I said, I wanted to get more involved in the competitive scene, so this is a great opportunity for me to stream it and watch it and learn more. You know what I mean? I really want to start my name, my face. I really want us to really start getting involved in the Fortnite community more than what we are right now, and doing stuff like this, like covering it all is like one of the, I think, better ways to do it.
Barely miss out on that consistency through Riptides.
Oh, he's
And
chasing
it's
him.
one of those
Peterbot's
big wives to where,
chasing.
just like Wonky Land has the mini game, you gotta collect little stakes so that way you can beat
Ooh,
that lift
you
up
know, Earnings is
that weight on the
her
other side.
Earnings
That's
is
how you
just
can unlock
running
the
for
mythic.
his
Peterbot,
freaking
Boyo,
life,
the
dude.
revive,
Hit it!
come through
Hit
now,
it!
still
Oh,
trying to
he's
figure
gonna
out where
get
that
no
solo's
fly.
at. He's gonna be able to rip for now.
He's gonna
but now
get
he
no
leaves himself
fly.
open to possibly getting taken down. Easy
And
shot
there
for
it is.
Peterbot and Boyo as they get that second elimination.
Dude, you can't hit that
And
rift,
it is
man,
picked
if
up there.
they
You know, I'm not gonna
know.
lie, I thought we were going to be jumping into the replay. We saw
You
Peterbot
can't hit that
right
rift
on
with
top of him, but hey,
that.
he fought long and tried his
Uh-oh,
best.
everybody's coming to the surge base.
Fortunately,
Look at that.
He does end up falling there. So a couple points now swinging to the hands of Peterbot and Boyo.
Noah
First of the
plays.
game. Noah plays. Carbone back in the mix.
Oh, you're
here
gonna try
as
to
well.
knock this down? Uh-oh, they're contesting. They want it.
Here, you can see on the mini map kind of what they're fighting for. That
Whoever's,
mini
like,
down below, whether they get
doing
matchups, extra
this, like,
resources,
the
depending on which one's
spectating
there,
mode,
you can buy
dude.
Splashes, the fizz
A
bomb,
for effort,
and
man.
the
They're doing a
charge
great
ups.
job.
It does look like they're just going to continue.
You know what I mean? Like
to
how
build up their
they're
shield, the
like
resources, some extra big pots
like
coming out
this.
with Carbone and Noah plays, and the
Like,
team
dude,
right
they're
above them, Slam and
doing a
Zypha,
great
they
job.
just kind of ran out.
Crazy.
They said, hey, we probably don't have the gold. We just go ahead and rotate in, make it safe now instead of letting this team think we're trying to fight them.
Iffy. Thea right now, they're deep in the storm here. but
hell
got
yeah, they're
Fox on
deep
the
in that
side,
storm.
so
Oh
a
my
bit of a
gosh.
Standoff happening here. This team realizing that they are not quite in the position to stay much longer here in the zone, but he does have just the Flowberry Mist to use.
That dude needs to get some light. What's his name? I don't even know his name.
Clock it.
Aya?
Clock's on a timer right now, right? Things are a little desperate for Faye here if he can't find
Faye?
some heals.
Did I
here
say it
quickly.
Faye? Okay.
There he goes. Looks like he picked something up.
Probably floppers, kind of like what it looked like here.
What time you going live tomorrow?
Maybe a
8
slurp
a.m.
fish
Eastern
one
time
music.
frame, guys. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay? Yo, we got Queen. What's going on, Queen?
What's going on the western side?
Coming in hot with a raid.
Between Peterbot and Boyo.
How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you guys all doing amazing. Sporty, what's going on? I see you. Kiss my bullet. Hello.
This lobby, they like
You
to
guys
overstay
aren't following
their
Queen, go
welcome
show her the
inside
love.
storm. They have the Ferris wheel.
Absolute.
They have the rift, so they're one of the few teams.
Demons over there. What up there, Queen? Hey, hey, what up there? How you doing? Kiss my bullet. What up?
As Booga and Craze took the south side of
Druzen,
Battle
is that how you
Boulevard,
say that?
Golden and Ozone
Thank you so
took
much for the
north side.
follow.
This is where Venom and
Queen,
Curve
how was your
typically
stream?
do land, so we might have a
Thank you so
possible
much for the
battle
raid. I
here
really
if we see
appreciate that.
Golden and Ozone qualify out of Battlewood.
What's going on,
Yeah,
Raiders? Hope you guys are doing
not
amazing,
Tiger
having a
Woods.
fantastic and a beautiful Sunday. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. We're watching the
I like the
FNCS
positioning, though. Big
Heat
medal
3
commitment here, and they
qualifiers.
still managed to
It's
cap that
competitive
out, so
Fortnite.
Pretty keen spot to be in right now.
It's pretty cool. It's very
Pretty
interesting.
strong base as well. You see
Did I say your name
just
right?
Logan there on the lower left
Druzen?
side.
Look
kinda
at
lurking
Clicks and
about.
Higgs. They're just chilling, man.
Meanwhile, Higgs, Clicks, utilizing that same strategy we saw before. The This one's going to allow them to send themselves flying
Yeah.
into any direction that they want. They already have the map marked, so they know exactly where they want to be here.
Here they go. Ready? Watch this.
There's 2 different versions.
Look at this.
And right now, they're going to use the basic one right now. And the reason why I talk about 2 different versions is there's one version here.
They go
where you
like
combine
super
the actual
fast.
fizz with the shockwave, and you do the Ferris wheel. You go up top and glide. But real quick, Noah plays. 6 seconds left. Carbone's already down. Last time
Oh,
we saw
he got
them,
the
they were
wall.
riding over towards this vending machine, but a whole nother team rotates
Carbone.
in. They're trying to steal it away. Carbone goes down, so he's finally taken out.
Noah Plays is
was
down.
eliminated as well.
Oh
There's a whole nother
no.
third party
Look
here
at this. This
in
is
the
why you
mix
don't build a
trying to
freaking
attack. That's
surge
Vicky and
tower.
Thea. They
It just
returned
attracts
back in this
everybody.
direction to try to take
There's
what
like
they
4
hope is
teams
theirs.
there,
You can
man.
see why that was a
Kinda?
prominent focus. They're 12
it
below
Druzen?
the damage threshold. It's not a
The stream
reason
was
to
good.
get
Thank you. How's your
desperate right
stream?
now,
How's the
Monster, but
stream
they
going? It's
realize in the
going
back
good.
of
We're
their
just
mind, we're 12 below now in the early
just
portion of the
chilling.
game. That's going to get worse if we
Just
don't get damage
commentating
quickly.
the FNCS
Crazy timing, too, right?
Heat
We
3.
just saw them
Oh
rotating on the
no.
outskirts, and then, oh my gosh,
Kiffy
talk about
goes
bad
down.
timing. Kiffy's caught off guard.
That
PRX
sucks.
lies here.
Sporty, how are you been? How's everything going with you?
Insta down on
Yeah, you got it.
the him there.
Are you sure? Or you
And
just
that's what
saying
happens
that?
if you let your guard down, and I'm sure he's
So
regretting
you have
not
the
just
hard
watching
U
moving
in there. The
meanwhile,
hard U.
Wilbur
Druzen.
coming out.
Not
Mal's
Druzen.
just trying to
Druzen.
stick around to see if he can pick up the card before rotating out. But also, look at this. The surge has turned online. They're
Oh
not
no,
even
the surge
further
is
below
on
because
too.
The damage they did to them is
Bro, it's already a
immediate, right?
2-tick.
You
Look at
can't get
Surge.
yourself eliminated
Oh no,
and
they're gonna.
trade
He's gonna
back
die
that
to
damage,
Surge.
not in the new surge.
He's gonna die.
Just tries to go ahead
Oh
and heal
my
up there, but
gosh.
They returned back to clean that one up. Yeah, that
Damn,
was just a
got
tough
him.
situation because not only was he below the damage threshold,
Yeah.
it was active surge. So every 7 seconds he would take 25 damage
Woo!
from surge itself, and then 7 seconds from the
So
storm.
chat, that's all I was saying.
32
You
damage
need
every 7
to be
or so
above the storm
seconds.
surge. If you guys are not above that storm surge threshold, when storm surge is activated and you're below it, you're gonna take an insane amount of damage, and that's what was happening to that guy with the med kits right there. You have to deal damage to players, and that's how they control the like population towards endgame. So there's not like
I was gonna say, that was
80
impressive, though. Those were
dudes
two teams that both needed the surge
in final
They
endgame.
finished it
You
up
know what I
so
mean?
fast that they managed to get out
because
with
towards
plenty
the
of
end
extra
you'll
kills.
see
It's
storm surge.
almost
It'll
a
pop up.
rarity, right? Normally, a
See,
team
look,
that
storm
exits out of
surge
the
warning.
storm in a situation
You
like
gotta
this, gonna be
avoid
in
to
full
get
shambles.
avoid the storm surge. You
Even
gotta
now
start
being
doing
held
some
up, though, they
damage.
do have to be careful. They're ticking for 5. I think the lobby, of
Queen,
course,
again,
knows
thank you
that
so
there's
much
gonna
for
be
the
some
love. I
serious
really
danger
appreciate
coming
that.
from this
I
team.
hit you up with the follow.
People
Next time
showing
you're
their
live, I'll
champs
come in
on
and
the
say
side
what's
there
up.
as well.
I'll
Late rotates here for a few. And
Yo,
although
Brown,
they have
what's
the
up, bro?
extras,
Welcome in. How you doing?
just talked about it, the surge turns back on, and they find
But yeah,
themselves right on
T9,
that
tomorrow
line
we'll
again.
be on 8 a.m. Eastern time frame. We're going to be playing the new reload map.
Being below it for even
And we'll be off by like 12:30 p.m. Only about 4.5 hour stream tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow. I got a guy coming to my house looking at my mini split
take
unit.
Your time, breathe here for a second, and they have an easy rotation.
I gotta get it recharged
Where they're at now, so all these
with
teams here will
Freon.
eventually have to shockwave. You see, Quick realize
This is where it starts getting crazy, guys.
They're going
There's
to be
70
below, but
people
they're on
left,
the bottom of
and the
zone.
circle
They get a
is
couple of
about to
shots.
be
Since
like
they
this
are
big.
above the damage threshold, even by 3, they're going to try to rotate in and then look back along the way.
That was crazy. There was literally 6 players there that all needed damage, and Oliver OG.
See how he's taking storm damage? Look at it, 49. He needs to take storm damage, and he's dead. He needs to take. You guys have to do damage. That's insane. He's starting to take damage. He's 216 below. He needs to get above. So he needs to like pretty much kill someone and thirst him, or he's gonna die.
Curlian's got to hit the shot of his life here if he wants to stay in the game right now, earn a little bit more. No points earned so far. That's how.
You don't want to be
contentious
below.
this
You want to
round
be
has been
above.
here.
That's why this guy's pushing so
Really
hard.
just
He's
gotta
trying to be
conform.
aggressive because he knows if he's not, he's dead. Look at him.
He knows the
He has
situation
to,
he's
yeah.
in. Even though Storm Surge will turn off if it gets below certain players in this zone, it needs to go below 40 overall in the game for it to turn off once and for all. As Taki Seek, they try to dodge the solo down below. They run into a whole nother team right in front. Lucky for them,
Storm
they were
Surge is gonna hit
already
hard right
well
now.
above
They
the
said they
damage
need 40
threshold.
teams
So big
down.
damage like that isn't going to hurt them much, but we go into the next zone, the next Storm Surge threshold, and they drop just a little bit, but at least they're still above.
Booga's still in it.
This Booga craze
There he
positioned
is.
strongly right now, but they will have to rotate. The zone's flying far north, but hey, it's still on the western side, right? This is where the bulk of the players have managed
Damn,
to rotate
a
in
lot
through.
of teams are over there. They're like,
Booga's
they
just
pretty
trying
much
to
pulled.
strategize the move right now as he's looking out. See all the bases, all the teams stacked up here on this western edge.
Joe, is that, how do you say that? Joel?
Peeking here.
Jola?
Peterbot Pollo still alive. Dead
What's up,
center.
Jola? How you doing?
They're gonna
Welcome
have
in on
to
the
move as
YouTube.
Well.
Short tapping for the lurk.
See them elevated just a little bit.
So Peterbot, yeah, I was about to say Peterbot, and then they gotta rotate hard.
Or just
They
get
gotta
the
go.
effect and try to run
Oh
their way
my
in.
God, he like
It's gonna be
coned
the first
him.
of the two.
They just
Somebody
wasted a
drops
shock.
down low in
Damn, that was
instant,
terrible
blocks the
timing.
shockwave
This
from
guy's
actually
dead. That dude's
letting them
dead.
move on out. And
He's
now
about
the
to be
zone
out
is
of
creeping
Storm
in, So
Surge.
they are going to take damage, but Peterbot
Yep.
sees somebody lurking around, tries to go for a shot, but realizes the zone is there
Oh,
as well. So
he
they
got-
have to
he's
progress
gonna-
forward. Quickly get staggered out just for a moment. Another team rotating by, but yeah, I like how quickly they're not only just boxing up, getting damage, but rotating yet
go.
again. They're not afraid
Clicks
to
and
use their
Hids are on
resources
high
here because
ground.
They know they can
We'll
get
see a
an elimination
Peterbot
at any
and
moment.
Puyo
Yeah,
try to
he
go
geared
for
up
it.
there, right? Not to burn their shockwaves
Woo!
individually,
Nice
but
shots,
as a team
Higgs.
instead. Meanwhile, Clicks and Higgs, little deja vu at action here. After, of course, playing for high ground, they found their success. They're trying to get right back to it.
They're
They could win
rotating.
this game. I mean, that's just a nice little storybook finish for them. But
So again, whoever
it's a
wins this
long
game
way from where we
automatically
are right
into the
now to
grand
end. Of
finals.
course, Peterbot Boyanos is up there. You can see them already eyeing up that competition here, and I'm surprised Clicks and Higgs haven't
Uh-oh,
quite fired
Puyo
back
and
just
Peterbot
yet.
are in it.
Seeing that it's metal builds on second high ground, right? That's an immediate threat for anyone that's on high.
Open it. Go. Go. Go! Oh my gosh, Puyo!
Actually good.
Whoa.
You said it
He
right.
just
They
got
are just have their
beamed.
eyes on everybody that's second high,
Golly.
but out of nowhere, Liquid makes a
What-
play.
Liquid? What is
He
Liquid
goes
doing,
up,
bro?
Takes a huge
He's
amount
dead.
of damage, but
Yup.
at least he has the Flowberry Fizz. He can easily try to drop down.
Looked like
low.
he's about
Clicks
to
and Higgs,
die.
They shockwave to the front. They're not
Oh
ready
my
to
gosh,
give up
Higgs
their
is
high ground
flying,
just yet,
dude.
and that's where they're rotating one after the next to make sure they do have each other's back. But again, right below them, Peterbot, Poyo, Josh, and Yamzo. As we jump on board, Booga on the other side. We have no.
Oh my
craze,
gosh,
and
look
they're
at this.
below the damage
41
threshold.
people left
It's
in
his
this
time to be
circle,
tested
man.
this
That's
game.
insane.
Yeah, he just went from like prime positioning to worst case scenario, no teammate in the
How do
surge.
we know who's
Looks like
already in the
work
grand
onto
finals?
him.
Do we have to take a
Unfortunately, the pressure's on.
B-Wise, I don't know who won.
We're
I
underneath
didn't
the
watch
40
one or
player
two
threshold now.
heat.
He just has to play exceptional Fortnite
I have
at
no
this point.
idea.
See some loot in the background.
Oh,
Knows he's
Booga's
got
going
pieces
for the
to work
chuggy
with,
wuggy.
and there's some extra heals there too. So let's see how much is left here.
Heat 1 and Heat 2
He's
already
going
happened,
for
so like the
deep
top,
peel off.
what was that,
Bro, I
30
can actually
teams
respect
already
this,
are
right?
in.
This is for
The 30
positioning,
teams
this
are
is for
already in. Damn,
consistency.
Puyo is
Take a
just
look
so
at
good. Dude,
Peterbot's side,
Puyo
though.
is so
Puyo
good
here
too, y'all.
backing him up. 9 eliminations for that
Wow.
team. Yeah, it might not be looking pretty for the win just yet. However,
Look at
they are
Clicks
earning
and Higgs,
so
man.
many
They're on
points right
top.
now.
Yeah, and you can even
Remember, if
see
you
why
don't
Booga's
win
staggering
one of the
himself.
5 games,
Don't
you
wanna
have to
get
place
caught
top
in the
10.
madness that is this,
So
but
what
Peterbot
Puyo
and
and Peterbot are doing is really smart. They got all them points.
Noticing that Clicks and Higgs
Oh,
dropping down
no.
lower and lower. They get the elimination, but it's neither one of those. It's Joe.
Look at
out
all-
of
oh my
nowhere
gosh.
that cleans that
Dude, I
one
could
up,
never
and they
do
just
this.
Get them a little bit further in this game. You see empty item slots, low on materials. Peterbot trying to go for another elimination, but doesn't get that chance. Poyo gets dropped down to just
Look at
75
Booga. Oh my
HP.
gosh.
Both of them struggling to
They
try
have
to
no
survive as
resources.
Peterbot gets
Peterbot's
taken
down.
Top 16
Oh, no,
situation
by
here.
Booga.
Poyo
Booga
already
knocked
forced to
him.
clutch up.
It was actually Booga in the bottom right screen who takes
Oh
down
my
Peterbot, who's now
gosh.
taken to the storm.
Look at
The
this.
Siphon's
Higgs
gonna
going
take
down.
second now anytime,
Clicks is up.
but
There
Booga is
goes.
playing this so
Clicks is
smart
down.
right
Clicks
now,
is going
and
back
that's
up.
the difference in timing your way from inside
They're
the
taking
zone.
height again, Higgs
Late
and
like
Clicks.
that, He makes a perfect use of it. Booga now trying to
Oh,
eye up height, trying to figure out
Flurry's-
the situation. What's going
Flurry
on?
looks dead.
Poyo
Oh,
on the
Flurry's
other side,
down.
just healing, playing the late storm as well.
Puyo,
Trying to
oh my
keep
gosh,
positioning.
Puyo's a
And on the high
beast.
ground, of course, Clicks and Higgs, as vulnerable as they are right now, they are
Puyo,
pushing for a win
dude,
here.
cleaning it up, dude. Oh my gosh.
Massive
Early.
right now. 14 eliminations as a
Dude,
team.
what a
8 by
savage.
himself. He picked up a couple more. The Siphon match is better than he was before, but now he's becoming the target of the high ground. Clicks and Higgs, they're dropping down one at a time. Higgs is trying to play disruptor
Oh,
to take
Puyo?
everybody out that's in his path, and that was Puyo that was next, but he lands a huge haymaker.
Puyo just
making
smoked
Higgs
him.
think twice about
Oh,
that
he's going up.
situation. He's going
Clicks
up.
and Higgs.
He's going for it all, trying to box on
Clicks and
pushes
Puyo.
him outside of the zone. Higgs is no longer there. Clicks drop waves up.
Oh
They're
my
for the high
gosh,
ground right
Higgs.
now, but the third parties come in. Higgs
Higgs
on the high ground
almost
as
got
well.
him,
This
bro.
is complete and utter madness in the early portions of Heat 3.
Holy
This is perfect,
crap,
and Higgs
dude. This is
making it look
insane.
personal, right? Making sure he's got Clicks' back at the
That was
blink of a
really
moment.
good,
If he
yeah.
needs it,
Because
he's
Clicks
there.
dropped
And
down,
this
Higgs
is what
came
makes
right
him
up
an
to get him, dude.
exceptional
Look at them, they're right
Clicks
back
and Higgs
up.
now back up with
Oh
one
my
another
gosh,
here.
Puyo
forcing
goes
low
down.
ground. He's got nothing left.
That
Top
sucks,
5,
dude.
though, is so
98
impressive.
points.
Meanwhile, Josh Yamzo comes
He
up
got
with the gift
12
that they're
kills.
looking
That's
for.
insane.
They're at 10 eliminations. Clixton Higgs has so much pressure now, all because Pollo ended up pushing them back.
This is a good opportunity
Oh
for
my
them down
gosh,
below.
this
You got
is
Liam
insane.
and Chimp as well.
There's
Those
7
are our
guys
3
left.
teams, but we also have a solo trying to run wild and pick up at least a top 3 by himself. But he's getting pressured from
6
above,
guys.
pressured from down below, and now it's all duos left in this situation.
Damn.
3 final teams.
Damn,
Josh
he
going for
knocked
elimination.
him.
He gets caught out.
Oh my
Stuck
gosh,
for a
Liam
moment.
got him.
He
Clicks
goes
just
down.
got Liam.
Yamso's
Clicks
now left
going
by
down.
himself, and it
They're
wasn't
going
two
down to clean it
situation.
up.
This is the trio from
He's
Globals
up.
now going at it to see who qualifies for
Oh,
the grand finals.
Higgs goes
Yamso
down.
goes up. He gets a down onto Higgs. Now it's him versus
Oh my
Clicks.
gosh.
1v1 situation. He traps him in the box. Yamso is going wild.
Oh my
He wins
gosh.
the game. Oh my
Wow, Ianzo just
Could've
got
went either
him.
way, but Yamso
Wow.
with the reaction speed at the end to win just clutched up.
Wow.
They all have so much
Wow.
story implication because
That was
they're
crazy.
ex-teammates. There's just too much happening here, Zeke. Game 1.
That was wild.
the
Clicks
return
almost
back
had it.
into the heat here was exceptional.
Damn.
Yo, what did I just watch?
That was insane.
Oh my
That was
gosh,
Clicks'
that
and
was
Higgs game, man. I
absolutely
can't believe they
insane.
sold it.
I cannot believe
They
it
sold
felt
it.
like it really could go with like in the way of so many different players there. Kelly. I
Ianzo
cannot
did
believe in
amazing
those
right there,
moments.
dude. Good for him.
Ianzo coming in.
Are they going to be
clutch,
$5
bro.
a pack on Fortnite?
Oh,
I
he's
doubt
gotta
it,
be over
T9.
the moon right now.
Listen,
Wow,
I said
that was
it at the start
crazy.
of the show. You're like, oh, is Josh and Iamzo have this? Yes.
Good for
yes,
him, man.
I knew Iamzo
How long
and
I've been
Josh
streaming
have proven
for?
themselves
An
time
hour
and time
now.
again this chapter.
That was
and
in-
seeing
that
how
was
they were
in
able to
crazy,
handle that
bro.
low ground, especially with all the chaos going on today. Vivid, that is how I want to start Heat 3.
Wow.
Game 1 might have been worth the
Wild.
wait after
That was
watching
wild.
that one go down. Blink and you might have missed it. Somehow Iamzo finds the edge, right? Finds the high ground over the duo that seemingly had it for the entirety of the end game. But if you took a quick peek at Clicks and Higgs' loadout right before when they were on the high ground, they really had nothing
Yeah.
to work with.
That's
So
the
they had
only
to
bad
kind of
thing
drop
about
down
being
and
on
take the
high
fight,
ground.
but Iamzo
You can't get a
just
refresh.
found the
That's why you have to
timing
drop down and try to
perfectly,
get
and
stuff.
I gotta tell you, we were kind of talking about how we expected Iamzo and Josh to kind of play the low ground, play the mid ground. They did just that.
That was crazy.
Perfectly. As you can see, before Iamzo even clutches this moment up, they had 10 total.
Dude, that was
eliminations,
nasty.
and then
Pistol
he just closes
shots.
it out, picks up a total of 12 and wins the one.
And he got the
I will say, Zeke, in these moments,
siphon right
literally
there.
down to
Wow.
3 final teams, and Iamzo and Josh are
If-
still dropping items for each other.
If
They're
Clicks
still
would have broke
communicating
out of that
and, like,
box 2
allowing-
seconds
like, it
earlier,
seems
he
like
would have
they are
one
still
pumped
playing a
him.
completely
Because he had
different game
siphon
where
on.
everyone else is just scrambling,
Monzo
trying to get
had-
those prelims. They're still just
He had siphon the
calm
whole
and
time.
cool and collected,
So he was
making
getting
sure
that
that
white
they are
health.
in the prime position
And then
that they
Clicks
need to
just
be.
almost one pumped
That,
him.
I love to see
That was
it.
crazy.
Oh my
Siphon
gosh.
100%
Shout out
saved
to
him.
Zoe. Shout outs to Josh. We'll be seeing you guys next week.
Yep.
In the
So they're
finals,
locked
but
in
still
now.
4 more games ahead, and of course 4 more VRs. And to end in the top 10 means we move on as well. More to unpack after this short break.
If
so
Peter
don't you
Bot
go anywhere.
or like Clicks, if they don't win a match, dude, they're gonna 100% get they'll 100% get what's it called, y'all. They'll finish top 10. I don't see them not getting top 10. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna turn this down just a little bit. Yeah, they'll 100% get top 10. I'm not worried about them not qualifying. Clicks and Peterbot, like both their teams, both their duos. That's why it's so important. Like even if you don't win the game, placement points and getting them kills. Like Puyo and Peterbot went on a tear and they got so many points. And I think he almost got top. What did he get? Top 5 there, if not top 10. So he got really good placement points. So, dude, they're not sweating it at all, man. All right, I'm gonna go bring this. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go bring this bowl upstairs again. Queen, thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate you. I'll be right back, chat. Okay. That was wild. That was awesome. That was like exhilarating, dude. That was a really good first. That was a freaking awesome first game, man. That was so much fun watching him commentating it. I had a good time. Yeah, whoever like is in the background watching everybody do this, you know, spectating, man, I don't know how the hell they do it. So good. They're really good at it. A lot of content to be had here, yeah. But it is, but also it's not. Competitive Fortnite isn't really that big. It's not that popular. If that makes sense. Like, of course, you know your big pros, but like outside a couple of them, you don't know anybody else. Like, content creators are much more known for Fortnite, you know? Like, I feel like we know more content creators than we know pros.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam. I am still
That was awesome.
At that game. That was incredible. In case you missed it, Josh and Yamzo came out and won game number 1. In a solo
Yamzo.
clutch
I have such a hard
situation
time saying his
where
name.
Zoe had to pull out the win
Yamzo.
against Clicks. It was incredible. Again, shout out to them. We'll be seeing them next weekend.
Yeah, they punched their
man,
ticket
so many
in.
things happened in that game. Let's start at the beginning. Peterbot and Pollo, right? You know, for a while, we were kind of getting these wide, beautiful shots of the lobby, the chaos, high ground. I'm looking up, I'm like, Clicks and Higgs, yeah. Then we turned into Peterbot. I'm like, hold on a minute. How many elims do they have? What's going on? Why is everybody falling like flies? It was crazy, Kelly.
I mean, I love that, you know, kind of started off a little bit standard, 3 eliminations. By Zone 7 isn't necessarily unheard of, but as the
Dude,
zone
Pollo's
started
an
to crawl,
animal,
you can see
dude.
we're still in Zone 7, but that is 5 eliminations. Oh, 7 eliminations now. You know what? Let's just make it 12 eliminations. And even when Peterbot goes
That's
down,
a lot,
you know
dude.
that
12
Pollo
elims
is
in a
here to
lobby
prove
like that is
himself
wild.
time and time again. And he goes on for the aggressive. He goes to try and steal height as a solo player. Vivid. Peterbot and Pollo are here to show everyone that just because this is Heats does not mean they're slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, they wanted nothing to do with high ground this game. They wanted to be in the mix of things. They wanted to be box to box with
That
all
might have
of the
been their
other players,
first.
as
That might have
many
been
as
their
possible. And
game.
it was pretty
Their
much any
gameplay.
single time
Be in the
anybody
mix,
got even
get as many kills as we
close to
can,
their wall, they
and
were just
rock
making
and you know
edits on
just
them.
rock
As
out.
you can see, after Peterbot went down, Pollo just went on an absolute.
You know what I
tear for
mean?
A little bit of a
That might have been
solo
their
clutch right
game
there. But yeah,
plan.
when we tuned into them, and they had 11
Scout guy, what up, dude? How you
12
doing?
eliminations, and both of them were
Landon,
solos.
what's
I was
up,
like,
buddy?
oh my
How
God.
are you? How's the
There it is,
shoulder?
where I get the 20
It hurts, man,
elimination
but
game
every day we're getting a little bit
already.
better.
They were looking so good. That game primed up. I mean, they got to be towards the top of the leaderboard.
They gotta be right. Shout outs to Pollo as well. A little solo clutch for us out of
Pollo,
game number 1
not
at top
Pollo.
5 to clutch
Right?
it up.
It's
Ooh,
Pollo, not
that's
Polo.
what I like to see. Let's also talk about Clicks and Higgs. They were dominating that high ground for
Yeah.
so long.
They pretty
and
much
I mean,
had the whole
shout outs
time.
to Higgs. So many situations where Clicks is like, I'm gonna get active. Higgs is right there,
real.
ready to respond, ready
Dude, when
to
Pollo
support.
pushed up-
I feel like these guys are firing on
And-
all cylinders
and
right now.
Higgs went up to start
yes,
shooting
both
Pollo
Clicks
and got
and
him really
Higgs are
low. That was
firing on
a
all
really good
cylinders, but I
teammate
do
right
have
there.
to give
Really
a
good
special
teaming.
Shout out to Higgs, being able to be aware of the high ground, kind of paying attention to if anyone's trying to steal from steal height.
Ah,
from you, and
dude,
then
that's a
also drop
shame.
Down, get the refreshes,
He probably
make
didn't
sure
have
that you
any
guys are
builds
topped
there.
off. Yes, it inevitably did not go the way that they wanted it to go, but to be able to patrol high ground after such kind of
72.
you know, chaoticness to the start of Heat 3.
Brent,
to be
what
able to
up?
Keep their cool, be able to kind of
How you
keep
doing,
what
man?
They want in sight
Pollo,
in
right?
mind.
Not
That to
Polo.
me is what takes a pro player and separates them from the rest of the lobby.
I mean, how did we get so many stories in that one end game right there? We got exactly what we wanted, right? Clicks and
Really
Higgs
good.
defending off Pollo. Pollo almost clipping both of them for the 1v2. And then also Yamzo in the mix, right? Kind of returning to
Yamzo,
the trio.
Yamzo.
But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I kind of talked about it when we kicked things off here for Heat number 3. I was like, yeah, obviously we know Peterbot and Pollo, they want to go for the high ground. Clicks and Higgs, it looks like they want to as well. And I'm not gonna lie, if I would have to take a guess, who would I thought would have been up on the higher ground? I would have guessed Peterbot and Pollo, but I was surprised to see Clicks and Higgs had it for the
But that might have
entirety of the
been
endgame. So
Pete. That
shout
might
out
have
to
been
them.
Pete's
Well
and
played endgame.
Pollo's game
No,
plan. Like, yo,
obviously,
game 1,
leading
let's
up to
just
those final
get
few
in
moments,
there
right? They did run out of
And
gas,
just
but you know, still
smoke
they
as
showed
many
up in
people
second
as we
place, and
can.
we're looking at consistency. That's a great way to start, right? So love to see
Bugha
that.
had a
from
pretty
them.
good game
I
too,
also
man.
wanted to highlight this. Bugha in a solo clutch situation for quite some time. I mean, this is looking really good. And what's crazy is Bugha was the one that knocked Peterbot, right? So while they're going crazy, he's like, okay,
Didn't he
all
get-
right,
oh,
I've
no,
had enough.
Yamzo
Peterbot,
got
calm down.
Puyo.
All right, everybody play out the lobby.
I mean, that means
Ah!
that
He got
Bugha's
double
better than
pumped.
Peterbot, right? I mean,
If they ended that wall.
If you look at the money earned, I don't know. There's disparities in money. But regardless, Bugha.
Peterbot
time and
was
time
like
again,
probably
everyone
5
likes
years
to-
old
and
when
I'm
the
gonna be very candid
World
with
Cup
it.
was
People like to
happening.
always say that Bugha's washed, and then somehow, time and time again, he always proves himself, making it to every FNCF's Grand Finals, making it to the top 10. He just showcases that regardless of if this is 2019 or 2026, that he is still at the top of the leaderboard.
There was a time where Bugha and Miro were a duo, and I swear I remember watching that FNCS, and it's like the entirety of their points seemingly came from solo clutches. So it's kind of like returning to form, right? You don't really like to see a solo clutch because you're like, oh man, you could have done better if you were a duo, but sometimes that's where Bugha just feels comfortable. So great to see him kind of pick up some points there for the duo.
Oh, man, so exciting. I just cannot believe that was game number 1. Is there anything really quickly you guys are excited to see about game number 2?
Oh, sorry. I was about
Game
to
2,
say,
I'm
you
going to
played
say
out.
either Clicks
yes, I wanna
or
see,
Peterbot
Clicks
wins.
and Peterbot go up against each other again.
Yeah, I mean, hey, another great win like that. Some more solo clutches.
I
we've
think
gotten
one of them
so many
two
this
teams will
weekend,
win
and I
next
just can't get
game
enough
2.
of
What do
it.
you guys think? Who you got your
Man,
money on?
All right, we're just waiting on word here if the game is ready, and then we're gonna jump in. Man, this has been absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to see more. Can we get that VR out of Clicks and Higgs, right? Can we get that VR out of Peterbot and Poyo? Could Bugha come out, surprise us all with Craze, and get one as well? Oh my gosh, so many stories. This heat is absolutely
Just chilling. It's my niece's birthday and fam.
and I can't
for
believe
her
it. 4 more
birthday.
games. Guys, we have 4
Nice,
more
let's
games
go.
to go.
That's right.
Happy
I mean,
birthday
we've already
to the
had
niece.
30 teams punch their way into the FNCS Grand Finals, and now we get to add one more to that. 31. We have 14
Because of
to
the
go for
Fortnite
today.
or because of
And then,
his
of course,
skin?
we have the last
funny.
chance qualifier, Zeke. 5 more teams being able to make their way into the Grand Finals by the last strand of chance. Who's it going to be, Zeke? Well, we got to still figure out who 14 are going to go through today.
Yeah.
Let's find out right now, Kelly. Games are ready. So, casters, take it away.
All right, let's go.
I spoke too soon yesterday, Jacob. You know, I thought we saw the play of 2026, and then Yamzo shows up like, give us a second, monster. We got Heat 3 here.
All
And
right,
it's
let's
getting
see.
Really exciting now. Let's jump on the bus for game number 2.
I'm not sure what can match that type of height in that last game, but I thought that after Bolts' clutch, I thought that after Veno went crazy, now it's Yamzo's
Here we
turn.
go. Game
still
2,
have
chat.
14
Game 2.
more teams to qualify to the FNCS Grand Finals here today. But now that Josh and Yamzo have qualified, Frigid Fortress is now up for grabs.
This is not a
That's
bad
crazy.
drop by any means, right? It's got everything you quite literally need.
Just in the middle of everywhere,
and
everything.
They had the whole drop to themselves, right? You saw it in the last round. I mean, they got super looted, then went for that little bit of middle off to that north outpost, and they were very much set up. I'm curious to see who is going to go ahead and step in and take that drop here.
It
Now it's
sucks if
opening
you were
up.
landing at tip top. Like if that
Jumping
was your
over
drop,
at the Humble
it's
Hills,
completely
you can
gone.
see
Tip
teams
top's
are
gone.
now
So
just
it's like, where do
starting
you
to
land now?
touch base, get situated here. in
Hunter, what up,
game
bro?
Number 2. Early action happening on the other side, though. Kiffy and Feya. This is a fight in the last game. It went quite the distance, deep into the storm, and then far north towards the Sandies.
Oh my gosh,
So
they're already
this time
off.
We'll see if Proxy
This-
and Tenya can
Proxy
put up a better
has
fight.
no shield.
Maybe somehow escape the wrath of Feya and Kiffy. They did a relatively good job defending themselves last time, and seems like Feya and Kiffy are a bit passive.
Got splashers.
Yeah, and it looks like history might
This
repeat
team is
itself,
very-
because
this team
remember
is
that
very
last time a
low.
third
Proxy
party
and
came
who's the
in,
other one?
interrupted the fight, and that's exactly
Oh,
what's happening
Proxy's
here.
already
And then
down.
Third team rotating in, but Kiffy
Oh,
Feya, they were able
no.
to get one of those 2 eliminations.
Here comes a third
Tenya
party.
almost fully boxed
And
up,
he's
does
dead.
one wall, try to protect himself, and it's not going to work. They break into the box, they get the full wipe.
Aiden
But this
and
is
Waffle
This
Joe.
Aiden, they're already here, and they don't want to give them a chance to heal up.
Actually got lucky that Feya
Oh my
goes
gosh.
into one tag there.
It's so
I don't know
crazy.
how weak he is just yet. Now, definitely the information's gotten across the table.
Oh, he's
no, it's
one
not looking
shot.
for Kiffy and Feya.
Kiffy's
They are both
absolutely
very weak. Aiden knows
won.
the wall. A little missed edit there is going to lose them a chance to get the quick elims. And now
And
another
Kiffy
team's
goes
coming
down.
in. Depending on how long Kiffy can just play a bit more
Kiffy went
defense,
down.
maybe they can survive, but no. He goes down first. Here comes the new team now.
Oh my
standing
gosh, a
right on
fourth
top of
party.
it. Faya has a little opportunity possibly to escape here.
Oh,
No,
Waffle
Joe
Joe's
Aiden
got
on
oh,
his
he
heels
clutch.
here. They don't let him escape
got
at all. They get the
smoked.
elimination and the full finish. And
Uh-oh, here
Look
comes
at
the other
these
team. Look at them stalking. They're
Slam,
stalking.
who are just walking on up here. Void.
Slam,
watch
they're
from
ratting,
distance,
dude.
listening. We knew that they like to play those huge surge towers, but you can't resist a good fight either.
I was thinking to myself, wait, I think I've seen this
Oh, they're
before.
fully healthy
They're now
now.
the fourth party coming in, and good job for Aiden and Waffle to
They're gonna
spot
back
that
up.
out after
They're gonna
the
back
last
up,
second.
yeah.
They were able to build, they box up,
they
just kind of
backed
making
up.
them rethink that situation. You can see there's a huge chunk of shield missing onto Slam, so you already know they don't have the resources to get that shield back. So we tune in. Carillion's down. Oliver trying to get
Oliver,
the
nice
revive,
shot, dude.
and he saves the day. That's one of our contested fights on the north side of the map.
Here we go.
Very
Peter
good.
and
Right before
Pollo.
that, Carillion actually took down Smack there as well. So they seem to be winning their off spawn.
They're like got
contestant. Very
already
comfortable
god
now for
loot.
2 games here.
Pollo doesn't
Peterbot
though.
Pollo.
Pollo needs to
Huge
find a better
amount of
shotgun.
points earned. Clearly coming out of that the first game there.
He's
Now, I
gonna
want
go
to
for the
say,
boss.
Man, it was all Pollo's fault, you know. I know we're giving Iamzo the big clutch, but it's Pollo who put Clicks and Higgs in that shambles position to begin with. He was just playing absurdly well.
People by the lighthouse.
Look at this.
Uh-oh, they're
Pin
shooting the
out
bot.
lobby. I wonder if that first time that Peterbot and Pollo fought Logan and his duo down there, maybe they're second guessing it. It might not be worth it. They already have their POI uncontested, and they get the gas station with the slurp truck just outside of it as well. So they have a ton of loot. Just don't need to be greedy.
Kyle,
in
what's
this
up, man? Welcome in. How you
situation,
doing?
especially with a big solo clutch by Pollo to kind of keep them in line with
What
a
is
lot of
the
the other
two
teams that are
white
performing
beams?
well
What do you
today.
mean?
Taki landing some good damage onto Hazard and Chaotic. Just kind of accumulating that storm surge, so that one less thing
What
to
two
have
white
to worry
beams are you
about
talking
as
about?
the game progresses. But landing over at Riptides, they were able to get that mythic iron pump. One of the few weapons in the game right now, Monster, that can one pump anybody, even if they're full health and shield.
Super powerful in the right hands. Taki, obviously a veteran.
Oh,
here.
them? I don't know.
Just to add to that Logan, like
I see
the
him.
Logan Peterbot dynamic.
I have no idea.
I think it's the opposite.
There's
I
3
think
now.
Logan's like, hey, I can't believe we won that. I'm 1-0. Let's just stay away. We know what they're trying to do now, and we managed to survive the storm.
Noah
so I
and
think
Zune
they're
are going
actually
in.
avoiding catastrophe by playing even further out from Peterbot and Pollo. We'll see if they end up clashing before the day's over. Jumping back with Zune and Noisy, though. We have Noah Plays and Carbone just on their defensive stance right now. They're opting to play the low ground. Don't like what I see on the material count for Noah and Carbone. Seems like things are looking a bit rough here for them.
Have to be careful. Another team just south of
Yep,
Sandy
they're gonna
Strip.
come in
Darcy's
third
looking at
party.
He's hearing the noise. He's getting a little curious here. Is this something he can land one shot, maybe jump into the box, take advantage? Carbone and Noah Plays playing the low side of this entire fight, boxed up, making sure they have full control over their pieces.
Nope, they're leaving.
And this is a tough
That other
situation for Noah
team.
and Carbone. You can see their material count drastically.
Who the heck
go
is that
at
guy?
this point in the game.
Oh,
So the
Clicks
longer
and
they
Higgs
stay
are on
here,
somebody.
the less chances they're going to be able to accumulate anything. But I did see it in the feed. Higgs did get a drop onto 1-2 players with Oliver and Carillion. So that game-saving play to start the day might not mean so
Ooh,
much with the aggression
Clicks.
coming out from Clicks and Higgs. But he takes a huge shot,
Yeah, he
drops down to
does.
60 HP. That's going to allow for Higgs to try to get a little bit of pressure here. Allow for Clicks to
Oh,
hit,
that's too
heal up,
easy,
and
bro.
not allow for Carillion to do the same.
It is another set of points earned
They're
there for
dan-
Higgs.
They're dancing.
They're gonna go ahead and dance on Oliver and Carillion there. So no matter
Uh-oh,
what
here
the
we go.
drop,
They're
but
stalking
unfortunately,
again.
Clicks and Higgs have a strategy.
Bro, these guys love stalking. Oh, they jumped in the box.
That's going against
Oh
them.
my gosh,
So,
they got him.
side
Unbelievable.
Void slam, come on in, and they find themselves
Unbelievable.
that elim that they've been looking for
They
here
just
on the
went
edge.
down.
This time, though, it is unfortunately going to be
Noah
Plays
and
Carbone. They showed
Carbone.
up just in time, too, right? Noah and Crew had
Oh my
great amount
gosh.
of deals, as you can see here, but they did
Dude,
not
they
have
came stalking and look at them, right?
material
Watch.
count
They
to
just like 1, 2, 3 to
stand
hopped
things
in.
out. Look at how it
Look at
ended up
this.
coming out.
Oh,
Right up the
one
balls,
pumped that
catching him
dude.
completely off guard there.
That dude didn't even have a chance. The first guy that went down was that Carbone.
Yeah, they weren't even the originators in that fight. That was
Nope.
the team I told you from south of
Yeah.
Sandy Strip, hearing the noise, rotated in. They
Wow.
played that lurk perfectly, not to just get one, but both of those eliminations. Even if they don't get a lot of loot, it's the storm surge, I think, that's most important for that situation. As Cole and Madden trying to
Golly,
get
I'm
out
tired,
of
chat.
Frigid Fortress. They land just north of the actual POI east of the mountain where all of our OG and Carillion land as well. It's a little bit of a split drop. They don't necessarily get a chance to get all of their resources, so they kind of stop places along the way to make sure they have the mats maxed up for the end game.
See how it's going to be looking now. So we're jumping on over with Booga. We'll update with Craze here.
They're just chilling. They're just like in a
cheeky
box.
spot. You could call this a little.
It
lurk.
is a cheeky spot. Oh, there they go.
See if anyone's gonna be walking by. Yep, they find Ties here.
Yeah, Ties just got.
His duo.
He even get beamed, honestly.
Couple tags set them up, but
Yeah.
no knocks, nothing fancy
Nothing
to really
crazy.
give them the reason to push here just yet. Time to rotate out.
I was gonna see great play for them. Again, Booga crazed.
Oh,
They
they're
got a
in the
good
bush
feeling
now.
of how each other wants to play.
The
They're just
bush.
kind of positioned towards the bush for Booga. They're not necessarily trying to all out 50-50 fight, get eliminations here. He's just trying to build up the Storm Surge so that way he can make the rotations he does. Booga's one of those players, as he IGLs, he likes to make far and slow rotations and get in on dead side of the zone overall. And right now, with the zone pulling towards the west, he's staying towards south of
Oh, these
Battlewood.
guys
He
even
might be trying to
pushed
do that same
into
thing here.
Peterbot and
So
Puyo.
what Booga does in the end game. This is really where he starts to shine. He's not a flashy mid.
They
or
still
early
over there? It
player.
looks like they're
He
still
tends to
over there at.
pace himself
They
very
are.
well, but
They're still
ending,
over there.
The tarping, the fighting, right? Like the game.
Peterbot and
sense really
Puyo are
kicks
still
in. You
over
can
by
see
Squibbly.
That experience starts to shine through.
Look at the
Hockey
bottom
and
at the map down there.
Seem to have their strong performance. See what they can make happen here. A little update with their loadout situation. I mean, you talked about that mythic shock, and it's
Is
looking
Carrie
very,
competing?
very
She might
good
compete.
for them right now. And they're just turning this whole entire building inside out, so they'll have plenty to work with, especially if the zone ends up continuing to pull this way.
And I know most people might already know, but at Riptides is one of the only places you can actually get that mythic shotgun. Just like Wonky Land has its little mini game, there's like a wait at Riptides that takes a long time to lift up if you're just going straight for it. But there are 6 different stakes around the POI. If you eat at least 3
My
of
man's
those,
name's Tiger
it'll
Woods.
make
What
it
the
to
heck?
reduce that time so you can almost open it up like a chest. It's not a guaranteed mythic iron pump, but it's definitely high chances. And so far, 2 for 2 games, they were able to get it.
Yeah, I remember when this season dropped and I saw a clip of someone trying to lift that or like play that mini game. I was like, what is going on? This is Fortnite. Like, for real.
Takes forever to get that, lift that thing up.
Look at that
If you
ozone
don't have that meat.
over here. It's a little bit of high ground over
Booga?
Craze and Booga. Pop shots going out, but Booga and Craze again playing for that dead side rotate. You can see there's
Going over
really
there.
not too much resistance.
They got
the
guys right on their
western side
booty
at the
hole though.
moment. Couple teams are on their heels, but
Zay's coming up. Oh,
Craze
Oh,
still looking
gosh.
for an opportunity to do something here.
up your
Damage
50.
just like that from Paper and Resi. It's gonna connect. Just kind of caught out. We're going over towards Humble Hills. So where Paper and Resi are now and where they have to go, you see there's different
Did he not pop that
elevation
50?
changes, and they have to go directly into a team that's positioned on
Oh,
the
who's
mountain. Towards their
surge
west,
basing
you
up
see
there?
Booga and Craze, and they're kind of just
Someone's
trapped
building
in
a
the
base.
middle. We saw Paper before the rotation take 50 damage. There goes Resi, take it over 100 damage. So this is putting Paper and Resi in a position to where they might have to fight later
Storm-
on in this
Storm
game, or
Surge
maybe
is
even
gonna
right now,
happen.
depending on what they're at in Storm Surge.
Uh-oh. Storm Surge is about to happen.
Just continue to take their time. Clean rotates here all through the valley. On the other side, though, take a look at the fight going down right now. We already knew
Avery
the
and
warnings were coming out.
Quack.
It's going to force
Wave.
players to battle, but Evade and Wave, man, having quite the tough game, too. They're 160 below.
Uh-oh.
81 players standing, so quite a fair stretch before
The
the
Storm
surge
Surge
can turn
comes
on.
in. They're 163 damage below. They're gonna.
Get all, again, they're just rotating in the direction of
Now they're
players are already positioned on
206.
different mountain ranges, even if they're not on
Oh
an
my
actual mountain
gosh.
range,
They
got
gotta
a
start.
surge
They gotta
base,
start
so
putting
it's not
some.
gonna be very easy to rotate in, especially if you don't actually do have the shockwaves.
Dude, they're still in wonky. That's
Clicks and H,
insane.
see the zone pulling on over towards the western side of the map. We saw early rotations in game number 1. In game number 2, they're sticking to their strategy over here at Wonky Land. They go ahead and build up on that Ferris wheel. And I talked about 2 different rotations, and already you see they're building up towards the top of Wonky Land. This is where you can glide in, use the different effects with the fizz, with the actual shockwave as well.
Oh!
There's another one, a secret one, where if you use that full combination and you go through the Ferris wheel, that launches you so far. And if you combine that with the different rifts that are on the map with low gravity, it extends how far you can actually go. You can almost cover the whole distance of a map in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, definitely one of the stronger strategies.
Uh-oh,
that are
Storm Surge
available
is
right
coming
now.
in.
That's what makes Wonky such a powerful drop, right? And then they
All right, see, now they're 21 damage above, so they're okay.
The finals is up. For now, they've earned a lot of points in that game 1, right? So like one more end game like that, and regardless of you get the dub or not, I think they'll be just fine. Seem to be playing exceptionally well.
Get in, get in, get in.
Think about Chimpy and Liam here.
I think they did pretty well in terms of Storm Surge in that last game. It's just right now 21 above. They realize they can be comfortable here, position themselves where they need to be, but in the back of their mind, whether if it's this
Pollo
up
did
or
not
the
even have
next,
to move
they
at
need
all.
to start getting damage.
Storm pulled
because
right next
they
to
eventually
Squibbly
will
the whole
fall under the
time.
damage threshold. They sit where they're at now. Could be similar for Lawrence and Joe, 231, but they position themselves on the edge, so any team rotating in from either Wonky Land, Scribbly Shores, maybe a little bit towards the south, it's going to give them ample opportunities like this, a little bit of a wide edit, so they have a clear view on players trying to use shockwaves to get in.
Oh, Slam just went down.
Look at this, Crazy Booga finding their little position in the action here. He's going to go ahead and take a couple of those slices of pizza, get his HP right back up and into the mix. And there's some options of loot to pick from here, but the fact that they're not pouncing at the opportunities is showing us that they're being very cautious, and they really are concerned.
They are.
With the
They're being
Storm Surge
very
right now.
conservative.
They've done just enough to stay in the game
They're
here.
above. They're above Storm Surge too.
Talk about those smart rotates, trying to play dead side, and it all pays off right here. As the zone ends up landing right on top of them. Here comes the
They don't even have to rotate
this is a
at
very
all.
smart fight, right? Not waiting for the surge to kind of give them the warning, but instead knowing that, hey, there's definitely danger nearby. The rest of the lobby recognizes what's happening too.
It's crazy how they're only like a
Their
few
pressure coming
boxes from
different
each other
angles here, so
too.
they kind of ease up right now, but they will have to find some fights here shortly.
See, like
And
this dude's
depending on how
below.
much
He just
damage
needs to
they
do
took
just a
from the
little
double
bit.
lobby spray, they might have to fight the next best team, which would be Booga and Craze. Enpen and Jack off with suffering the
This
Storm
guy's
Surge,
only 5
below
below,
the damage
dude. That
threshold. This
sucks.
is where you're kind of threading the needle here.
Yeah,
You
dude.
go for a big play, a shotgun shot in the box, or you just try to stay far away. But at this point in time, everybody is rotating, and even if you find yourself above like they are now, they
Nice
have
shots.
to rotate too. So it's only going to get harder and more dangerous as they continue to push forward on this next rotation. And timing is definitely of the essence because they are in a current active 5-tick zone.
Yeah, and you can see that although they went to the Dark Dominion for that extra loot, it was going to be their biggest mistake as the zone pulls
Can't
back
be
across
doing
the
that,
Peterbot.
man.
Meanwhile, just doing what he does, man. Finding the
That was
important
Pollo,
eliminations at
right?
the
Wasn't that Pollo? I thought that was
end,
Pollo.
tail end, I would say, of the mid.
What up, Coco? Welcome in. How you doing?
Going to really reward them with
How was
the
your
match
stream
that they're
earlier,
gonna
bro?
need to play well here. Clicks Higgs already positioning up in metal. This is a sign that they're looking to base down and stay completely out of sight for a little bit here.
They're over 500.
550 above. They're playing
That's insane.
very, very well. And again,
Oh,
from one
Peterbot,
highlight to
chill,
another,
bro.
Peterbot continues.
Oh, he's
to
dead.
Do what he does here.
Who
Fullback
got
is
him?
gonna keep him alive.
Oh,
Storm does
Peterbot
the
got
rest
him?
for
Yeah,
him.
Peterbot got him.
And I mean, they already were 5-5-5 cap, and then they get the follow-up finish there, and they're just sitting on an abundance of loot there.
Yep.
Yeah, just got to be careful there because they did a good job of getting the elim, but they traded shots.
Yeah,
They only
that
went
hurt 'em.
40 up in terms of Storm Surge. We jump up board Moxie along with Wolf, just trying to survive the lobby spray. 280 below the damage threshold. Shots pouring in from all directions, but they have to start to get active. They don't really have resources to heal this. They almost need 2
Also, my
full
CPU's high, like the
eliminations
temp's
worth
high.
of damage.
Coco.
That's why they have to be persistent with the pressure on Nicole.
Oh, damn,
and
he
Madden.
came up
But
out of
somebody
no-
just
Moxie,
jumps up
holy
out
crap.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
Moxie lands the shot, but Wolf does go down, realizing you have to get more damage. Can't be the hero, can't go for the revive. Looking for whoever that was down below. Now Surge is activating, trying to take
Oh,
advantage
no.
of
This
the
dude's
actual
178
shield, but just
below.
seconds too late, trying to get the box. Moxie and Wolf will fall.
That's
So
sucks.
close, so close.
Pollo
right
and
there,
Peterbot,
actually turning that one around, but
they're
that
healing
low
up. They're
ground
about to
shot
go
was
in.
a
They're gonna
huge
go up for that
surprise
high
and just
ground.
Put her teammate down, unfortunately. Look at this though. Peterbot playing the late
Booga.
rotate as well. Booga goes for the early one here. He's gonna get front side of the beginning of the safe zone here. Craze is here to back him out. They're already through most of
Oh, yeah,
their
the lap.
heavy
Oh,
material,
that's
though.
why.
This
Yeah, the
is
laptops are not
quite
very good, dude.
a situation right now.
It's a shame. Damn, dude. Unbelievable. He
Don't
just
even
got
necessarily
Aiden
need-
like
they
that,
already have
dude.
The 2 eliminations, they're well above the damage threshold. But when opportunities like that
I'm telling you, either Puyo and Peterbot wins this match, or Clicks and Higgs. That's what that's my money. I know I'm picking two teams, but I'm picking two. One of them is gonna win.
How he's getting those eliminations, he's trading big damage, so he's not necessarily going up the Storm Surge leaderboard overall. But a quick lobby spray in that direction. They're able to
Higgs looks like he's going to go for high ground soon.
But they still have a long way to go and a rotation.
He's 300 above too.
Higgs is by himself right now. So
Yeah.
actually lost Clicks on that rotate even after getting an elimination there. That was only a third elim here in the game. So Clicks
Where the hell is
just has to watch here from the sideline. Higgs goes all in on this player here. And look at the speed.
Don't do it. Don't do it, bro.
Actually find that elimination, but that player just barely
Oh,
slips away.
wow.
The Storm though is on the edge.
Dude, the
There's
tracking
finish.
they have
I
inside
think
these
he even had a
boxes
little
is
bit of
insane.
surge
I could
pressure
never
there,
do
too,
something
so
like that.
Higgs just
I would have gave up
recognizing
looking for that
that
dude.
was an elim waiting to get picked up. Well played for him. Meanwhile,
He's looking
breaks
for
out the
height.
outside now,
Liquid's
and
up there.
Here he goes to the new zone. We've seen Higgs every highlight now, just playing the mist kind of effect into a shockwave here. There's
Oh,
just
Clicks
so
is
much
dead.
happening here in this end
I didn't
game.
know Clicks died.
Yeah, just trying to get to the front side of the zone. It's solo.
He got lost in the
necessity.
rotation.
It's King and Aviv finding crucial eliminations here. You can see King from 20
Oh, Higgs
kills
just has to
60.
clutch. Look at
Just
this. Look
got
how many
stacked
people are
off of
left,
that
man. That's
elimination, plus
insane.
the heals that they're able to get. And for Aviv and King, remember, they won 2 different games in one of the eval finals. And I'm the guy that's thinking, what have you done for me lately? So hopefully they continue that hot streak here today. Taki and Seek trying to
David,
break
good,
into the
Coco.
box.
Good, man. Remember, it's all it's all in investment, bro.
Given priority on this rotation to
I went
Taki
all in on
and
my
Seek as they
gaming
make their
PC,
way
dude.
towards the
13.
front.
It was
High ground
obviously
early
didn't have
on,
to be
Muzz
that much
and
money.
his duo up
$13,000.
above, and this is where
I couldn't.
we're
I
going
didn't pay it
over
off right
mountains.
away. I paid
Some
it off over
recycled
time,
build
dude.
sponsor, so it's not
all
gonna be easy
investment.
opportunities for them to get elims.
Yeah, talk about light builds though. Look at this.
Crazy how
Buga,
Liquid
Gray's already
and
running
Must
out. They're
have the
forced to
high ground.
Kind of play this mid ground later.
I think
They're just trying to
Peterbot
bat across, right?
and Puyo,
Into
they're
enemy builds, see if they can
they're
find someone waiting there, but no, Booga actually gets caught off. Meanwhile, Higgs is playing the Storm right now. They get spotted out. Higgs is using that effective bounce all the way out and around.
Wow.
And this is
Look
something
at that, dude.
you rarely see a rotate like that.
Holy
but
crap, that was
Higgs
crazy.
is just so smart at reading the Storm right there. Excellent map
Yeah,
knowledge,
really good
excellent
for him.
awareness of the
Really
builds
good.
that are available as well.
I think
and the
Puyo and
ability to
Peterbot
play
are just like,
around
dude,
it.
kill as many
And this
people
is
as
why
we
he's
can.
clutching up
We're gonna
builds right now.
qualify. Like we know we're gonna
Craig's trying
qualify.
to do the same
So just
thing. Got a
kill as
couple
many
of
people as
extra
we can.
placements, but
I
wasn't
think that's
able
their
to
goal,
pull
dude.
it
For
very
real. I
far.
think that's their game
So now it's
plan.
really up to Higgs, and this is something when they first formed, Clicks and Higgs were looking good. They went through a little bit of a drought where they were forced to solo clutch each of them, and I think Higgs is one of the guys that can pull up a lot of points by himself. Peterbot and Puyo using the shockwave merely for the effect. He's trying to get towards the front. High ground has to dip down. You got to wonder what their build is. Light as Higgs picks up another elimination here, finding some struggle.
Higgs goes
picking it up,
down.
but he hits another haymaker, but eventually he gets flanked, taken down.
And
sent back to the
Peterbot's
lobby.
like 2 HP,
Peterbot and
dude.
Puyo actually found 2 as well, and Puyo goes into the Storm, trying to bring back some heals, but unfortunately couldn't find enough there. So Peterbot desperately low right now.
Peterbot's
Still
very,
fighting
very
on the
low.
edge. Meanwhile, you have Golden and Old Zone 5
Puyo's
elims
healthy,
right
though.
now, cooking up in the mid layer as well.
All
There's
right,
a lot
Higgs and
happening on the low
Clicks
ground.
are
Everyone
out.
I see down there is just in shambles here. And we'll see as it plays over this water terrain.
don't
This
see
is only gonna get
Peterbot.
more and more
Peterbot
difficult
dead?
here. No
Did
one
Pete
is
die?
looking really healthy at this given time. This is gonna just
This is
be
crazy.
a
There's
full-on
no one has high
blender fest
ground.
coming up.
Like, dude,
Yeah,
what the heck
nobody's
is
really
going
solidified
on?
themselves as the high ground.
Puyo.
That one
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm
shot
saying.
down. Puyo does it again. I'm already getting that
Oh,
feeling
they
of
got
deja
Puyo.
vu, but that one shortly ended.
Bus.
Returns
Oh my
to the
gosh,
scene of the crime.
Bus is
He was
crazy.
one on
Get
high
in.
ground, ran out of
He's
build,
got high ground now.
back to back and puts himself right back
There we
on
go.
top. High ground here is so important because look how in shambles everybody is down
My
below.
gosh, dude,
I'm
this
telling you, when you just
it's
look at the
crazy.
builds, no one's got anything, but Madden is living.
Everybody
off the
was just
siphon and
going
the dream
in.
right now. Although he's a solo, everyone might as well be one as well because no one's got builds. It is now a solo.
Oh
A
my
1v1v1.
gosh.
Madden's on the low ground. Winner takes all and goes to finals here, Jacob.
This is a lot of pressure, but Lulu already got 2. He took down the only duo left.
Ooh,
in
160?
this game. Now he's in a
Woo!
1v1, gets the control,
Lulu,
gets the
who's it?
piece,
Lulu and
gets
Muzz?
the elimination. 1v1. All that work for this against Muzz, who takes that first tick of storm damage.
Muzz!
Really has
Oh,
huge
what a
lead here
shot
in
by
terms of
Muzz!
HP, but Muzz fighting
Oh
tooth
my
and nail.
God.
Now
Oh
Chop
my
is in.
gosh!
Lulu gets the elimination.
What a
8 eliminations
shot!
by himself and a
Wow.
trip to the grand finals. Congratulations.
Holy crap.
I knew something crazy was going to happen when you start looking at the builds. Look at the total effective
Holy.
HP, and you're on the low ground, and no one's got
So Lulu
anything.
and
That's how that game's gonna
Longo.
crumble there.
They move on. They're automatically in the grand finals, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, these games in Heat 3 have just been so
Yeah, I just won
chaotic.
right there.
I mean, when we're coming
That was
down
such a
to
weird match.
3-straight
Nobody had high
1v1v1.
ground.
What is
Everybody was
happening
low.
in
Everybody
these
was out of
games?
match, and it
But
was just like
shout outs
gritty.
to the duo along and
Wow.
Lulu coming in
Crazy.
clutch. 8 E-limbs. Now they're going to be making their way
Yep.
to next.
They're
weekend
automatically locked
finals,
in.
Kelly.
I mean, when it comes down to Heat, it is all about chaos because it's all about the desperation, Zeke. Everyone wants to make sure that
Crazy.
they do not have to go through that last chance qualifier where everyone from Div 1 to Div 5 has that chance to make
That's
it through.
crazy.
No, this is where they want to go through, and that is exactly what Alongo FM and Lulu have done today.
Good for them,
That
man.
is
That was
exactly
wild.
their
That was a
destination
crazy,
now. Grand
crazy
finals,
shot,
and I
dude.
gotta tell you guys, I've been saying it all weekend. Every single time it happens, this is gonna be the first time for both Alongo and Lulu that they're gonna be making a trip to an FNCS Grand Finals.
Good for
And
them.
In what fashion? That is
Good for
incredible.
them.
As you can see right here, we're tuning in with the Lulu.
Bus almost had it,
POV,
dude.
And that was
That was
top
insane.
11 as a solo. Who knows how far back this run actually went? And it was just all
Nice
of the
shot,
chaos.
dude.
Kelly kind
Holy.
of mentioned it. MDF was constantly calling it out. Nobody
He's
had
two
any
shotguns.
mats, and somehow the refreshes that just kept getting found inside of the storm just kept the push
Insane.
going here for Lulu. And I gotta tell you, Kelly, the shots that some of
gosh.
our players make, right? Builds are breaking. You have the high ground. You're getting dropped down. Like, how is the
That was
last
a great shot right
possible?
there.
I
That was
swear, I used to
insane.
play this game professionally, and sometimes I'm like, wow, incredible stuff.
Bus had it, dude.
With the launch of
Must shoulda
2
just-
to take high and
look
get
at
the
that.
final elimination.
Must shoulda just let 'em have
Lulu
it. That was
148
insane.
is definitely feeling good right now, Zeke.
Oh my gosh, stunned on that lobby for no reason. Okay, well, for the duo, they'll be making it to the finals.
Good for
I'm
them.
excited to see what they might be preparing this week.
Am I
what
in
they might be
this?
looking
No,
to
I'm
bring to that
definitely not in
finals
this.
lobby because the
This
summit
is the best of the
awaits.
best
I
right here.
cannot
Well,
wait.
actually, not yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Right now, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we'll start to prepare ourselves for game number 3. So we'll see you real soon.
That was crazy, man. All right. They need to show us the leaderboard. I want to see like what. I want to see where the placements are, like who's in like top 10 already. Maybe we'll do one more game, chat, and then we'll call it a night. All right. We'll probably do one more game. All right. We won't do all 5. It's a shame that they started it so late. Remember, this pretty much should have been over by now. Maybe they were like just started their last game, but game 1 didn't count because like 5 duos didn't get in, so they had to like reset game 1, and it was a mess. They probably wasted about 45 minutes. It was insane. But I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna go upstairs. That was insane. The first game was crazier, but this one was crazy. It's just so weird, like, dude. Imagine if Clicks and Puyo or Peterbot and or Clicks and Higgs or Peterbot and Puyo had high ground, dude. They probably would have won. No one had high ground. It was wild. It was absolutely insane. I've noticed being on in the evening, dude, a lot of spam has been detected since we've been live. A lot of people coming in getting banned. SiriBot just banning them. Again, chat, tomorrow we will be live 8 a.m., okay? Very early morning tomorrow. Early start tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We're only going until 12 p.m., 12:30 p.m., okay? We have someone coming to the house.
Welcome back, Fortnite Vip, the FNCS. Game number 3 is right around the corner, but in case you missed out on game number 2, we've got to talk about some of the crazy plays that happened. A lot of things, of course, surrounding Peterbot and Pollo. Once again, Kelly, Pollo gets put in a solo clutch situation and nets a bunch of points for the duo. I'm just saying, people better put some respect on my boy Polo.
Goddamn right. Put some respect on his name,
people
dude.
Will say,
He's
Pollo
crazy.
means chicken in Spanish. So how can this be this, you know, this powerhouse, this staple of the NAC region? But chickens are the closest related relative to
the dinosaur.
American
Rex.
eagle.
And if you look at chickens compared to humans, they outnumber humans 1 to 4. So the next time you want to go up against someone and you want to fear the chicken, that is a good fear to have, because pollos are dangerous, and Pollo once again proves it here at NAC.
All right, I think Kelly's going with the strength in numbers philosophy right now, but I think Pollo's going the exact opposite route, right? He's proven time and time again he doesn't need a teammate. I mean, yeah, maybe to like get him to the
Liquid just got full boxed by
Once
Peterbot
he's
there.
Pollo
Oh my
constantly
god.
showing up with these solo clutches. Not before though. I mean, Peterbot, obviously we know him. He's going to pick up some eliminations before he goes down, but right now doesn't look like Peterbot and Pollo are going to be winning any of these games. They're kind of just going for some sort of
That's what I'm saying,
elimination
dude. They're
record
just
because
flying.
they cannot let go of that W key, constantly finding themselves in some sort of a fight, no matter what point of the game we are.
They're just keying everybody, dude. It's
9
insane.
elims, right? My goodness, they are going crazy. Yeah, I feel like sometimes they could just get themselves a win, or sometimes they could just terrorize the lobby and put everyone else on notice. Another duo that did well, obviously, Clicks and Higgs. I mean, we're seeing them perform. They haven't quite gotten to that same place we did last game, right? Where they had height and everything was good. We saw, you know, a couple mistakes here and there, but again, it's just these lobbies, right, Kelly? They're so chaotic, and you know, if this was a finals, you might be able to have some kind of plan, but heats, man, it's just a different story.
And I think especially like you're saying, when it
nasty.
comes down to heats, you're going to go with
How many
the
kills
tried
did they
and
have?
true strategy. And we know that Higgs especially loves
Higgs,
to
I don't
run
even
the
see how
low
many
ground.
of
If you actually look at the play-ins performances for this heat, he has the most builds placed. And
7G, damn. What's going on, 7G?
Low ground, especially when you get into these later zones, he loves to push forward into storm.
They are. I mean,
and build out multiple,
again, all the top 10 teams make it, so if they keep
to be kind of like
placing the way they are and getting all these kills, dude, they will easily get top 10.
Kind of what we're seeing Higgs and Clicks kind of fall back into. Less so going for the high ground and more so going for that control of the front zone.
I mean, just tough break there for Clicks as well. I swear,
Yeah, again, no
anytime
fly, that
you tune
sucks.
into like a healthy one of our top teams throughout the season, right? And they're having like a healthy game. They try to make some sort of a rotate with those overdrive grenades, and they combine
team with
it
shockwaves?
with the mist. You're just in the air for so long,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You can get beamed out so easily. I feel like it just happens so much this season. So many of your teams good at aiming, and they're well aware of those rotates.
People's aims are getting
But
better
it's
and
a big
better and better
difference. Higgs
every time
still
we
goes
go.
on to pick up a
We,
couple points
we
as a
keep
solo,
moving
so
forward.
They're still going to be, fine in terms of the consistency standard.
Absolutely.
I mean, Higgs also, you saw the very moment, that last moment there right before he was eliminated, he dropped 170 over onto Peter, right? So that might have been what led to Peterbot ultimately going down and Pollo having to solo clutch. So it's crazy that even when he goes down, he's going down swinging. Oh my gosh. We also saw another duo I don't myself know too much about, Muzz and Liquid. In that last game, Muzz was left as a solo, but man, they were moving and grooving.
He did great.
No,
Must did real well towards the end.
Multiple times during the heats of the competition that we love this opportunity for some of these lesser known teams to kind of get this opportunity to shine. And what better way to shine than all the way on high ground for Liquid and Muzz FB? Just a handful of eliminations.
Isn't that the team they eliminated right off?
Contested. They did a pretty good job trying
Peterbot
to
eliminated
recover,
off
trying to drop down a little bit, and even being
off
able
rip,
to still
or no?
hold
Was
high
that not
ground as a
Liquid and
solo
Must?
player. Must definitely proved himself here in heat number 3.
Dude, Must had Lulu,
fully
dude.
full
I
Must
cannot believe he
honestly
chopped
had
him
this right, 'cause
down.
I knew he had the build count on the side of Muzz was just so healthy.
Couldn't even see him.
compared
My
to pretty much
goodness.
the rest of the lobby at this point
It's
in the game. I think
insane.
when we tuned into him in one of those final moments, he had like 80 builds available. So I was like, oh yeah, definitely got this. And that would have been their first time in grand finals as well. So no matter who won that 1v1, we were getting first timers in the grand finals. But
That's cool.
hey, a controlling height game like that from the duo, that's going to be boosting the confidence. And I mean,
Oh,
obviously,
yeah.
yeah, you didn't get the win, but getting that second place and some eliminations, that does so well on the leaderboard. So they're going to be up there in the top of the leaderboard as well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. 30 seconds left before we get the ball rolling again. What are we thinking, Kelly? You know, we kind of had this discussion at the start of show. High ground. Are we seeing enough players look up? That was kind of the big thing you called out. We need to just
Didn't
be
look like
looking up
anybody
and
was
not let
looking up
that
in that,
happen.
especially in that second
Yeah,
game.
definitely. But I mean, between the names that we're seeing that are actually controlling high ground right now, it definitely seems like no one is afraid to
Yeah.
look up, and I think that is perfect right now. But for me, I want to see some of our bigger names take that high ground and turn it into a win.
Okay, we'll have to see if that happens here. Game number 3 is ready. So, casters.
All right, here we go.
This is that pivotal halfway point, game number 3, where it really kind of controls your destiny and really decides how much control you have over the rest of the game. Do you get to play freely for the win or placement, or do you have to go for the win? Right now, Monster, that threshold is 63 points.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like we've been very distracted by the fact that these wins have been so good, so explosive, and
Show the
honestly
leaderboard.
extremely entertaining. But we do have to start focusing on who is in that race, like you're talking about here, Jacob, because yeah, it does matter playing consistent as well.
Show the
Yeah, it's just
leaderboard.
one of those things where you kind of look at the games go by, you just try to get as close to the top of the leaderboard as possible, not save it for that last and final game, because we saw yesterday literally points differentiating who goes to the grand finals and who doesn't. Game number 3 is ready, so let's just jump right into it.
All right, here we go, chat.
All
Game
right,
3.
Game 3 now is kicking off here. So what have we seen so far? A lot of end game action, big teams, of course, popping up and showing up when it matters most. But to drive that story about consistency, you have to win your drop spot first. And this is where you still have a chance to turn things around, right? Game 1, game 2 are out the window. But if you do well in 3, like,
how many
solid
teams
games
land there? What was
back-to-back,
that?
you can still be in the
3 different
conversation.
teams?
Talk
4
about that
different
Frigid
teams? That's
Fortress that
crazy.
opens up after Yamzo's victory there. Take a look at this. You even have the likes of Paper and Resi landing here, really getting
That's
desperate.
crazy.
Yeah, almost everybody that's landing here at Frigid Fortress now chose to stray away from a contested fight. Lo and
Uh-oh, we
behold,
got
it
a few
becomes
got-
triple contested
Woo!
for a situation than that was before.
Got
Fight
Proxy.
over towards 4 fields. Proxy, Kenya versus Faye.
Oh, not the double
early
shotties,
lead
dude.
already going down, and Kenya is going to be the first one
Damn,
dropped. 2v1
Kiffy got him.
situation, but Kiffy makes the play by himself, saving the day, and it's much quicker this
That's
game
crazy.
than every other
Dying
game
off
so
spawn
far,
sucks,
negating
dude.
any possibility of a third
Like,
party.
kills your
sneaking up on it.
momentum, man.
Yeah, it's only gotten faster so
Uh-oh.
far, and I think they recognize that last game. I called it. I was
Peterbot
talking about how
and
passive they
Boyo
were
went
and kinda
there?
taking
Why
that
did they
initial
go there?
engagement.
What the
It
heck?
Seems like they've learned, but look at this, Peterbot, Boyo.
And they didn't go
What are
there.
you
Clicks
guys up
and
to? What are you
Clicks
doing
and
here?
Higgs didn't go there.
We're playing musical chairs right now because I don't see Clicks and Higgs anywhere in Wonky Land.
There's
Peterbot,
the leaderboard.
Boyo,
So
we kinda all
Boyo and
knew
Peterbot
some
are in like
sense
4th
of
place.
this might go on. There's
or
like,
third
I don't know if
place,
it's a
and then
personal
Clicks and
beef,
Higgs are right
in-game
behind
beef
them.
between Peterbot and Clicks, but the 2 biggest names in Fortnite right now, constantly going head to head. Peterbot and Boyo looking to contest their drop. But guess
How
who
did they
has
switch?
A 9,000 IQ. Higgs and Clicks making the call, say, hey, this might be the game. They go over and steal the Squibbly Shorts drop spot to make sure that they are uncontested.
There's no way they can read him that well, though, right? Like,
That's
Peterbot, Boyo
crazy,
surely
bro.
Can't be that predictable that Clicks and Higgs are just, you know, that far ahead of them mentally when it comes down to the strategy.
That's crazy, dude. They made the right call.
Going off by previous heats, I think it was around like 145 or
Oh,
so.
there's somebody.
Kind of get towards if you're looking to make it in through consistency. Clicks and Higgs about 30 points away. That's like a top 10 in this game, and they'll be sitting safe for the rest of the tournament, or at least you'd think
That is so
but
crazy. They
how
they
this game
flip.
goes, they have to change up their strategy,
landing
hold different drops, they're
landing
gonna prioritize
spots,
rotating
dude.
in, not even necessarily
Insane.
looting their POI. They're probably in the back of their mind, they think Peterbot and Boyo knows we're not at Wonky Land. They're probably gonna key the next place they think, which would be Squibbly Shorts. Craze and Booga remain uncontested, but this time around,
Isn't that
the
crazy
Battle
that
Road
Peterbot
Boulevard
and
gets a
Poyo
little
need
bit
to
of a boost.
eliminate Clicks and
You get
Higgs? They
an
try to
extra
go to
percent chance of
eliminate
the
them.
rare chest
That's
dropping
wild.
and a little bit more gold. So for Booga and Craze, they might be eating good this game.
Yeah, most definitely. We've already seen them pretty well positioned. I mean, last game they had somewhat of an issue with Surge, but that was the later half of the end game, not necessarily early on.
I guess it's good that
Success in the fights, but
Clicks
talking about
wasn't
successful battles,
streaming
of
because
course,
they probably would have
Golden we
seen
saw
that
there, getting
Clicks
their
wasn't
hands
going
a
for
little
that.
dirty in that end game too.
Clicks and Higgs weren't going for the freaking wonky
Happening
land.
here. Good fight. Cynics is in the box. He's gonna go ahead and clutch this one out.
I'm sure Peterbot.
Win his ones and just like that.
Peterbot doesn't have
into
minions out there,
Tom's
but I'm
now
sure
theirs,
people
but there's
tell
another
Peterbot what's
team
happening. You know.
or two watching what's happening is Tragic lurks up into the box.
Oh, dude, why is he just
moving at a
sitting
much
up there
quicker
like that,
pace. You
dude?
set
Oh, he's
yourself
cooked.
two other teams. Tragic thought they were the only ones lurking over in that direction. Well, they get a surprise for sure as Tragic gets
Hello?
down, trying to shockwave away.
I don't know why
Vibes
he
is
was
there
sitting
along
on
with
that
Cynics.
cone
They
like that,
definitely turned the
dude.
tables in an instant. They had no idea how many teams were there, but now it looks like they have a huge advantage.
Oh, they
trying to clean up
robbed
that
him.
elimination, grab the body
They
first,
snatched
make sure
him.
they're able to get every scrap of the loot from this.
I don't get why he was just sitting there like that,
See if
dude.
the other
Nice
POV
shots,
here.
bro. That's crazy.
Yup, that's
Yeah.
the quick elim right there.
Crazy shots right there.
I was a little confused why he shockwaved out the way he did.
Look
knowing
at
that you
look at
just
Carbon,
gave away your
Carbon
position to the team that you was on
and
top of.
Noah, dude. They love stalking. So funny.
But they're gonna be regretting that now. They didn't actually get the second teammate though, right? So he's still up.
Yeah, he kind of got saved though because once
Yeah,
third
this is
party
game
comes
3.
in, it kind of slows things down. That's
There's
what's on
5
the side,
games.
but then there's another team, Carbone.
Can
and
you
Noah
reboot
plays.
in this
they get
game?
flanked
I
there
haven't
for a
seen-
moment. Percent barely survived.
I know
a
rebooting's
whole
probably not
nother
the best.
duo,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
there's
just
a
like,
reboot van.
How long can you deal with pressure just like this? He's already at a reboot van, but it's so crowded. You
Yeah.
almost got to continue going towards the north, towards the outside of the zone, and hopefully these guys get bored here and rotate in because I'm not sure how many other reboots are near this location.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how Carbone and Noah.
So
are like,
hard to
"Oh,
reach
perfect. We're gonna be
reboot someone
lurking this
probably
fight,"
because
you know?
they
There's two
you just
teams
know you're at a
and Solo
disadvantage, so they'll
already
just push you.
doing the same exact thing. So just a lot happening there. Aviv.
But yeah, this is game 3. There's 5. There's 2 more games after this one.
Here, so
I'm gonna hop off
this
after game 3.
scaffolding for all the metal.
It was a lot of fun watching
Loadout's
this
been
though.
very strong. We haven't seen too much of a
Uh-oh,
big
Clicks and Higgs are
performance
fighting.
done, you know, just yet in the end
Are they
game.
backing up? Yeah, they look like they're
Clicks and
backing
Higgs,
up.
though, adopting, again, a new strategy, if you will. Obviously mixing things up right now to avoid the pursuit of Peterbot and Pollo. They're going to have to find a fight, right? They're going to need to find some
Quick
new
stack.
damage here.
Clicks and Higgs qualify through consistency
Yeah,
all
typically you can kind of
3
wait for
minutes,
wonky land. We
125.
saw in that
Mm.
last game, they're able to get the jump on Oliver OG and Carillion, waiting for them at the top of the mountain.
They know
This
what they're
time
doing.
around, they haven't had much practice or reps landing at this spot in a set lobby and having to rotate
Yeah,
elsewhere
that's true.
to try to get damage. They did
Yep.
get, I believe, a pump or 2 in there, but they're just happy.
Storm
with what they
Surge is
got
going to
as
be
they
coming
rotate
on
out.
soon.
You see
I think next
the edge of
circle.
the zone, so it's already pulling towards the north, a little bit towards the center.
80
Sand
people
strip
left.
just on the edge. This is where Power, Penta, they land and kind of hover over here on this side of the map, and they have the luxury as well. That blob, you're able to use that with the shockwave to cover distance quickly.
I like to add it said no mercy.
Native, they're live on YouTube right now. That's how I'm watching it. If you want to watch them live on YouTube,
Goal's little
there would
high
literally
ground
be no
base here.
face cam either. You know what I mean? It'll just be like what
Heading
you're
through
watching
the
right now.
cones to look around.
It's Fortnite
Not a play in
competitive on
sight, though.
YouTube.
This went off to the
Oh my gosh, they're in a
outskirts.
surge base
Trying to get his
again.
teammate there.
I know Cypher's live right now. He's
Outside,
doing
trying to
this.
cap material right now.
He's probably doing the same exact thing I'm doing.
I have to imagine for Surge, this has got to be a little bit of a better game for them because they went from Josh and Yamzo at Frigid Fortress by themselves, and then they went to nobody really beating there, and then they
Larry,
went to
what
a
up? Welcome
triple
in.
contested fight. So there's a lot of chances for them to try to get some Storm Surge with the way the map has changed up in each and every passing game. When we go back on over to this side of the map, Tragic, you see him in the background. He is rebooted, back on, ready to go. And we
Oh,
have
nice that you
another
got that
team,
reboot
Aiden
off.
and
That's awesome.
Waffle. Typically, they would go towards 4 fields to get their early Storm Surge damage. Back-to-back games, they've third-partied it. But this time around, that fight ended so quick, they have to look elsewhere for their Surge.
Doing a good job so far.
You like the face cam?
Walking Up here, but spending a
Yeah,
lot of
Cypher's
time
doing
with
it
Storm
too.
for Yuki and Carlitos.
He's probably doing
They're
literally
gonna
the
have
same
to
exact thing.
Back off and heal here shortly.
I like the face
Jumping
cam
in with
too.
Flex. Haven't seen too much of him on the evening. see it. So he's in a storm, skating around the outside as well.
I know it's still early. We still got this game to play out. We got game 4 and game 5, but again, the point threshold around 63 points in terms of consistency. Light and Vlex, they're about 20 points ahead of the curve. So as long as they honestly continue to have not even necessarily the best, they don't even need first.
Look
second,
at this
third
crap,
places.
dude.
They
That's
just
so
need to
crazy,
remain
isn't it?
Consistently in the top 8 to hold on to their spot. Definitely making it sound easier than it actually is, especially from what we witnessed not only today but throughout the weekend so far. You jump on over to Dozier and Ishu, 6 games in the play-ins, the most of any team, and that's impressive. I know it's kind of like a different feel playing through opens than in a set lobby, but even the best of the best don't usually get 6 wins. It goes to show that they're practicing the blueprint, probably playing for high
He's just
elim
hiding in
and
that
high ground
bush.
games.
I think he is. Yes, he is. Oh my
Thinking about
gosh.
yesterday's point cutoff
Got
as
2
well,
med
right?
kits,
Remember
though.
how
He's
many
chilling.
teams at 175 points? And when you look at the overall lobby stats and you compare it to this Heat lobby here, this set lobby, I mean, they're
I know,
not
I'm
too
sorry.
far off.
I'm
So
tired,
although
though.
The cutoff here is
I did a
around
lot
the
today.
60 range. That can change. That number can change really quickly, right? Depending on how the points begin to spread out and kind of funnel up towards the top here.
Huge part of that is depending on, like, if you're in game 3, game 4, top of the leaderboard, win a game, you essentially move that entire leaderboard up just a little bit. Kind of giving the other teams a little bit of a cushion, but the zone continues to pull towards the north side of the map. And this is where, hey, you might have made a decision to triple contest the Frigid Fortress, but if you were able to make it off spawn, if you were able to get a loadout plus materials and maybe some heals, you're likely positioned pretty well right now, so it might be a decision that works out for you in the end. As you go back on over to Light and Vlex, they do pick up an elimination here, get a little bit of extra resources,
77
but
people
zone
left.
pulling away, which means they're on a clock here to figure out when and where they're going to start to rotate towards the zone.
Oh,
This
Kippy just
team,
went
remember,
down.
They were the one that we saw really low on HP. The first to disengage from the lurk. And they had some heals to work with, but it seems like they spent a little too much time in the storm and they got caught out by Light and Flex there. Aviv and King here finding.
Can someone explain what bats be watching?
Moment there.
Bro, it's competitive Fortnite.
Now, Sus Studios bringing the action here. Must have been teams coming for these mending machines or something nearby because they are swimming in loot right now.
It's crazy how long these
Extra
teams
med
stay
kits,
in
big
storm
box. How
to
did they get so much
and then
gold?
rotate at the last
Well,
second.
they already have 3
Uh-oh.
healers.
Oh,
Yep,
she got boxed like
exactly
a
what
fish,
you said,
dude.
Monster, trying to visit that
Oh
vending
my
machine. No, there are
gosh.
so many on the map. This one is ours. That's what
That wasn't
Aviv
even
is
fair.
putting
He
down
got
right
in
now,
there
making
so
sure to
quick.
cross anyone off their list that looks to go and move through.
That's
Sus
happening
Studios.
live. Yeah, this is live.
Same
This is
strip
like
just
legit live
outside
right
of
now.
the POI. Again, you can see a lot of players slow to rotate in this time around, and rightfully so. You see how chaotic the mid portions of the game are when you're actually inside of the zone.
Look at them
so a lot
chug
of these
jugs.
teams are
Got
trying
3
to
of
dodge
them.
any risk of taking
Really?
damage.
Yeah, really. Legit live.
See it though. Obviously using their chug jugs right now. Probably gonna end up leaving this one behind here. Someone
no.
else. Hold up, Pewterbot, Boyo in a bit of a
Feels
fight right now.
weak.
Boyo's definitely damaged, but he got the exchange here. He's got a knock. And Pewterbot's stepping up to finish the deal.
They're gonna freaking win this fight.
Mist doing exactly what he needs to, just giving them a little bit of time to work with. And how's this still
There goes Puyo's
His teammate already went down.
What's
Boyle
it
pressuring
called?
from the bottom to try to make it a little bit easier for
Siphon.
Pewterbot
Puyo
to
got
try
his
to get that
siphon. They're
elimination
chilling.
shot off.
That's all he
But he
needed was that
realized, hey, this is
siphon.
Peter, this is Poyo. We can't stay in this position. I got a shockwave out if I have any hope of getting back into this game. And
Ooh,
finally
they
did, just
almost
catch
got
off
him,
guard.
dude.
And that's been the thing we've seen
He
from Peter
almost
Bot
got
and Poyo
Puyo.
so far
They're
in some
keying
of their
everybody,
fights
dude.
is they do attack from 2 different
they're
sides,
crazy.
catching so many players off guard.
It's
That was
insane
with a third
how good
party
they
shooting
are.
in there too at the end. Somehow still managed to close it out, and that third party just thought twice.
And Storm's in Wonky, dude. Imagine if
Brilliant Oliver OG, much better
Flicks
game for
and
them after being eliminated early last
Higgs
game.
landed
Clicks
there,
and
they wouldn't
Higgs,
even have to rotate
little
at
drop
all.
spot between Pewterbot and Boyo. Now Clicks and Higgs back here. Everything's
Yeah.
ending and collapsing at the Wonky land. It seems like we will likely get that engagement between the two. Who better than Clicks and Higgs to kind of play this end game out? But Peterbot and Boyo have already showed us that
They got the high ground.
they know the strategies here. They know just as how to play this just as well, if you will.
Here comes Storm Surge.
Just outside of the
They're
Ferris
above
wheel.
it too.
Probably one of the highest
Only
position
155
teams as of now. The map
above.
truly hasn't opened up on the north side of the zone. So for Clicks and Higgs, 155 above the damage threshold. Honestly, I don't think in terms of
It's not a lot.
where they're at now in comparison to every other game they've landed wonky land, I don't think it's just too different. They're at their POI, they're above the damage threshold. They have
Boys,
a
what's
decent
going on?
loadout.
You
So
got
it's
Pete?
almost looking
You
like
got Pete
business
winning?
as usual at this point in
They're
time. So
fragging
Clicks
out.
and
They
Higgs
haven't
grabbing
won
hold, really
yet,
taking
but
advantage of
they're
the
fragging
zone.
out. They're getting a lot of kills,
While
of course.
Other teams qualified.
They're just
out of
eating
Frigid
up these
Fortress,
other-
The mountain towards the north.
other
Pull of Madden
guys.
has been a staple on that side of the map, and they're quickly putting it to use, rotating quickly towards.
I think this is probably the best
They're not
heat.
necessarily attaching
This
themselves to
heat's
that top
stacked.
mountain because majority of the lobby does believe that it is going to pull towards the south instead of towards the north.
Yeah, this is just all intuition now, right? All speculation,
Yep.
if you will. We don't know.
Got to gamble,
where the
man.
zone's
Where
gonna go.
where Storm's gonna go, and it pulls north. It's
go
gonna be
north.
up the
So
mountain.
those that made the decision to
Oh
play
my
up there a
gosh.
little sooner instead of later, gonna get rewarded here now.
Oh, they're gonna get beamed by Peterbot and Pollo.
Luka, though, get spotted out by Peterbot Boyo.
Yep,
Edit open there, and they immediately get punished for it.
that's good because they need be above that Storm Surge.
Is active here, giving the lobby the warning now.
They gotta
How far they need
rotate
to go.
though
Peterbot
too,
Boyo have
Pollo
the
and
luxury to
Peter.
move late here, and they can
Yeah.
even use the boosted rotate if they really want to try to take some.
But dude, who's
clean,
gonna be?
high
Someone's got to be
positioning. We'll see
looking
what
at
they end
them,
up doing.
right?
It's a risk either way.
See,
Boyo on
he's
the other side,
below.
though,
He's
under some
130.
serious pressure below the
Yeah.
surge.
Well,
Damage
being
coming
below
through,
the
shots from the
surge,
left
this
and right sides.
late is
Bobby
very hard.
Picks up the quick elim there, putting them
'Cause
at
what-
2.
That damage just kills you.
Good elim for them because it's not necessarily the 3 points that they're getting, but it's the storm surge that's really just been
Yep.
crushing dreams all weekend long. It was 400
Did
above.
Pollo
You can see the
and
strikes of
Peter
lightning going
rotate
off in
yet?
the distance for players
I
that
don't
might
see 'em
not
up
have
there.
that same
Oh yeah,
luxury,
they did. They
that same
rotated
feeling
left.
of comfortability. It's Clicks and Higgs, they're 200 above,
Nice.
instantly position themselves in towards zone. Now they're looking back of every other team that either has to rotate in by foot or
Higgs
really
has
taking advantage
got
of
a
those
lot. He's
shockwaves
almost at
being
400
used.
damage
Joe
above.
taking the brunt force of that damage and
This is a
focus
while, dude.
overall.
When like it's going up
This is
the
where
hill
it's gonna
like this,
really
it's
start to
insane.
get interesting
Yeah.
because if we pull anywhere else
To the
but
up
the
that
eastern
mountain.
side from here on out, we are good, Monster. If we pull
Nice
towards
shot.
the east on top of that mountain, you better buckle
That was
in.
huge. That
It's
just
gonna
put
be a roller
clicks
coaster
above,
ride.
like almost 300 damage
Yeah,
above Storm
definitely.
Surge.
This one gets really steep here.
Oh my gosh, look at this
For
dude.
Higgs, I'm looking at his ammo count, though. It is not looking too good, man. They are starting to gas out early here.
Oh,
That's
Aiden's
what
down.
happens when you don't
Waffle
have
Joe's
your
by
usual
himself.
Draw spot. You're gonna try to avoid Peterbot and Boyer for what it's worth. Meanwhile,
There's
Waffle, though,
55
lost his
people
team
left,
at
dude.
480
But he's
below. It doesn't get
480
worse than this.
below
He is the
Storm Surge.
lowest
Like,
on the
dude,
standings.
he's gonna get.
But hey, the lobby gets the brief here, Jacob. It doesn't go east. It's gonna come back south, right back into old builds.
He's got to do damage, man.
And how
That's
he
so
plays this. There will
much.
be other teams trying to rotate first, beat him to the punch, but
Oh
400
my
just doesn't have
gosh.
the
Yeah,
time to
dude,
wait.
he's
That's
that
over
sucks,
2 full
bro.
eliminations. He tries to approach
That's a
on
lot of
one, but gets
damage being
flanked by
down.
a whole nother team. Down he goes, outside of placement, leaving it to the last
Damn,
two games
that's a
of
lot,
the day
dude.
to try to pick up either a win.
Look at
or
these
enough
guys,
points to
800
make it in
above.
through
Oh my
consistency.
gosh.
Peterbot and Pollo quickly rotating
So
on
much
over.
above.
Necessarily haven't had too
Oh, they're
many
going
goals
in.
this match, but I don't know if they know that Tiggs or not, but they're ready to drop on top.
They're going
Pollo ends up
in.
into the box. Big shots can be fired, but both of them being dropped down low to just a little bit of HP. Peterbot and Higgs need
Oh
their
my
teammates
gosh.
to alleviate the pressure, and that's exactly what Pollo's trying to do. Click's doing the same thing on the other side.
Oh
and for
my
now,
gosh,
the
they're
dust
going
is
in.
settling. Both teams will live
They
to tell the
kind of,
tale,
they kind of
since
just
they
like,
still
all
have to
right, they're
rotate
at a
towards the
standoff.
south
They're
of
like,
the
all right,
zone.
all right, we
You gotta
tried.
give
Back
respect,
up.
though. Excellent ambush.
Yeah,
Peterbot-
yeah, yeah.
I mean, Higgs' reaction was so
That was
fast.
clean.
It'll block out
Look, there they
Peterbot
go. They're
just
going
in
low,
time
too.
And actually make it a 2v1. And then
Man,
a
that was
1-to-1
insane.
head-to-head while, you know, the teams were kind of going back and forth. Tit for tat there in the engagement. That
See,
could've
now
gone
he's
either way
200
for
down.
both
He's
sides
gotta
'cause
do
it did not
damage.
go as planned.
He's going to start losing
There
every
you
7
have it.
seconds.
That's what a high-level engagement looks like, right? When
That
the
was
two
crazy.
best of the best go
Pollo
toe-to-toe,
and
you can see
Peter are both low.
it is dangerous times here, and it costs you a lot.
Oh, they're
Pollo
good.
and
They're
Peterbot
back-
had
they're
already
back
committed
up.
so much to, you know, bounce up to the high ground, make this strong.
That was crazy. That was a
structured base
crazy
and
drop.
play for a refresh right there, and for it to not go in their favor.
50
now looking
48
for some
people
low
left.
ground, trying to fight a different team, right? Because they are actually desperate now.
Look at this,
for a
man.
refresh.
It's insane.
Yeah, they're running out of builds, especially the way they play. They go crazy.
They got to get a
Every single
refresh,
piece,
bro.
That's where they're trying to break into the box. Or someone just trying to run away further and further. He's got
They're
shot
just
on the
chasing
tail.
this dude,
The
dude.
fact that
They got
nobody
him.
has even shot
You
in their
can't.
direction yet is huge as they finally pick up that elimination on the Joe. Almost 400 above the damage threshold, but again, still
Look
in
at this,
comparison to
dude,
probably where they
insane.
want to be, they don't have a ton of materials, but it's rotating towards the south, back on over towards Wonky Land. They can go right back up to the high ground and try to solidify it as their own.
We were just talking about Aviv and King and managed to really get their groove going, kind of play into an
They're going
endgame,
for
and
high ground
finally
now.
they're
High ground's
here.
starting to come
They're
out.
situated now. But look at this, Peterbot, Higgs, Pollo, all going
my
back
gosh,
to
they're
back
all
now,
just fighting,
clashing
dude.
once
It's
again
just
here
wild.
For the high ground, but Higgs forced to concede it to give it up. But Peterbot's got his number. He's pressuring down. They want to
My
get this
gosh,
finish. They
it's so
want that
crazy.
fight. But Booga and Craze are also here in the
Booga.
conversation. They're gonna be the last one standing
Oh
up
my
top. I
gosh.
don't even think they realize they're the team on high ground, right? All this action happening here. You see, you know, players chasing one another. It's only now
Dude,
they start to
insane,
recognize, I think,
bro.
that they're the team on top.
Yeah, I just got to be careful. I think they're being very, very cautious of the shockblades, of the fizz. That can turn the tables in a moment's notice, especially if you get caught off guard. But Higgs and Clicks, they survive multiple onslaughts from multiple teams.
Higgs is
Here
really
comes
low.
another one as Higgs gets dropped down to less than 40 HP,
Yeah.
trying to go ahead and maneuver around, waiting for Clicks and him to reunite.
Oh,
He's not slowing down or
Clicks,
stopping
no.
just yet. Peterbot and Pollo strike again. Down goes Clicks. Higgs is trying to survive, quickly gets on out, but he's burning.
Run,
through his
Higgs,
material.
run.
No extra heals. He's forced in another solo clutch position.
It's crazy. So I'm just trying to think to myself, how do they keep on finding Higgs and Peterbot, right? Like, it's just like they have their number.
Batman
on
Booga.
them. Peterbot, Pollo, though, bouncing right back in. Yes, sure, they might be low on material, but they're back to being healthy, and this is where they're hunting right now. And the amount
Dude,
of,
they're just gonna
again,
start.
speed of which they're pushing through these players' boxes. They're not
Yep.
giving anyone a chance. They get another one now, and look at the momentum
They-
starting to surge in their favor. Now
Peterbot,
has some
another
maps to work
one.
with.
Another
Make it a
one,
little bit
bro.
more if
Oh
they
my
catch another
gosh.
team on the outskirts.
Peterbot doing Peterbot
He's just
things here,
killing
just taking
everybody,
names and
dude.
just sending them right back to the lobby. You see them have interest, looking up for a moment, but they decide against it, continuously dropping down below. Higgs stuck by himself, but he's still figuring out a way to make it work. But now he's digging into the HP with the zone overtaking him, forced to fly forward. 2 builds left. Clicks, Higgs, they both need a miracle here if they're looking to continue to perform in this game. But he's going from miss
Oh,
to miss, hiding in the
no.
shadows until he's finally found out.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this outskirts now. You have Noxy here.
That was probably what, like,
depending
top
or
10,
deciding
top-
if he wants to
top
possibly
50,
play for
top
something
20.
big. Meanwhile, Golden and Ozone
no,
actually make a
top-
play for the high ground. It's going
top
off that
10
terrain,
almost.
so it's actually a really weird one to play with, but they end up timing it just well enough that they secure the high ground. Peterbot gets knocked there in the side, and it's up to Pollo once again. Pollo has just been playing absurdly well
Pollo,
today.
dude, put respect
He
on
has been
Pollo's name, bro.
clutching
He's
up.
insane,
You know, if you
dude.
count
He's
him out
so
before,
good as well.
usually it's Peterbot we've talked about year in, year out who puts on these solo performances, but now it's Pollo here today.
What up, Em?
who
How
is
are you
just
today?
playing The best that we have ever
I'm doing
seen,
all right.
and
My
it's
shoulder
only a
hurts,
Heats
of course,
lobby.
but I'm doing
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
just going
Besides the pain, I'm
absolutely
doing all
crazy.
right.
A teaser of what we could see because over 200
Yeah, Moy-
points,
he's so
Monster.
good, Moist.
Even in the highest heat, they
Pollo is so
surpassed
good too,
that.
bro.
He does it yet again, clearing the bottom half of the lobby. It's
Oh, he
almost
shot him
smooth
out.
sailing for Golden and Ozone up above, but now one's gonna drop, looking to play Disruptor. But you have to be careful. We've seen Siphon play a huge role in players losing heal off throughout the weekend. They cannot make that mistake. Booga
Nice
and
shot.
Craze out of build, but Booga gets an elimination.
Booga.
Siphon Matt's keeping him alive.
Get in,
But
Booga.
Siphon as well, making sure the HP stays relatively healthy for this next
Oh,
play.
he's going for
Solo
high
in the
ground.
game, and he makes
He
the
shoots him
play
out.
onto Ozone and Golden. The full
Ah,
is in,
that
but
was
he
nice.
finally goes down, but he dealt so much damage to this lobby.
Yeah.
That might have been what Golden needed right there. A little refresh to go in and keep him in the game.
These
Cole
guys
tries
are
to go
so
up and make a
healthy
big
right
play, but
now.
it's not going to be enough.
GG's,
He gets knocked
bro.
first. Madden doesn't have health, and
Tiger
Ozone and
Woods.
Golden secure
Wow, good for
the
them.
victory royale there, Jacob.
Yeah, it was
Good for
looking
them.
scary for a moment with Booga going up, cracks the shields, almost drops Ozone down by himself.
Good for
but he
them.
finally
Crip,
gets
what up,
beat
dude?
up. Golden and Ozone
Welcome in, man.
clutch
How you
up the
doing?
game to advance to finals. Zeke
In this
Kelly,
sling for a
Pivot,
couple of
what
weeks, do you
of
think
that?
this surgery will make it feel better than it was?
It just gets more chaotic every time.
Yeah, I'm in a
doesn't it,
sling
Jacob?
for like
Every
another
single
4 weeks
time.
at least.
I feel like, oh, it's gonna be just
And
a nice,
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to
chill,
see how therapy
calm
goes and
game.
everything goes and how my
Nope.
body heals.
Every single time. Shout outs to Golden and
Pollo's
Ozone
a
there. They
beast,
had
bro.
height. And you know, thanks to Booga playing spoiler, running around, suddenly the tempo gets shifted, and on the other side, Golden and Ozone, as long as
No,
they're like, hey, we
Dodger.
got hype,
I don't
right,
care
Kelly?
about,
We got hype up here. We can
I don't
walk
care
away with a
about
win.
getting early
I mean,
access.
if you're able
The
to
map
hold
comes out
down
tomorrow.
hype, especially once you hit zone 11 and no one else is really looking up at you, you're pretty much a shoe-in to either get a top 5, if not the
14
victory
elims,
royale.
nice.
And it looked like Ozone and Golden knew exactly what they needed to do in that situation. They saw just how chaotic the mid and low ground was, and so for them, it was all
That was a
about
good
just
match,
playing
too.
the high ground.
I still
at
think the first
standard
match
as
was
you
great.
can,
The
Vivid.
first match was a lot of fun watching.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of chops that came in, but they were able to sustain through them no problem. And Jacob kind of mentioned it, man. I was a little worried. Booga running around. It's
Dude,
like,
Booga was
man,
going
if
crazy.
he only had like 10 more bills, how much more damage could he have dealt? But yeah, incredible run there for Golden and Ozone. Another one of those games where, yeah, I did mention that a couple of chops came in this later zone, right? Very, very late into the 11th zone and early in the 12th zone. But prior to that, it looks like they were kind of just
good
chilling,
stuff.
right? Playing that spray roll where you're trying to relieve the
Yeah, you
lobby
do
of
only
all
have to
of
go
them
to
too,
elite.
so that way you can go ahead and win some of these final engagements. But booking their ticket to finals from the high ground.
That's
I
what I'm
think
telling you.
rank
Kelly
is-
called it
I
out.
think
High
rank is
ground,
so
that's what we gotta
dumb.
look, pay attention to, chop them out, or maybe we go up there ourselves. I don't know. Now, we do only have 2 games left to go. When we return after this short break, we'll take a look at the standings, set ourselves up for game number 4. So, we'll be right back.
Chad, do we stay on for the last 2 games? What do you guys think? Do we do it or what? Yes, stay. Oh, yeah. A lot of people actually watching this. I didn't know that many people. Somerset. Why? How come Somerset's not playing? Is she doing the what's it called? Got Cypher. He's watching. He's watching it. Somerset's watching it. All right. I'll run a break. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Can I add you, Kai? I'm not even on Fortnite, bro. I'm just watching the FNCS right now. Lucas, what's up, man? How am I feeling since surgery? Dude, it's rough. I'm not gonna lie. It sucks a lot. This crap sucks the life right out of you, dude. It's tiring. It's annoying. The pain sucks. You can't do nothing. You can't open up a bottle of water. You're one hand. It sucks, man. But we're doing good. Every day we're just trying to get better and better. We see the doctor in 2 days or 3 days. So, yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to be right back now.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam. 2 games left to go here in the Heat 3 of the FNCS. let's get right into it. Let's take a look at them standings. Let's kind of see how things are going. If you're tuning in, welcome. We've got 2 more games to go before we wrap things up on the day. We want either a victory royale or to end the day in the top 10 in consistency, which basically is going to be looking at the top 15 on this leaderboard after all is said and done. Right now, though they've not gotten themselves a victory royale, though we've been in a situation where Pollo has been solo 3 games in a row, Kelly, they're still in first place by a lot.
I do want to remind everyone that yesterday during Heat 2, Curve and Veno had the most eliminations out of the North American heats, and that was with 39 eliminations. So to see Peterbot and Pollo 3 out of 5 games played, barely about to hit that as well, shows just how aggressive, how insane this duo is. And you called it out, Zeke. Pollo has been a solo for majority of the 3 games, especially in the games that we have seen. So for Pollo, you know, the player that Peterbot quote unquote carries all the time, to be the one carrying it in the heats, I just love to see it, Vivid.
All is said and done. Right now, though they've not gotten themselves a victory royale, though we've been in a situation where Pollo has been solo 3 games in a row, Kelly, they're still in first place.
Peterbot, Peterbot, and it's insane, dude. They're just keying everybody.
During Heat 2, Curve and Veno had the most eliminations.
Back up a little bit. Oh.
Welcome back, Fortnite. Top 15 on this leaderboard. After
so obviously these guys got in first. First place. So Peterbot's in first, Cole's in second, Higgs, Clicks are in third. Like I said, y'all, if Peterbot and
that's a whole different story.
if they don't win, Peterbot and Pollo, they're gonna get in by points. It's insane.
Their ticket to grand finals.
They're gonna get in.
Okay, I like it. More on that next week. Why don't we focus in on Clicks and Higgs right now?
Yo, Red, what up? How are you?
Currently in 3rd place, right, in terms of the consistency
Welcome in.
situation. And based off of those numbers that you said and Jacob called out, I feel like, you know, just a few more games should put them.
I'm sorry, I missed you. Hey, there's just
comfortably
something about your streams that hits different. You don't
but, you know,
even
it's interesting. I feel
have
like
to
we've
try
seen
hard
them in
shows
these
everything
kind
you do, and
of,
people
sometimes they're on high and things are going really well. Sometimes we've
full
got
of energy and it makes
solo running
everyone
around, you know. I wonder how much of their dynamic is being like influenced by Peterbot and Pollo. Like, how much do you guys feel like are they just doing their own thing? Are they kind of like in the back of their minds, like, is Peterbot Pollo kind of close by? Are they like, is my Peterbot
about it? That's right, Red. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much.
What's going on?
Thank you. That's what we're trying to do, Red.
No, it's the Peterbot tingle.
We're trying to do that.
That is what you've coined it as forever.
You can. I think most people can tell.
Clicks and Higgs,
they come in here, you know, it's a little, it's different for sure.
How early those clips were.
Thank you so much for the love.
They were around zone 9.
Sounded a little more weird in my head last night. I'm so sorry. No, it did not sound weird.
So I think there is definitely some issues going on with their early and mid game. Maybe it's even just the end game rotations where they're having to build a lot. We know that Clicks and Higgs love to run the low ground. They love to be at the front of low ground and kind of build out a lot of territory for themselves. So I think just having this.
I was watching WrestleMania because my brother is there right now.
For that ultimate end game.
Like, yeah, that's a lot of money for WrestleMania. I feel like WrestleMania is not what it was, but.
Well, I mean, fine.
Yo, Real, what up? Welcome in.
Okay, just a little bit. You're kind of talking about,
yeah, we even played Save the World this morning, Red.
They probably
and a lot of people showed up for that
because they
on YouTube and on TikTok. It was insane.
Clicks and Higgs' drop
wasn't expecting
that game, right?
Wasn't expecting
all that on
them two channels
and land elsewhere. So
while playing Save the World.
Thinking about them, they're literally being directly affected by them in the early game. But speaking about like the end game, no, I don't really think that they should be thinking about them because we kind of talked about it multiple times today. Clicks and Higgs looks like they want to be playing for the higher ground, but we haven't even seen Peterbot and Pollo up on
go because they're just so worried about the kills, dude. They're just going for
should be able to fulfill their game plan if they can get there in a stable enough position.
Yeah,
I don't know why you.
I think both teams will be fine if they don't win. Obviously,
up on the high ground, but. You know, I'm down. 2 games left to go. Let's see it. Another player going crazy.
You own Save the World? It was a lot of fun. We had a good time.
Been put in a few solo situations. And in that last
it taught you to build when you started. That's funny. It's a little laggy when we build, but it's fun. I had a good time this morning playing it.
Booga back.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at his history right now, 10th,
That you'll
18th,
never
and
use. It was
3rd
fun.
out
We had a
of
good
3
time
games
doing
that
it.
We have played. That just shows
It's a
to me
grind
that
for
he's
sure.
making it into the
You know what I
endgame,
mean?
And then he's also making
What is up with all these
adjustments that we love to see from our top
spam,
players.
all this spam
Because
that's
in a
happening
Heat
late night?
competition,
Is this
the
when all
meta
this,
definitely
all
varies
the
from what we're usually seeing in a
spammers
set
come out?
lobby. So for Bugha to be able to kind of see that, read that, and then be able to come out with a strategy onto how to utilize that, that just, I love to see that.
I gotta tell you, I was kind of expecting this duo to have a little bit more in
Booga.
the eliminations category.
I
Every
cannot
time
believe he
we
won
kinda
the
tune
World
into them,
Cup.
Yeah, this kind of
What
seemed
was that?
like they are
7
falling a
years
little bit
ago,
short
dude?
in
It's
terms of being able
insane.
to stay alive, healthy.
The
as
average
a duo right
placement's
now, so
10.
that
That's
does
pretty
kind of
good.
hinder the ability to actually pick up those eliminations. But remember, we talked about it. We're supposed to have Bugha, the well-vetted, experienced.
Oh,
IGL
yeah, I know who you're talking about,
really
Lucas. I do,
craze
actually.
through those eliminations.
His
I wanna see
name, I
Craze
think.
get a little bit more active, right? I want to see him box to box.
I know
wall to
who
wall,
you're talking
finding those
about.
eliminations.
That's what we're
Okay,
trying to do,
well,
man. We're
2
trying to
games left
like,
go. That's what we're hoping to see. That being said, MDF Jacob.
we're trying to do
over to
that.
you.
We're trying to like cover
These are
competitive,
gonna be
cover
two, I
Fortnite,
feel
like
of the
content
greatest
creation,
games we're
VR,
going to see
reload.
on the weekend
I'm
so far.
trying my best with
Everybody's
it all.
Still in the hunt to claim at least one of those consistency spots or one of those last 2 wins.
Yeah, and the only team that's really safe right now is Peterbot and Pollo. 214 points. They surely are in.
Yeah,
So
they're
let's see what
definitely
happens
in.
here. As game number 4 is ready.
We need a big game out of Clicks and Higgs here. They need a big game.
As it stands
Here
right
we go.
now, that point threshold
Game
is
4, chat.
3 points. We talk and look back at Heats 1, Heats 2, and almost drastically different. Almost
I wonder what
top 8
Peterbot
placing of
and
different in terms of placings
Clicks,
to get in
Peterbot and
that
Pollo are
last
going to do. Are
spot.
they going to land?
But as another team
they gonna
qualifies
land
out,
on
another spot has opened up, and it was
Clicks
an
and,
uncontested spot
Clicks
as
and
well. It was
Higgs?
the north side.
'Cause they know they're
of
in.
Battlewood Boulevard.
Right, they
that
probably
Golden
know they're
and
in
Ozone
with
were
how many
landing
kills
at,
they've gotten, so it's
either
gonna be
Bugha and
interesting.
Craze got a lot of loot to themselves, or they got some newcomers dropping nearby.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that, you know, because Preston was kind of in the vicinity, I mean, it might just be easier for those other teams there. But again, Bugha and Craze have played relatively well, right? When they make it to that end game, I'm sure that 3rd place finish right there is going to be another surge in confidence for them. So go ahead and just stick to the game plan and try to do that again.
No, they switched it, Dodger.
Fields fight.
They switched it to
This
where
Field
it
fight
doesn't
has
mess
more
it up
impact
now.
than
Like
just the
whatever
two
your
actual
settings are on
teams landing
VR,
there.
that's
As
what
we
it
know,
is
Aiden,
on
Waffle
Save
Joe,
the
and another
World.
team towards the south eventually rotate up, and that's how they get their early.
They do have
games
assigned
first.
drops, but
Last
like
game, this fight ended so quick, nobody was able to try to make that play. But Kiffy
Clicks and
Kenya,
Higgs
they're
usually
going
land at
it, but Kenya's
Wonky,
gonna be the first one going
and
down.
Peterbot
Fail
and
with the
Pollo
cross.
land at
So even though he
Squibbly.
landed relatively
The first 2
far
games
away,
they
he's still
landed
impacting
in
the
their
fight tempo.
POIs, and then they switched because I
You
think
saw Waffle Joe land a
Pollo
lot
and
closer
Peterbot
this
were going
time,
to try to
too. They
get
landed
Clicks
at the
and
southern
Higgs out
portion,
early,
probably trying to
but
see
Clicks and
if they
Higgs
can
were
make a
1 step
quick move
ahead
here,
and they
but
landed somewhere else.
Tenya gets finished off.
That's why I
there,
want to
just
see
in
where they
time.
landed,
Foxy
like
trying to break
who.
out the back. Kiffy though, just waiting. Nothing, unfortunately, evolves from that. And if they have learned anything, at least from game number 2, was that they gotta finish this fast. So this game's already starting to slip away from them.
Unfortunate for Proxy down below because that team's up above and on the outside. He has very limited options. He tries to rotate out towards
Proxy.
the north. He runs
Proxy's
into
in
Aiden
like
and Waffle. A couple of shots
between
are gonna
3
land from
teams.
them.
Oh
Tries to shockwave
no,
again,
and he's
but
dead.
that's when the elimination does get cleaned
That
up.
sucks.
So Aiden and Waffle
Just between
realizing,
both
hey,
of
this
them.
fight might have stalled out this game. Quickly rotates on
That
over.
sucks.
Bobby is here, along with his duo, trying to third party as well. And this is what we've seen throughout the day overall on this side of the map. Teams just third partying and crashing to try to get surge or elimination points.
As you see Mar and Bobby, because of those shots flew over Aiden's head, they were like,
They
oh,
in
wait
the
a second,
water,
there's actually a
dude?
team
Oh
behind
my
us.
God.
They box up
Damn,
immediately.
they jumped right on
Jumping in
him.
with Higgs and Clicks though, using the fist to actually break into the box there.
Oh, that was them? I didn't even know that was
It's
Clicks and
kinda
Higgs right
crazy.
there. Holy
Higgs
crap.
from the outside looking in, but here comes the upgrades.
That's good. They
He's
need to
getting
get
some more
surge. They
shot,
need
not
to
the
get
best,
up.
But it's something to work with. Here's a look from Higgs' perspective on how it all went down. He just keyed right in.
Yeah, he went
to the
right
action
in there.
here.
Oh my
Oh, he
gosh.
actually lands it and gets the knock.
Right in there. See, look, Peterbot and
Wow.
Pollo landed at
You see
Wonky.
no shotgun in his inventory.
That's crazy
so
that they
crazy.
landed
Great
there.
heads up play right out of the gates. And, you know, Vivid kept his ear to the streets. He's the one that said, yo, without even winning a game, 214 points. Peterbot Pollo say, yo, Wonky Land is now ours. And I thought, you know, I was hearing, hey, if you want some, come get some from Clicks and Higgs and Blood X. And Peterbot Pollo, they say, hey, we want some. but there's nothing to get over here because they disengage, they switch drop spots, and already clicks and
I would do it
getting
too. What the
aggressive.
heck?
So they're using this time here with these last 2 games, or even third if you count the
Qualify
last game as well,
or
to try to
fight
get as much practice
Peterbot
in
and
a finals
Puyo.
lobby as possible.
I'm gonna
Peterbot
qualify.
and
I'll
Puyo
do whatever
that,
it
right?
takes.
This is all mind games, really.
Yeah,
It's
Femboy
just telling
5
them,
Bobby. Yep.
Hey, even if you get to finals, think about this. You're taking your drop. All right, it's just one extra thing to have to worry about as far as prep goes.
Dude,
even
I'll be
leading
like, take
into
my
it.
job. I don't give a damn,
They make
bro.
all the difference.
That crap don't matter, dude.
Go crazy the Battlewood, though. We already knew they had to drop themselves. You can see other teams starting to encroach in on the territory, but again, plenty of space to play with. Even more space now to the north after, of course, Ozone's team wins. Back on over to Aiden and Waffle Joe, though. They end up
Look at Aiden,
disengaging,
dude.
abandoning
Sneaky,
the fight
sneaky,
after finding the
deaky.
proxy elim, and then rotating into the contested
I was saying it
side
earlier.
on
Imagine
Moxie's
landing
side.
like your hot
Look,
drop
there's other
being,
players here
or
too.
your drop being tip top,
Yeah, they're lurking
Parents
on
or
the team
whatever
that's
it was.
lurking on Painted Palms.
and they just deleted the
Kinda hope they
POI
don't get
after
spotted
that.
out vibes. Cynics, they do have the high ground.
Oh my God,
so as
Puyo
long
and
as they
Peterbot
have the
went
360
back
degree
over
view head on their
to
shoulders, that'll be all right.
Squibbly.
Peterbot, Puyo make their way on over towards Squibbly Shorts, probably thinking they were going to
Oh,
find
this-
Clicks and
this
Higgs, but they
team's
already
done.
made their way on out. So
Cooked.
they're finding a whole nother team. That's Snappy on the other side, but he gets hit up
Cooked.
like a sit-up, put down, sent back to the lobby. His teammate, though, his teammate was able to disengage and get out, and there's a lot of space over on that
Run.
side of the map because there is split drops where teams have to go ahead and use
R2's
their route to
like,
get
"I'm
their
out,
loot
bro."
and Wonky land uncontested.
This 1-for-1 exchange here. Real
Oh, he jumped
Tag doesn't
right
find him, but
in.
it's hit the
Oh my
box.
gosh.
clean execution
Wow.
from 0 PC earnings, trying to work his way towards the finals here. They're gonna need a win.
Wow, he jumped. That like
Situation
metal
where you
bar
do
is
need a
weird.
win,
That's
you
like
said,
effing
but
him
This
up.
fight's just like this. His teammate's down. He's
That was like
in
a
1v1
perfect jump through
situation.
with the
He's just full
dualies,
confidence,
too.
Even without an iron pump or
Yeah.
a chaos reloader.
Man,
full confidence
yo,
to jump in
Epic,
the
you
box
need
and
to
take
come
the
hire
victory.
me, bro. I'm like one step ahead of these guys on commentating.
Thinking of Eve, great last game, right? Putting them in the race now into the
I'm
top
one step
10 to
ahead.
go, 110 points.
That's like the
earned here.
5th time I said
All
something
off the
before.
performance of that last round. We're curious to see how Kingling and Aviv perform.
My
if they can
biggest-
make it
my
to the
biggest
game. We'll see
downfall
what
would be
happens
trying
when
to
it takes,
say
but
all
it's
these
getting there.
dudes'
That's been
names.
difficult.
I
If they
suck
can
at saying
continue to
names.
adjust and game strategies to play stronger and stronger. Seek and Taki doing the same exact thing. They've also been very much in the conversation on the high ground from time to time, coming super close to pulling out a victory so far here.
They're playing pretty well so far. 122 points so far. You see them, they're 7th so far on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
and
talking about.
That's even more higher up because remember, those teams that do got the win, they get to 1,000 points and automatically advance. So they're just one good game away, honestly.
Oh, he's
Maybe even a
knocked.
top 10 away from punching their ticket into the grand finals. Others got much more to go, many more points to go ahead and grab. But honestly, 2 5th places even with a bunch of elims could possibly qualify you. But I'm not sure
He's
who
running.
players are gonna be up for that challenge.
Preston,
But
run,
Bonnie
bro.
does find his first elimination there, and it looks like they're looking to chase down Preston for the second.
Seems like they're playing off the momentum right now.
Run, Preston, run!
Other early fights
Ah,
eliminations. It's looking pretty
dude,
good.
it's it's like 2v1. It's
angle
just
there.
like you're cooked.
Bamar finishing that one up.
Uh-oh.
T just listening to what's going on
Lucky's
here with
coming.
Turbulence.
Turbulence is third. Look at him stalking.
Slowly walking up here.
Yeah,
trying to
look
see
at
if they
him.
can play for a lurk right now. Like the strategy, like the play. Obviously, Bobby and crew are.
Ah, they both
shot their
messed
bar
up.
down, right? Not sure if I like the 3-2-1 there.
Yeah, that
Wasn't
3-2-1 was not
exactly
good.
the opener they were looking for. And now
They
just
both
gave
shot it.
up,
The
so
two different people.
they're just kind of stuck here at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, accidentally shooting on 2 different targets. And both of them did get damage.
They
Stuck
did,
two
but
different
two different
players,
guys.
so
They
they
would have
would
knocked
pinpoint
one.
the exact target.
3-2-1.
Awesome.
They went
Chose
for
wisely.
different guys.
President's lucky.
Fa-
They're gonna have to
Peterbot
look
and
for some
Puyo are
HP. We only
back.
saw one of those 2 loadouts. But we
What
saw
is this
no
base,
bandages,
Jack?
No med kits or pizza in that
I think that's
inventory.
I think that's his
So they're
name.
looking to stay alive.
What is my
They
man
need to be on the
doing?
hunt for the bare minimum here. You see the zone this time around in the minimap, moving on over towards the north
Peterbot
side.
and Puyo are
Wonky
back and
Land being
wonky.
a primary focus. You see Jack and Npen.
Slenderman, what up? Who's at the
48
tournament?
points so
This is
far,
the
not where you would
FNCS Heat
expect a
3
team like this
tournament.
to be, especially with you know what's going on around Frigid Fortress, uncontested, nobody landing there.
You'll be surprised how many people actually stay in Storm
Zone
Dodger.
pulling their way this time.
It's actually crazy.
even without a win, if they somehow land.
Oh my
a
gosh,
top five,
Puyo
a
and
couple of
Peterbot
elims,
left.
they'll at least
Wonky,
put
where the hell
themselves
they
in
go?
Contention for a consistency spot in game 6 or 5.
Yeah,
Oh, he fell to his
definitely.
death?
And if you're 50 points in right now, you definitely
Puyo
have a
probably fell to
chance
his death,
for sure
bro.
to Pop off. So I started looking over here. I was trying to piece together what all happened.
They're lucky they didn't get
Any
pushed by
guesses? Full
anybody.
shield Puyo, any guesses?
Full shield Puyo.
I don't know. Maybe you try to do some fancy little bounce
That's
off
funny.
here.
It's funny how
Unfortunately,
Clicks is
missed his
wearing,
drop.
or Peterbot's wearing Clicks' skin.
Probably landed just like this and then fell off.
Probably edited it out on accident or
We get to see
something.
what actually happened. Okay.
Oh,
Hey, Peterbot,
oh,
what's this?
oh! He almost made it into the water.
See, at least they're human. At least they're human, because sometimes I feel like maybe they're just inside of the Matrix or
And
something.
who was
They're a
alive?
part of
There's
Fortnite,
74
you know,
other
but
people alive,
at least
Slender
it goes
Man.
to
A
show
lot
that
of people
even
are still
they can
alive.
make mistakes in certain moments. As we look at Seek's loadout
Like,
here.
dude, look how
You
deep
got
these
Taki
guys
with
are
the
in
Chaos
Storm,
and the
dude. Oh my
Thunderburst, but then you got
gosh.
Seek with just an AR.
They're in the
no
top left corner of the
shotgun. They're
map.
planning on rotating in, grabbing high ground, and hopefully playing for damage in the distance.
They need to start running.
Let's
Oh,
continue to look
PC
at a
earnings.
couple elims
Your
that are happening
PC's
here. This is
gone.
another storm fight for Taki and Seek. That's how it ends up playing out. And although we were criticizing the loadout, it looks like it's working because they find elimination. That's probably why he just decided to max out on the extra heals to go the distance and play the dead side. He might be feeling really confident about how much damage they've done.
Woo! Excuse me. Yeah, it's insane how many people are still alive. Slender Man.
Is there an issue rotating?
Look at this. They got like a parkour freaking course going inside the middle of
This time
Dominion.
around, all they have to do is just kind of move north. They get Dark Dominion uncontested. They haven't had to move at all so far during this game. Maxed up on materials, and even have some extra heals down below before they start to make that rotation. And since they have this bird's eye view, they can start to gather that information, figure out how many teams are rotating by them, where those teams are rotating, so that way they can make their rotation accordingly. Because shockwaving off high ground right here, you can cover distance farther.
What the
but
heck
it
are these
comes with
guys
its own
doing,
risks.
bro?
Uh-oh.
Ah, that's what
They're
they were
doing. They're doing
Okay,
something.
okay.
They're trolling. They know that they're like they're already in.
Is he spelling his name,
Yes.
Poyo?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
They already know they're locked
I
in.
was curious. Now it's all starting to make sense. That's an A. Yeah, at this point, I actually don't know what he's spelling. I'm not sure. I want to know. It's just.
What the heck?
Oh, their initials. Peterbot and
PP?
Poyo. Their Ferris wheel. That's a lot of confidence, man. 217 points. They already qualled.
PP?
Said the only one using this wonky wheel is going to be Peterbot and Poyo.
It's not even the last game. They're already loosening up here. Just making a statement. Again, mind games, like we talked about. It's all mind games at this point.
That's funny.
That's true. I always talk about how important it is having a strong mental game in these tournaments. Because whether if it's 5 games or 6 or even 12 in the grand finals, you got to know that nothing is going to go perfect. There's going to be speed bumps along the road in your journey, so you got to be able to bounce back from that. And mental composure is just as big as anything
These
else.
surge
You don't wanna have
bases
to
are
shut
crazy,
down
bro.
midway through the tournament, so gonna be looking at
What
that to see
the
how
fuck are
teams
these dudes
perform
doing?
at the start of some days and how they finished at the end
Oh
of
my
others. As Chip
gosh.
and Liam, they're one of the teams that I always talk about. You know, we talk about the Ferris wheel. We talk about
It's
the
crazy,
red latte
man.
landing. I mentioned it, I believe, yesterday. I mentioned it again. It has one launch
How
pad
these
back
guys
here
have
that they're
this
using,
this
and it's
strategy,
different than
dude.
the majority of
But
every
he's
other launch pad on the
500
map
he's
because it
500
takes you
damage
higher
above
and
Storm
it takes you
Storms.
further as a standard launch pad itself. Now, Monster, combine that with a Shockwave, combine that with a Flowberry Fizz, and that's what allowing Liam and Chimp here to rotate all the way in towards the zone. And we got a mountain one this time around. It strayed away
Again.
from it in that last game. So for Liam, they're going to get priority
Oh my
position
gosh,
in
I'm
the
so
zone.
tired, dude.
Yeah, it's coming all back to this north
Yup.
side.
North part of the map,
These
dude.
mountainous terrains.
This is
definitely
where
get
it's
difficult.
crazy
The 50-50's
because
already playing this up, so
It's in the
whoever's
mountains
here
like that.
early
It's
surely is
wild.
going to have the advantage. Paper and Resi playing a little bit more of a defensive kind of low
Storm Surge is
position
gonna kick
here.
in
Not gonna
soon.
risk too
Oh,
much
there
on
it
the high
is.
ground. They don't want to attract too much attention, but it seems like they do
This
have to
Paper's-
some damage here.
Paper's
And
above.
it's inevitable. There's going to be plenty more teams starting to come this way.
Paper and Resi.
Uh-oh.
Paper's one of those players
Puyo
back
and
to back with
Peter
Victor
both
V,
getting
and
shot
then with
right now.
Epic
They
Bell
need to
and
heal up.
Victor V. 2 different globals he was able to attend. See if he can make it a 3rd by qualifying.
Oh my
final
gosh.
Summit land. And eventually globals from
Look, they're like, dude, we need to get out of here, dude. Oh, golly, Peterbot.
One definitely turned
Oh,
sideways.
wow.
Peterbot takes a huge punch to the face, but
He got
Chance
hit
and Tyler
hard,
both
but-
go down. It's Poyo again.
Light work, dude.
I'm
Poyo
not
is so
sure
good,
we've ever
bro.
really given MVPs for a day. I know we didn't yesterday or before, but Poyo has to be the MVP of the
Yeah,
day.
Poyo is
He
freaking
is. He
on
is,
one
I'm
right
telling
now,
you.
man.
Watching him play at the best he really has.
Yep.
Like, truly, he's showcasing why he is who he is, you know, and why the region continues to give him his flowers, you know. It's not
Crazy.
it's not a game, you know. I know they're in here messing around, building and all that, having fun, but they're just showing you sometimes it really does look like they're miles ahead of the competition.
See moving Craze right there on the line when it comes to zone, trying to put pressure onto Oliver and Carillion up above.
Booga!
Far to rotate, but
Look.
that high ground is
Dude, the
a key
mountain
that
is
they're
just
not gonna have to worry about, but they look down, they
freaking
see
coated in
Poyo
names,
again.
dude.
Much pressure coming out from this side of the map.
Holy
The other
crap.
teams rotated here, Mike and Logan trying to use the Fizz Shockwave to cover distance. Luckily for them, Oliver and Carillion were busy. They were distracted, so they weren't able to get any damage on them rotating through the sky.
A lot of people are starting to drop. 60 people still left, y'all. Look at the freaking storm.
Kind of playing out for
My
them here. Infinite
goodness,
actually
man.
gets, yeah, credit possibly. For an elimination there,
Insane.
too, while this is all happening. Oliver Ogito trying to open up some sight lines, but nothing just yet. Take a look at the wider image. You see Moxie still alive here in this endgame. Noah plays here to the left. Paper's team still in the running right now. Again, these are the big performances you will have to pull out if you want to get back into the race here for consistency. So Resi and Paper do have a chance. You know what's really cool about this endgame too, though, Jacob, is that if you play it right, the terrain is so crazy.
Look at
you
it's
can actually
insane.
win even if you don't, you know, haven't been playing very well today. Like this can really go any way, and sometimes RNG like this can be very favorable for you.
Yeah, I know Kelly, Vivid, Zeke, they were talking about it a little bit, about teams not necessarily looking up towards high ground in the fashion that I feel like all of us can agree we thought would happen. And so exactly what you're saying, this could be one of those zones to where a team near the bottom of the leaderboard, halfway up the leaderboard, can surprise, get high ground, and clutch out and steal a win away. But still, there's so much action going down when we get to the side of these mountains. King and Aviv continuing to find their groove. King with 5 eliminations so far in this game. And King, rightfully so, is getting his moments in the spotlight. He just needs to cap it off with a spot in finals.
Can Peter heal up, dude?
It's
He's
crazy to see
hell is he
Peter
doing?
have tanked so much storm, and they have the pizza, but they've gone through it all. And it did not pay off, unfortunately.
I was about to
Couldn't
say,
get that
come on.
follow-up refresh or elimination. They
Please.
still have a miss to play with here.
They got to get a
Still
refresh.
being a little hesitant, and of course
They're
relying
so
on the siphon and
high
set here.
above
Peterbot's
the
gonna be able to at
storm.
least heal up off of that. He wants to push for
The
the
storm
finish here.
surge. It's wild.
It's going to be on to Moxie.
You going for it?
Doesn't matter who it is that's in his path.
Uh-oh.
Eliminations, like you said, Moxie goes down.
Uh-oh.
Stuck by
Oh
himself.
my
There's
gosh,
Thunder
it's
bursting
so
into the box,
quick,
giving him really
dude.
No time to react as
Oh
a
my
solo.
gosh, it's so fast how
Infinite
fast
spray
they do
going
that,
in.
dude.
You see it's going a little bit
I haven't
off
seen
of
Clicks
this
or
mountain,
Higgs. Where are
but
they
away
at?
from
Are
it.
they still
More
in?
even terrain. I wouldn't say it's flat by any means. You see different
Booga!
mountains and different ranges there in the distance, but it's not as drastic as it was in the north side of that last zone.
51 people left, dude. Oh my gosh.
Putting the salt on the dish here.
Surge is in.
Booga in his icon fit, looking pretty solid. We've seen him compete in this one plenty of times, but get back to it. So Peterbot Boyo, after the refresh now, have some high ground positioning. Peterbot from Paper and Resi here go from the mid layer of that mountain down to the low ground, almost.
They got to
forced
start
here,
doing 33. They got to start doing some damage.
capitalize on the chaos of the teams rotating from the outskirts. They didn't do enough damage. They've done enough to kind of be there.
Is Clifton Higgs
Now
dead?
they're
I didn't
forced to
see him.
fight
I don't
here
see
in
him.
the ultimate low. And
You
this just
guys-
opens
you
up
see
everything
him?
for
I don't
Peterbot
see him
Boy.
at
You know,
all.
we were talking about this.
There they go.
that the
Peterbot and
elevation of the storm
Boy
can
are
play
going for the win, man.
for you, right? The chaos. However, the experienced teams are also going to get gifted here because they'll play it best.
Yeah, they've already reconnected on multiple different surfaces, but Can't expend too many mats. They're going to use the shockwave, try to get to the front, and immediately build back on up. Trying to be quick, fast, and in a hurry so nobody shockwaves and steals it away. King, Aviv, they're in the front side of the zone. Paper trying to position in the front side of the zone. And these are all threats to the high ground, whether they have intentions or not.
40 people left.
See it. 40 players now, so we're right at the cutoff here. We're back in the safe zone here. This is a big game for Paper. This is the type of fight that they need. I wonder how many points Noah Blaze's team managed to earn so far as well. This might be also their first real end game here.
So many shockwaves going off.
Starting to show up now in the back 2 games.
Peterbot and Pollo still on high ground.
A good chunk of teams still here in this competition that can still get in through consistency. It might not necessarily be a top 20 in terms of points that they need here, maybe a top 8 or a top 5, but they still have a chance to not have to go into game 6 needing a win. Oliver and Carillion are one of those teams, but they haven't picked up elimination. That's where they have to start to pick up the pace.
38
it's
guys.
Not just placing high in these games alone. They need to combine it with those eliminations, which is 3 points per.
Booga.
When they get to the front side of the zone, they realize opportunities will naturally come as the game progresses, but Booga and Craze, they're quickly running out of match, so they're now trying to
They've
be
been very
proactive and pick up
consistent,
elimination.
man.
Good amount of
Booga's
damage,
been in
teams
the top,
rotating
like,
by, but nothing to get the actual
top
elim
15
to
the
get
whole
on match.
time.
But while all that's going down, Peterbot and Pollo have
Peterbot's
finally
dead.
been
Oh my
contested and
gosh.
taken
Wow,
out.
they both died.
You know, I was
Holy
curious.
crap,
I was
that's
just about
crazy.
to say that Peterbot and Pollo might actually, in the end, concede the win in general, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure they wanted to go out that soon and in that fashion. Penta just pops up out of nowhere and makes it happen. Booga falls as well.
No,
All of a
Booga.
sudden now, we don't know who's going to take this game
It's
right
crazy,
here. This
yeah.
can go
This
anyway.
goes go to any team now.
Power
All the
Penta,
big
though,
hitters
they're in
are
the driver's
out.
seat right now on the high ground. Nobody's really having a
Nice
chance
shot.
to look up. You see Aviv and King, one of those teams that might, but they're just going through so much chaos down low on the low ground. Going for more elims here, picking up the siphon mats. Aviv realizing, hey, I'm running out. The bare minimum is all I really have left. Noah Plays has some, but does not have his teammate. Carbone
18
is
people.
going to go down, leaving Noah Plays no choice but to start his heal off early and hope to
Crazy.
get a
It's
couple more placements.
complete chaos, dude. Oh my.
Well, Plays playing for that heal off. Top 10 now, so it is working. The placement points are starting to come through. Flex and Light. Flex barely holding on there. Oliver OG's in this end game as well. He's managed
Oh my
to
gosh,
go
look
the
at this
distance
look at the
with
little
Carillion
storm
here.
they got
They're
going
at
on.
80 points now, Jacob. Okay. So things are starting to get closer and closer now. The teams that needed to jump
Penta's
up
still-
and
they're
get
still
into the
up,
top
Power
eight are
and
starting to
Penta.
do it. The teams that needed to break away and give themselves the cushion, the distance to be there are doing it as well. Aviv and King are 2 of those teams. Penta's team's another one. And Noah Plays is actually turning online here too as he finds his first elim in this end game.
Yeah, sometimes
That's
the
crazy.
first
He
one's the hardest, but
survived
the most
all the
rewarding.
storm
Siphon
surge with his
keeping him
first
alive.
elim
Wasn't
right
really
now.
able to pick up all the materials.
I'd
He was
be-
only down to 7.
I wouldn't
Somebody
even
else
last.
watched him on the other side.
I'd be so
King in a
dead.
similar solo situation.
Oh.
He's fresh out of build. No choice but to look
Smoked
back,
him.
and he gets at least one. The mats is what's most important because he's able to push himself going forward. 2 duos left in this game. 2 solos left in this game.
Oh
and
my
one
gosh.
of the duos is Oliver OG here, making a chop and a play for the high ground. He reconnects and solidifies it, but he lost
Oh
Carillion
no,
along the way.
Oliver's up top.
With one mat as well. Talk about having heart, talk about having confidence, but look at King. King's at 11 eliminations. He has been playing so well right now,
my
but Oliver had too
gosh.
much time to heal. He's 200 HP. No mats though, and that's the difference for a pro here. Anything can go down in this toe-to-toe.
The way King
Get out of
this is gonna be a
there.
hard one to beat already with 11 eliminations. Oliver just trying to go ahead and create distance. He has a little bit of HP left. He's hoping and praying the Chug Jug is going to be enough,
No,
but King
no,
has so
no,
much time
he's
left on
done.
the zone. That was a mistake by Oliver OG that King is going to capitalize
He's
on him,
cooked.
smiling ear
Wow.
to ear because he had just punched his ticket
Wow.
to the FNCS Grand Finals.
He did it in great fashion as well. 12 eliminations
him.
alongside Aviv. Lost Aviv in the top 10 and still managed to play that so well. I know Oliver's thinking to himself, why did I go back so soon?
Yeah, he was gonna
Would've been
die
better,
either
of
way,
course,
I feel
taking
like,
the
so.
full-on fight. Well, in the end, game 4 is now wrapped.
Did Pete win? Nah, but they're gonna be in no matter what.
Yo,
They got
mean,
so
you
many
know
points.
What? We called them the big cheese of even the start of this show, and you know these guys are losing their minds. A solo clutch, 12 elims from Kingling. What the heck is happening, Kelly?
That's crazy.
Absolutely insane. We talked about it at the start of the show, these kind of veteran players finding these young bloods, these, fragging prowesses in Kingling and Aviv. picked the perfect duo mate in him.
That was crazy.
Honestly, there was a moment there where Oliver OG went for high
One more
ground,
match,
lost
chat. That's
Brilliant,
it.
and that was just the opportunity for Kingaling. He sees someone that was sticking to the low ground, go for high ground. He probably
Viv.
realizes that they don't have that many mats, and this is his opportunity to go on the aggressive.
That was
yeah,
good.
Kingaling known for being that creative word, being very, very
All right,
mechanical.
one team.
So, like
Four
Kingaling
team
was
can punch
mentioning,
their
as soon as
way
that
into
1v1
the grand
came around
finals.
and I saw that Kingaling still had a couple of builds to
See the
work with.
leaderboard.
I didn't want to count Oliver out, but I was like, man, I feel like this one's going to be a little one-sided. And sure enough, it was Kingaling just, you know, placing all of the builds, making sure all of the control was his, and ends up cleaning it up very, very nicely. A 12 elimination
good.
game from King as an individual. This is not a team total. This is an individual count. I can almost guarantee you we're going to see some of these highlights from this game in a video somewhere.
That was too easy.
I know that we were looking at Veno's eliminations for how, like, the most eliminations we had from a single player, but as far as a single player in a single game goes, Kingaling might take the cake for NAC.
Oh my
One
gosh,
pumped
man.
him.
You know, that's the trick, right, Kelly? Is you just change whatever your
Wow,
name
what a
is,
shot right
just
there.
change it to King, and you'll just become royalty. You know, that's what I'm taking away from this. So you guys can now call me Zeke
That was really
King.
good.
That's right. That's right. With that
Played
being
that
said,
really
though,
smart,
we are
too.
going to go to a short break. When we come back, game number 5. One last opportunity to get a victory royale or to end the day.
One
in
last
the
game to
top
punch
10.
their
Don't
way.
go anywhere.
One team to
Don't
punch
wanna
their way
miss
into
this final
the
game.
grand finals automatically with the dub. All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick. All right, we back, chat. Native, you get a shoosh. Did they show the standings? One game left, baby. That's it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm surprised Clicks or Peterbot have not won a game yet. I'm gonna be honest. Thought at least one of them guys were gonna win. I thought that game Peterbot and Boyo were gonna win. I'm so tired. Holy crap. There's some good music they got going on, dude. I like it. I'm digging it. Bum.
Stress. It's what I feel right now, getting ready for the last game out of heat number 3. We need a victory royale or to end in the top 10 if we want to keep the FNCS dream alive, which means not taking it to the LCQ. We don't want to go there. Very difficult there. We need to qualify right here, right now. Let's take a look at the standings, okay? With only a single game left to go, we got to start kind of setting the stage of what could happen, who's on the edge of qualing. Like, there's so much to talk about. Obviously, Peterbot and Poyle. We'll start at the top real fast.
243. That's crazy.
Last game, you know, Kelly, Vivid, I think this is the first time officially we've ever seen a duo claim a drop spot live on broadcast.
Yeah, that is quite possible with Poyo and Peterbot changing up their drop spots in the middle of heats. I don't know if anyone could have expected it, but also Heat 3 has been a little bit of an uninspected ride. So Poyo and Peterbot kind of just playing things as they see them. But as far as grand finals go, you know, they're currently in our first place spot for consistency, but with 243 points, Vivid, I just don't know if it's enough.
Poyo dropped. Did he fall to his death?
Yeah. Who knows, right? Nah, they're definitely chilling. 37 eliminations on the day as well. Watching some of that back, by the way, I couldn't believe. I was kind of watching it, right? Kelly called me off guard, throwing it to me right there. So I was watching. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, how did Peterbot and Poyo go down? And it happened fast, man.
It did.
The high ground take.
I thought they had the high ground the whole time.
Into there, that game was honestly incredible stuff from them, and no surprise to see how good they are. Be able to take down Peterbot and Poyo to find them in that second place spot on the consistency leaderboard as well. So
it's really top 15 because obviously the top 5 automatically make it in, and the top 10 from consistency.
Let's take a look at page 2. Okay, let's flip on over. So top 15, basically after this last game is where we need to be if we want to be in that top 10 of consistency. Right now, Dolzer, Ishu, right there on the very bleeding edge of qualing, right? We talked about them at the start of this show, but you know, Kelly, they're only 5 points ahead. That's really not enough.
Bad at all.
And with that second place out of Oliver OG, they also jump up 10 places. Like,
10
Kelly, this is gonna come down to the wire.
It's gonna be crazy, man. This game's gonna be
OG,
insane.
One of the OGs for Fortnite, but also looking at a lot of our other names there, there's still people jumping up so many places.
This last game's gonna be wild, man.
Still not it. And when it comes down to heats, you could literally be in last place, but if you are able to walk away with the victory royale, that is all you need.
All you
and
need.
It is possibly Oliver OG's story that he is going to be wrapping up for game number 5. They had such a good game number 4, playing that high ground.
That
really
sucks,
well,
man. He
but
was out of
when you run
mats.
out of mats, when you don't have much else going for you, honestly, there's only so much you can do besides run away, try and go for the heal off, and then realize, oh wait, I don't have what I need for the heal off. Let me go back.
I gotta tell you, I don't want to speak this into fruition, but man, it's gonna hurt if Oliver OG and Brilliant do not qualify, and that's how close they were. Right, came down to a 1v1 because right now they are sitting outside of that
bubble.
16th place right now, 106 points.
So they're down by what?
On the history of how the heats have
5
gone
points?
this weekend. In heat number 1, we were sitting at 145 points to qualify to grands through consistency, and then in heat number 2 it was 174. I don't think we're gonna get up to the 170s today, but it does look like it. Wouldn't be surprised if it was around that 145 mark again, which if you take a look at some of our teams, right, we've got Booga up there in 12th place, is pretty close to 145, and who knows if it's exactly going to be that, but still a little bit below that. Man, I still am kind of
if they didn't have all that technical difficulties in the beginning, where like the first game didn't count and then they waited about
into the action
45 minutes, this would have already been over like an hour ago, probably like 7:30.
That big pop-off game,
this stuff would have been done.
To do it. Hopefully they at least get into the end game, because a solid game getting there would probably qualify them.
I mean, obviously, there's only so much that we can watch in the early games right here, but you do have to wonder if just these early games aren't working out for Booga and Craze. To go to Zone 8 with just 10 builds is definitely not the position you want to be in. I'm wondering if it's just bad rotations or whatever, but regardless, yes, they're close.
I'm more interested to see if Peter and Poyo try to land on Clicks and
lock in the final game.
Clicks and Higgs again.
It's got to be Booga.
That's right. This is it. The final game out of Heat 3. If you're a duo and you're not inside that top 10, don't give up. Fight till the very end. This could still go any which way. Fortnite fam, for the last time today, lock in.
Let's get it.
It's game number 5. starts now.
Let's get it.
He said it himself. Game number 5 is here, and the most important game of the day. 4 teams already snatched their ticket to the finals by winning these games, and right now is the last chance. Everybody is on equal footing here.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, it's been quite the crazy tournament day, if we do say so ourselves. First off, it started with jamming all this competition into the week, and now here we're at the final stretch to pick our last teams, Jacob, that are going to qualify.
Yeah, and it's going to be close. It was like 10 points in yesterday's heat separating who went
That's
to the
crazy.
grand finals and who has to try again in the LCQ. Heat 1 was a little bit closer, and I'm just kind of hoping this one goes down to the wire. We've seen teams inside
That first
of the
game,
bubble
though, was,
and
like,
outside
unmatched.
of the bubble lay it all on the line to get to the grand finals. It's the final countdown, last game of the day. Monster, let's jump right into it.
Here we go, chat.
3 game
Last
5,
game.
the last of the evening is now before us. Obviously, we've seen so much develop.
Landon, what's going
especially
on?
in the
What's
last
happening?
5
This is
rounds of
FNCS.
Fortnite. However, this game's going to be the most important.
This is like the
We saw
playoffs
that just in 2 games
for the Super Bowl.
You can basically, you have been basically able
The
to
playoffs
put
to the World
yourself
Series.
in the running, right? Setting yourself
This
up
is it.
here.
Who
for the
landed
game
at
5
wonky? I see.
finale stretch.
Team already landed at
Oliver OG,
wonky.
though, is one of those teams, Jacob,
Not
right?
Clicks or
We want to
Higgs.
see him do well, and they're just right there.
Yeah, so close by, and again, Clicks and Higgs, and this
'Cause
is
they know
something
what's-
Zeke said it himself.
they
one of
know
the
what's on the
first times
line.
Ever we've seen a team not only switch drop spots, but claim a brand new drop spot and literally write their name on it. Clicks and Higgs went from Wonky Land to Squibbly Shores to basically a split drop in the middle of nowhere. They're inside of the bubble as of now, Monster, but it's so close. Someone steals attention. Tenya, Proxy.
'Cause they know what's at
The
stake.
battle
If
that's
they-
been going down all
if they get
day
contested
long,
and
Proxy
die,
and Tenya
they're
are gonna
done.
get that
They won't
early
qual.
lead, and with this being their last chance to win the game,
know?
it's all on
They know
Kiffy's
what's-
shoulders for him and his duo to have any bit of a
Oh
chance.
my gosh, this dude's
It's
already
crazy close. And
solo.
I'm thinking about, I just want to bring that conversation back to Clicks and Higgs for a second. They are, you know, playing well outside their comfort zone right now, really having to mix it up, and it just shows you how much pressure they have on their shoulders to just secure a couple
There's no
more
pressure
points, right, to
there.
make
it's
sure
just they know
actually
what's at
get
stake. I
their
don't think
grand
it's
final
pressure.
spot, because it's not free.
They
It's
just
not free for
know.
anyone
It's like
just yet.
being
That's
smart.
how close it is on the
You know what I'm
standings here.
saying?
Even for Booga.
What happened to
still
my arm?
having
I
to
got
perform
shoulder
here. Just
surgery.
a couple more points, but
Funny.
again, we've seen how difficult these mid games can be.
Especially with how many lurks. Just like
Third
this that we're
time's the
seeing
charm for
all
the shoulder.
over the
Oh
map.
my
Sneak
gosh.
on players
No.
just like
No
that.
shot.
Turklet
What a
did
rat,
not see it
dude.
coming. Zusto slams him right back
Oh
to the
my
lobby.
gosh.
Luckily for them,
Zach,
though,
what's
his
going on?
duo
Welcome
was
in.
A little bit separated
Thank
from
you,
where
Money.
he's actually at.
The
You see
very
him
long
getting back there,
recovery.
even though he is close by,
You're looking
they
at
don't
a
know
7 to 9
where
month
he's actually
recovery.
at. So it does look like Lucky T
It
down
is
below has no
very
choice
long.
but to sit and wait, and hopefully that team rotates out instead of camping the card.
Yeah, look at this though. Most important fight for Oliver OG right now. And of course, the
When
team
I
has
get
been
it last Tuesday,
testing them here
so
on the
very
outside.
fresh.
They've managed to win it consistently time and
I'm
time
in.
again,
I'm in
but
the sling for
it just
another
makes you wonder,
4
is
weeks,
it
about
finally
4.5
the
weeks.
opponent's time. First shot's gonna go to the losing side for
That
Oliver
sucks.
OG. Carillion though, just there to back him up and go ahead and take out the trades.
Can you give me
Oliver heals, but
something?
no, he gets it out
Zach,
below,
no,
so
I
this
cannot
is
give you
really
something,
bad for
bro.
Carillion. Forced to concede the box there, and now
Yeah, it's
starting
my
to run out
third
of
one in
mats.
3 years. I had the
And it's
same
happening
shoulder
so
surgery in
early
3
on
years
this
on the
game.
same
They
shoulder.
They have a ton of resources.
Isn't that
Not
crazy?
only you talk about mats, but heals as well. But Oliver G is still approaching the fight with aggression. Tries
Woo,
to
we
hold
got
down,
him.
Missed a couple of shots. That one
Get
was
it. Get
definitely
the
scary.
thirst.
Missed that one on trying to
I
get
got
the
him.
actual elimination for the Siphon. Luckily for him, Carillion
Yeah,
scoops
T-Money, isn't
up
that crazy?
that second elimination,
Got
giving them
2
a
of them while I
chance.
was in
They
the
performed
Marines, and then
so
I just got
well
this one,
in
so.
that last game. They don't even
Hopefully I get what I
necessarily
deserve.
need the
We'll
win
see.
here. They just need
It's a
enough
lot
points.
of.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Is this the
Two
girl?
wins right
Who is
there,
that
but
girl?
the
Oh, she
50-50
probably
from
has that
Oliver's side.
mythic
Not
revolver,
sure how
doesn't
I feel
she?
about that one. Take a
That's
look at
sus?
Tyler's
Yeah, it's a boss there,
two-piece
yep.
pick up right here. He drop kicks Max in the box, then finds Preston with no HP on the other side here. It's going.
I
pushes
think
that one up.
so.
Just
T-Money.
like that,
I
they
do
are
think
in
so.
the race to the finish line.
I was very
87
confident
points
with the
earned,
doctor
big
that did the
damage
surgery.
as well to survive what could be the first sword.
It just
joint
sucks.
in a
It
couple
just sucks how
moments.
long the recovery
Bobby,
is. Such a long
For Mar,
recovery.
you know, we've seen some early game success out of this team, but nothing after that. So, Penta Power, it's a team that has nothing to lose. They've done it all. They've done what they need to.
Yeah, when I got my
last game was
when I got my shoulder
honestly
done
the
in the
best they could have asked for.
first time, a different Doctor
I can
did
honestly
it.
respect for Bobby
It was in the
Duo
Marines,
to try to
so,
contest a better drop,
you know,
because
it is
they're
what it
actually
is. And then the second
marked
time
in
I
the
was still
beginning of
in.
this tournament that were landing south of Sandy Strip, but that was also
And
contested. So if you're gonna fight for a drop,
I don't
always
know.
think might as well.
Third
get
guy
some
who
for
did
it.
it
It's an
was,
interesting decision to choose
I
the
feel
drop
like
to go
the best
against Power and
qualified,
Penta,
so
who all but have
I
their
felt very
spot
confident. I
secured
see him
here
in
the FNCS
3
Grand
days.
Finals.
Wednesday, I
Almost
go
played
see
with
him
nothing to lose, so it's a different
for
type of pressure
the
versus
post-op
Bobby and Duo are
surgeries.
facing right now.
So I'll
You
keep
see
you
they're
guys
not
updated.
necessarily going straight in for the 50-50. They realize if they're going to have any shot at winning the game, it's not going to be off the back of taking down Power and Penta. It's going to be off consistent good plays throughout the course of the game.
There's Peterbot.
What do you think's
Got a
happening here?
gold
Peterbot, Boyo with some
iron.
early rotates, looking like they're trying to hunt for someone right now.
Oh, thought he was going to take fall damage there. Mason's pooping his pants, dude. When you have both of these guys on you, bro, it's just not fair.
Higgs yet again runs into Noxie and Mason. It's really just unfortunate.
It's just
for
not
Noxie
fair,
and Mason
dude.
here. They weren't even the intended targets, but they get taken down, separated from one another.
Not fair at all,
Mason's
bro.
gonna have to sit back, watch Noxie, and hopefully
Viper,
he
what's going
survives
on?
This. But you got to be careful because Mike Bot by himself hiding inside his squibbly shores, and all he needs is one good
YP take clicks wonky?
Because
Because they're probably trying to land on him to get them eliminated so they don't qual.
Madden and Cole rotate in. You know, it's just a matter of time before those other teams start to
And
do
Clicks
something
and Higgs
different,
were
and
one
they
step
know
ahead.
You're contested, right?
They
So
knew that they were going to
you
probably
almost
land there and
can't do the same thing you've done
try to
game
do
after
that.
game. You have to mix it up. That's why like Clicks and Higgs were smart enough to know like, all right,
Look
yeah,
up,
we have
look
some
up, no
pressure on our
fly 'em.
back. Let's do something a little different. And unfortunately, Oliver OG just, it's almost like he played into the book, you know?
No, he's rebooting. Oh, Mike.
Reboot.
Oh,
Mike
he's
been there for
cooked.
So long. Hopefully the push went on to someone else, but they disengage off one fight. Fights for the other. Mike just
Oh
like
my
Logan
gosh.
is hitting haymakers, making Poyo almost second guess that decision. But you know, they love aggression. They love to fight. And so they're going to continue the persistent pressure onto Mike. They got to be careful for any third parties venturing in their way. But for now, it
Mike's
does
putting up a
appear
good
today
fight.
Mike continues to try to back up, runs into Poyo
And
a
he's
second
dead.
time, but
Hits
does
him
not
too.
find the same
Dude, he
mark.
tried to reboot. They
He hits
instantly
him
went
hard,
over
though.
there.
He
That was
almost finished him,
insane.
but Peterbot wasn't there to back him up. That was kind of crazy. So Boyo forced there to really dig into his heels now twice back to back.
Look at this
Meanwhile,
surge
Clicks and
base, bro.
Higgs
What the
went from the
heck?
split drop into the Dark Dominion to go ahead and max out their metal materials. I like this. Definitely like this strategy a lot here.
Peterbot,
Dominion is
if
where the,
Peterbot and
you know, very
what's their name
interesting
don't
drops that
win,
kind of
they
allow
already
you to
clinched
do something
first
super
place.
off
They
the
clinched
wall
it by
that,
like
but
the
still
third
know, like, hey,
game.
it's all good.
They've
We can
killed
get that
so
max
many
material.
people. It was wild. Clicks and Higgs, they probably got to get at least like,
A lot of teams that do like
I
to
don't know,
rotate
maybe a
towards
top
Dark
10,
Dominion, but Liam
top
and
10
Shim
finish, top
clean up
15
another
finish, and they'll probably
elimination.
clinch
They're on
theirs
the
too.
heels of Clicks and Higgs as well in terms of points. Both of them inside of the bubble. Peterbot
Ooh, foul.
and
He goes down,
journey
Puyo.
continues, but Puyo goes
Thirst
down
him.
yet
Ah,
again. This is time for
no.
Peterbot to save the day, returning the favor for
yeah.
some of the earlier games and performances that Puyo was having. They're
Damn,
already at
there's no
6
one around.
eliminations here.
No one
This is
around a
some
third
absolute
party.
Craziness.
From here on out, any team Peterbot and Boyo pushes, I need to watch the opposite perspective. I need to know what it means for the team on the other side because they are playing with a
Why does
mission
this
right
dude
now.
always do
And
this
they
right
have
here? Look at
eliminated
this.
3 teams so far. And quite frankly, I can't even tell you if any of those teams were
crazy.
about to qual, but it's over now because Peterbot and Boyo are hunting
Cinema, yeah,
this
for
last
real.
game.
This is the last game, so whoever wins this game
Dreams as it goes
will
on.
automatically punch
Jack
their
and
way
Ben as
into
well, though. They got
the
a
grand
much harder
finals.
journey, you know, but 95
And then the
points.
top 10
I wanna
teams
say
after
they
that
mentioned about 145 between
will
170, but it might be
qualify.
on the
So
lower
right
end.
now-
about 50 points. So I'm just theory crafting math. So they need close to a win.
right now,
but
you
depending
need
on how
over
other teams
112
perform,
points
they
to
might
get
be
in.
able to get
Uh-oh,
into
here
second
comes
place.
Peterbot.
Oh no, they're getting closer and closer.
Oh, Peterbot's
Higgs
on him.
Clicks on the move here. Even they know they probably shouldn't stay still for too long. Clicks goes into the bush. Peterbot checks the bush blindly. Clicks in a panic, puts the build down. Peterbot just had a feeling. I think now he knows here.
Oh my gosh.
Is about
Is he
to play out.
going? Uh-oh,
Obviously,
they're
you
getting
know,
shot
you get
from
that
behind.
information from the client, so
He's
surely
pushing.
he knows what the pits are looking like. So here we have it.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get a nice little clash here. Clicks has to win this fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, and I see him
Here they
immediately turn
go.
around, trying to put the pressure back onto Peterbot because he had a good advantage over Higgs at the moment.
Oh, we got
But now
shot
they're
from
both
the
just beaming
back.
out, and the third parties are now affecting this fight
Yup.
as well. So it's not going to be a clean 2v2.
Nope.
I think anybody would be crazy to think that would be the case, but Peterbot's persistence here. He knows Clix is in danger of not getting in through heats here today and forcing him to try to go.
Where's
through the
Poyo,
LCQ.
bro?
He's not only taking his drops, he's taking his confidence away by continuously putting down that pressure. Higgs, only a sliver of shield missing. It's Clix that needs most of that pressure being put off of him,
Peterbot.
but he's
No,
gonna be the one
Peterbot
that does
goes
go
down.
But Higgs does a good job of trading it away. 1v1, but
Oh
Higgs
my
goes
gosh.
down. Poyo wins the fight. Clix and Higgs
Wow.
have just been eliminated in game 5.
Wow.
And we knew it, man. Poyo is just playing so well today.
Poyo's
Higgs,
just out of his
unfortunately,
mind.
Did very good. Beats Peterbot in the exchange, and then that just happens in the end. Here comes
Uh-oh.
He sees what happens. He's trying to get a piece of the action here. Might as well put your name in the lights.
Uh-oh. Oh. He got him up.
What they came here to do.
Wow. He got him up,
Clix
dude.
Higgs,
That's
they're gonna be looking
crazy.
at the 149 points, hoping it holds. But Peterbot goes down yet again. Poyo stuck in a solo clutch situation against Percent and Tragic. 70 points. Almost needing a win here in order to get in the FNCS Grand Finals. The last spot claimed through a victory royale. And that's going to be a huge confidence boost taking down Peterbot just like that. But it doesn't look like it's over just yet. Poyo still going on the offensive. You can see he has over the amount of gold needed to purchase the reboot back, but it might be he wants to go for the actual card. So that way he has enough gold to visit the vending machine.
Definitely has some time to work with here. Meanwhile, Power, Penta, they've been fired up for good reason. They find Bobby here, who's just outside the palms. That team gets fully wiped up right there. So 149 points ends up being how far Clix and Higgs have made it. The real question is it going to be enough to hold
And dude,
up?
just
We
to
saw
think
the
that
teams,
they could
about
have
three
could have
teams in
got
the
punched
111
with the
point
first
range
game.
mark. It will require all three of those guys to basically make an end game if they really want to get pushed out easily.
Clix and Higgs
More
almost
importantly, the best thing
won
that can
for
happen,
game
right,
1. It was a
passes someone
1v1
up at the
situation.
top, takes a win.
Yeah, and already we're seeing
Monzo
teams
won.
like, Power and Penta get eliminations. We
That
saw
was
Cole and
crazy.
Madden get eliminations. Even Peterbot and Poyo, we saw those eliminations. And that is essentially stealing points away from everybody else at the bottom side of the leaderboard. So in essence, it might make the gap smaller than some might think, but it's still anybody's game as Poyo returns back on over towards Squibbly Shores. He knows there's not going to be too
Well, like,
much
if
contention
Poyo
here. They already
and-
cleaned it out most of the way.
And Poyo and Peterbot are like
Peterbot back on
smart.
into the
They
game.
don't
already
want to
have
win the
8
game because they already know they're
eliminations, 2 more
locked
than the
in.
last time we saw him.
Like if they're that
So I don't think
stingy,
they're
you
done
know what I
just yet
mean?
here.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I was
Like,
well,
do
already
they
cleared
think
out
like that?
Entire area, like there's plenty for them to come back and work with here. Poyo, of course, recognizing that. Jumping back with Tyler, Chance, these are teams that again are in contention for that top spot.
Because if they
Either one of
win,
these
and then
guys can
so if
obviously
they win,
continue to
another
pop off,
spot
but
just
again, if you're
opens
Clix and
up.
Higgs, you are
If
really
Poyo
just shaking
and
your head
Peterbot
right now,
both
hoping
win.
that someone above you is going to take a win, secure a spot out, and help
know what I
move
mean?
that standing on up. And not the reverse, right? Pushing you down would be a problem.
Yeah, there's still Viper, and I'm sure
Similar zone as last game, though. Not
If
exact,
Clix
but we're just south of Wonky
and
Land
Higgs
this
don't make
time
it.
around.
I'm sure they'll make it
It's
in
gonna make for
that.
some
in that,
interesting strategies if you stay near these tall trees.
They
You
still might
can
make it
connect
here.
to
They
them.
got over
It has a
100. I think it was
lot of
149
HP
points. They
to
said.
knock them down, and even after you knock them down, you still have to break
And
the
15th
build,
place
so
was like
hopefully teams begin to think in
11.
and
So
outside of
there's
that
still a
box
pretty
when it
good
comes to
margin.
this end
Still
game, 'cause
kind
there's
of
a lot
big there,
opportunity
but
to really
you
take
never know.
charge
Anything
of
can
your own
happen.
destiny, including Musk and Liquid
Poyo
here.
and Peterbot
We
can just
saw
go
them on
wipe the rest of the
high ground
lobby.
in a couple of these games. We saw them have big moments here, but on 117 points, there's no bigger moment for them than this game.
Dude,
here.
Poyo got there
It's
just
insane when
in
it is.
time
There's no
though. If
shots
he
to get up
wasn't
in those trees
there,
that we know. You can
he would've
actually
got that
build on. Makes for,
siphon,
like, a
dude.
very interesting visual here.
I
Look
think
at
Clix
Musto,
did
they've been here
Clix
the
kill
whole time.
Peterbot,
No need to move so far, right? So
and then Poyo killed Higgs,
Just got a
right?
big
I think that's
chillin'
what
here.
happened.
think about this, Jacob.
The heck is
Not
this
too
guy
bad for
doing?
them, Chip, though. They still have the wheel that they want to use, and because the zone's not too far away from where actual Wonky Land is,
So there you go, right
as long as
there.
he has the HP, which he does have 6 splashes and some slapperoni
So
pizza, he just needs to go towards a reboot. Wait for a lot of these teams.
Clix and
to
Higgs
move
are still in
on
10th
out.
place.
You gotta
So
be
they got
careful
5
because 2
spots.
tick
They
going
got
into 5 ticks, so Chip really has
36
some
points
decisions to make, and right now it
between
does look
them
like
and
he's saying, hey, I might have
15th
to
place,
make this
so
one happen as a solo, and on 140
just all depends what happens.
One
They-
daring decision to make.
Damn.
Definitely, and he's pushing across. Really putting it all on the line right now. 148.
The best thing I think that could happen
Very,
is
very close here to
one of the
course, even
top
pushing
10
out someone
teams
like Clix
win.
and Higgs, who are at 149, right? That is
one of the top teams wins, so they're
very, very
automatically in.
important of a threshold, a
So it
point
doesn't
threshold that
like
the teams below
get a team
Clix and
outside
Higgs,
the top
if they
15
break,
in.
all of a sudden will make
You know
it
what I mean?
even
I don't know if that makes
closer
sense
for
or
them.
not.
So, I mean, Jake, I'm going to ask you here and now, do you think Clix and Higgs are going to the LCQ?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think
All
149
right.
is going to be it. But it's a guess. Everybody out
It's
there, I'm not saying
close.
149
Yeah,
is
that's
going to be
true.
it. It's a guess. I want to believe.
I feel like
man.
if
I'm
they
a
were
huge
like
fan of
13th or
Higgs. I'm a
12th
huge
or
fan of Clix
something.
as well. Would like to see them be successful and maybe get their revenge in grand finals, because that is just storylines for the ages already brewing. But Bugha and Craze would be the next team on their heels in terms of the leaderboard, about 12 or so points down. That could be one of the teams that pass them, but it wouldn't push them out of qualification yet, because Bugha Craze, they are already inside of that bubble.
Yeah.
Peterbot and Poyo,
So,
fresh off
like I
of
said,
that
if a team
reboot,
wins
looking
within
to
the
send
bubble,
the
that
zone
opens up
move
another
in this
team from
direction,
outside the bubble
so
to get in
they have to make a short walk before they find themselves in zone.
with consistency.
The irony, if they end up being the reason that Clix and Higgs also get through, because they keep everybody that's in contention. We'll end up
They
finding
just-
out here now,
dude,
Jacob.
it's just
They're
wild,
continuing to
bro.
push, and they're here. Very nicely done. Chaotic folds over so
Spraying
fast.
and builds. Oh
Yeah,
my
they're gonna get the
gosh,
finish, the
dude.
refresh here.
It's just
Lobby
ridiculous.
starts to look inwards, though. Poyo takes a lot of damage there, but
It just,
again, it's
they
just a
just
matter of
put
time.
go
There it
right
is.
in.
Peterbot secures the loot, reinforces the base up, finds the pizzas here. And just like that, they're not only in the zone, but they are better off than what they were when they
Everybody,
rotated
yeah.
in.
Yeah, and there was a little bit more strategy behind trying to get that elimination. That wasn't them just keying, even though, yes, it probably is, because you're seeing he's doing it again, but it's more so they needed the materials. Fresh off the reboot, about 400 mats instead of stack, but he's going for another one. Peterbot, if he sees somebody, he's going, but right now, taken down yet again. Really being put on the shoulders of Poyo here to try to save the day once more, but Poyo doesn't actually get the box up onto Peterbot, so he's not going to get the revive. Percent and Tragic have just taken down Pete and left Poyo once again as a solo, but honestly, I'm feeling like the way I felt about Peter years ago. There's almost no worries the way Poyo's been performing.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah, I'm curious now if he's thinking about whether or not they want to keep pushing other teams here, but Poyo's had so much attention on him today. I think that one was intentional. Like, yeah, you know what, Peterbot, I'm done saving you, bro. you go in and get sacrificed right there. That's what it seemed like.
Poyo's
He
only
could've saved him. He could've put the
157
edit. Peterbot
above.
could've rolled into the
What is he
box.
doing? Oh my gosh.
Sure what that was.
Yeah,
He just fully went
he's
in.
done. You can just tell, right?
Yeah.
Like, compared to any of the other solo
He
clips
just
he's
fully
put up
went in.
today, I think at that point they recognize, like, all right, let's go ahead and gift you a little bit of loot. All right, we're gonna give these guys some loot. Let's go ahead and clean this up.
Take a little break. That way they can kick back, relax, you know, pop open a slurp juice and just enjoy the rest of the tournament. Seeing who their competition might be. If anybody's brave enough to contest either Squibbly or Wonky, choices there. But Craze is down right now and cleaned up.
Come on, Bugha.
Left by himself, 139
Oh, he's solo.
points. Another team goes down, so he's able to get a couple more placement
This
points.
heat
jumping
is
to
this heat 3
146.
is
Still
stacked
inside
with
of
people,
that
dude.
bubble, but it's only top 23. Barely any placement points has graced the lobby, but with each and every team that does fall, they're going to continue to cascade, but Bugha's feeling the pressure being forced further and further outside of the zone, and for now, that zone is going to hit, and
Surge is happening. Everybody's fighting for them placement points, man.
Shockwave left, he has to decide wisely when and where he's going to use it.
Yeah, he is.
Bugha's got one job, and that's stay alive longer than one more team.
Oh my gosh,
in
that's
order to
all he
push
has to
Clix and
do,
Higgs
dude.
Down another position on the consistency
Wow.
board. Meanwhile, Dozier and Eshu
And
are
he's
getting
solo,
closer and
too.
closer to making leaps, bounce, and jumps up into the qualification range, because they're at 124 right now.
Uh-oh.
It is so close. I feel like they can almost taste it. You see a
Uh-oh.
sky view of where everybody's
Finn, what
stacked
up, dude? Welcome
Percent
in.
is willing to take a little bit of extra space there on the high ground. They're the ones that have it for now. Power by himself. 223 points, almost nothing to lose. Just trying to crush dreams. Tenya is going to be that player that is in his line of sight, trying to break into the box. No Thunderburst to bleed shots through, but he's staying persistent and trying to get the elimination. Full control is in. Just waiting for the chaos
Smoked
to reload.
him, dude.
And he quickly peeks, gets the elim.
Ooh, nice
waits
chug
to take
jug.
a tick of damage, so that way when he gets
Tragic's
the
got
elimination,
high
the cycle
ground.
actually goes to work.
Yeah, very nicely done there as well. And then, of course, gets
They're
the
wasting a
refresh.
lot
That's
of
10
mats up there,
eliminations for
though.
them now.
Holy.
Meanwhile, look at this. NPen and Jack coming back from the grave here. 111 points. The end game
Oh,
is
they're
theirs,
getting
and they're starting
contested.
to really earn points. Meanwhile, high ground. These are teams willing to throw it all on the table as they have the last
my
chance
gosh.
to go ahead and pull a victory.
They're
here.
all like kind of weak too.
And maybe playing 4 games out, that's good practice. 5th game, might
Damn,
try
he
to get a
knocked
win
that
here.
dude. Holy
And so
crap.
far, it's working out well. Big elimination on the percent. Cole coming in.
Eat
from
that
the backside of
pizza.
the zone, but he used the shot
Eat
where the
it.
Biz goes too high, too
He was just
far.
eating the pizza the
Cole
whole
is
time.
taken down, but he has a
Oh my
slice
gosh.
in the air, barely holding on.
Dude, Booga is
as
just
well.
hanging
a much
on,
more drastic
dude.
situation. 1 build left. He has 160 points, so he's starting to build himself a little bit of a cushion here just in case
Nice
he
shot.
does go down, but he lands another big shot on the proxy across, trying to break into the box, but eventually he's gonna have to
Oh
go
no,
back
run,
and keep
Booga.
moving forward. Flank comes in, Booga's still on the run.
Yeah, this is good though. Booga's done it. He's done enough. He's 162 right now.
Yeah,
He's been
that's
clutching
good.
up since
Ah!
139
Ah!
points coming into this. 162
That's
surely
good.
should be enough now.
Yeah, they should
And look
claw.
at this. Cole and Madden still in the game right here. That pizza eating in the sky play right there manages to keep them alive. And the more points that they earn, the more they're going to just, again, absorb into the top of the leaderboard right
No,
now. For
my
NPen, for
goodness.
Jack, their dream
It's
is
so
cut
crazy
short.
how fast
For
they
Matrix
drop.
and Rezi, this is looking all
I feel like
the
they
more
just
close
go
for them right
200-0
now. It's not
so
looking good here.
fast.
Paper. They have 8 Elons, but they're so in, Jacob.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see a big performance from Rezi all the time. I'm hearing Rezi's next up. Gotta keep an eye on him. This is
Cole's
chance to
so
really
weak
prove
up
it.
on
He's
high
going
ground.
through
Look how
so
weak
much
he
trying
is.
to get out alive. He makes it to the front side of the zone where he has some extra heals, but it's the material that he doesn't have a ton of. And he even tries to farm the tree, but that one gets stolen away. High ground, Cole and Madden just causing destruction down below. That slam, that Zypher just trying to
14
survive
people
the
left.
onslaught of pressure
Ah!
that they're feeling from above. But now those
He
here,
baited
should
him,
get
dude.
taken down. 151
Nice chug
points as
jug.
Rezi's on their heels.
And
Now
he's
look
got
at
the
this.
bit
151
of
jumps
chaos.
over. 150 now for Rezi. Jumps
Uh-oh.
over the bar as well.
Uh-oh.
These are new teams entering into the qualification range now. Aiden and Waffle Joe still have a chance to do it. They can get a couple elims. They can find placement points because Cole on the high ground is just easing up right now. But Slam and Zypher are
This
trying
is
to
how-
do it
this
too.
is how far
This
Clicks
might
and
come
Higgs need
down
to
the
make.
win for this low ground team. However, a couple elims, if they can absorb all these points, they might just go through on qualification points alone.
Nice.
Big right now for Rezi. He's really putting Paper on his back right now, and you can see why Paper put the trust in him to be his
Damn,
duo.
he
But he
one
gets
pumped
flanked,
him.
but he fires a massive shot. Carlitos feels the pain here.
Sheesh.
Now Yuki's by himself. Rezi's not ready to give up just
Oh,
yet.
he
No
got
build. Needs
him.
the Cypher, needs the materials, but his superstar show comes to an end. Yuki's now finding himself
5
trying
guys.
to shockwave up, goes up against Cole and Madden.
Was there one duo?
Cypher
2
and
duos
Slam.
left?
He's the only solo in this world full
Oh
of
wow,
duos.
so it's
This is actually perfect for
2v1.
Zypher and Slam right now. The fact that Cole and his teammate on the high ground are actually so low in HP.
Nice
Look at this.
reshot.
Madden, they barely have anything to work with. Just a couple mats, but Cole's got nothing here. This can come down to the disruptor. The low
Oh
ground team
my
starts to look up,
gosh.
and then the shots go back and forth. It is not looking good at all here, Jacob.
Yeah, Slam and Zypher, they need this win. In
Oh,
order to
there goes
qualify.
Cole.
We saw the point gap get spread so far here, but he gets a big
Oh
elim
my
on the
gosh, he
one.
just cleaned him up.
Back shots by Slam and Zypher. 12
Wow.
eliminations and a spot in Grand Finals. Game 6 for them. Couldn't have gone any
GG's.
better.
Game 5.
And that's the worst case scenario for a team that didn't have enough points to take the
Wow.
win. It's great for them, bad for everyone else.
Yup.
Zypher and Slam,
Yup. So
congratulations.
now everybody
You
who
have
was
done it. And
inside the
that's
bubble,
gonna
they all
wrap up
moved down
game
one.
number 5.
Holy crap.
Oh man! First off, Jacob, MDF, fantastic cast again. Thank you guys so much for that. MDF called it out. The fact that this team wasn't in the top 10
Yep.
and got a VR, great for them. Shout out to y'all. We'll see you guys next week in finals.
Crazy,
really
man.
bad for the lobby. We'll get to that in just a moment
Yep.
because I do want to give these guys their flowers. You know, finding yourself in a situation, and this is why I said
Good for
right
them.
before going into this
Back
game,
against the
don't
wall.
Give up, right? It could come down to this final game. Fortnite does this all the time. Think about grand finals, games 12, right? Things like this. You wait out until those final moments, and now Zypher and Slam will be going to finals
Nice.
because they continue to believe, they continue to push, and got themselves that victory royale. Kelly.
I mean, So Zift and Slam, who we actually have known as Backtalk in previous competitions, I've seen them play in heats. I've seen them play in the open qualifiers. But
So Booga
Vivid
made it. I
loves to
think
bring
Booga
it
got
up.
in.
I'm going to be stealing this spotlight.
I don't know if
from him.
Clicks and Higgs
They
made it.
have
I'm
yet
gonna be
to
honest,
compete
chat.
in a grand finals together.
I
So
don't
to
think they.
see
I don't
them
think
be
they
able to
made it.
get
I think
the
they're gonna be
final
like
game of the final
16th.
heat
They might
and
be
claim
right
that
on the
victory
bubble.
royale. That is what it is all
Let's
about.
see these
Vivid.
standing.
I mean, what a way to do
Oh, yeah,
it.
he's
The
definitely in.
clutch
He got over
factor,
160.
Go all the way to all the distance for
Let's
this
see
one,
the-
right?
let's see this
Game
board.
5 of the last heat on NAC. I mean, yeah, sure, you got.
Oh,
the
dude,
last
it's gonna
chance
be
qualifier
close,
left, but you
man.
don't wanna
It's
go
either they're
there.
on the bubble
You
or
wanna
they're
have it
right outside the
clutched
bubble.
up
I
and,
feel like.
You know, we're kind of talking about how much they needed that game. They were on 47 points going
Damn.
into this last game.
Damn.
So they weren't even close to that threshold
Wow,
coming
they
into this
really
one. So
clutched up.
Definitely needed a huge game there. The only way
47
probably
points,
go ahead and
dude. They were like
mathematically do that
100
one is to
points
pick up
down.
That win.
Yup.
They do just that.
Wow.
Patiently waiting on the low ground.
Good for them, man.
Everything to unravel above them, and they just played it perfectly.
Good for them, dude. That's crazy.
Let's relive the winners. Maybe you're tuning in, you missed out on who got themselves a victory on auto qualified onto finals next weekend.
Good for
Here is a
them.
breakdown and the games
Monzo,
that
dude,
they got
that
to
was a
BRs
crazy clutch,
as
too.
well.
Lulu with the crazy
friends,
clutch as well.
Okay, let's start to talk about the elephant in the room. Clicks and Higgs.
Are they in?
We knew going into that game, 149 points. Okay, they were comfortably in the top 5.
Let's see.
Well, you know, quote unquote. And fell pretty early in that last game to Peter Bonapollo. Peter Bonapollo decided, you know what, it's time. We're hunting down our rivals. We're gonna take them out. Make sure that they're whatever other points they've earned, no more.
Let's
We're
see.
shutting it down. Many other players in this game, we started to follow really closely, right? You start to look in that bottom left, a little icon with the numbers, right? 149. You're starting to see other
And they had them
duos
too.
creep
Oh, so
up,
Peter
surpass
Bach
those
knocked
numbers.
Clicks, and then
Now I got a
Higgs knocked.
question. Did they make it, Kelly? Did they make it? I'm scared. I'm scared.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything just yet, but for
Oh,
Clicks
no.
and Higgs to be
They
able
are
to
keeping
handle
the drama
this
right now.
heat 3, to be able to go up against the likes of Pollo and Peterbot, and to kind of have this storyline play out before really even the grand finals, you know that there was a lot of pressure onto Clicks and Higgs.
Bro, I wouldn't
But
call
if
it
there's
pressure.
anything that this duo can handle, it is the pressure. Yes, Peterbot and Pollo are the juggernauts of the region.
Of course
And
they
yes,
are.
although they might have won that game number 5,
Ooh, it's gonna be close.
and see the threshold
165.
deep. We might not see Clicks and Higgs right here, but we
Oh,
do
they
see
just
them
got
in
in.
that 14th place.
14.
Now, see,
Oh
that
my
is
gosh.
very close. Probably a lot closer than a lot of us
Wow.
were going to expect. 1 point away from
Dude, and
that
Muss and
precipice
Liquid
of hitting that
almost
15th place.
qualled
Vivid.
too. They
Clicks and
almost
Higgs
won a
might
game.
Not wanted to be here for Heat 3, but I can imagine they're going to be making some changes for the grand finals.
Oh my gosh,
kinda
they
watching that last
just
game right
made
there,
it
and Kelly was
in,
pretty
bro. That's
convinced that,
crazy.
Oh yeah, 149. They were fine. I was like, I don't know. It's gonna be pretty close. Turns out she was right.
I mean, there's
but,
a 20-point difference
think it ended
from
up being
15th
pretty
to
close. But
to
yes, they do
16th, but
qualify
wow.
to a finals. Doesn't matter how you do it.
Get
as
in,
long
you're
as
in,
going
man.
To be there, and we've kind of talked about it. Socials are going crazy. Everybody in
That's
the community
crazy.
is kind of realizing what's unfolding for the drop map.
That was
ahead of
close.
Those grand finals. So
Doesn't matter
they
though.
have a
Like you said,
lot
you're in,
to
you're
figure
in.
out ahead of them in terms of their early game. Probably want to, you know, adjust a couple of things going into some of the
Good
late
for them,
games
man.
as well. Maybe some of those mid games.
That was some good stuff.
Like I said, in the grand finals, another one.
Yeah,
of the
he
big
put
teams that we
he
were
put
actually
click skins
following
on like
today,
game
Booga
3.
and
I
Crazy,
think
you
he
can see them up
changed
there
it
in
over.
11th place.
He put
They
click
are
skins
through
in
finals
on
as
game
well,
3.
so
It's
cool to
pretty
see
funny.
that. And I did want to go ahead and
Good
give
for
a
them.
huge shout out to Paper and Rezi. First of all, Paper, man, he is just always in the mix.
12
He
a.m.,
always
what up,
finds
bro?
himself qualified
Welcome
for things,
in, how
whether
you
it be
doing?
Global championships, whether it be grand finals, right? We kind of like don't hear about him, and he just like comes back to the game. But it was all in the
That was
back
crazy.
of Rezi, man.
That was fun.
An incredible solo clutch, and you actually saw it when we were looking at the standings. They went up 9 positions. They really, really needed a good game, so they got the job done. They went ahead and clutched it up. And as we watched some of the Booga and Craze highlights from that last game, they also needed to pick up a couple of
All right,
points
chat,
to
let's
secure
get on
their
outta here,
qualification
guys.
as well. And they did just that.
Oh my gosh, man. To think the very next step is the last chance qualifier. Still some names are gonna have to take it there. and battle it out. And there's only a handful spots there, you know? I mean, look at 26th place, right? Noah W plays. Oliver OG in 22nd. We saw him make a great play there and come out in 2nd place. But, you know, the competition was fierce. And I'm almost kind of like starting to look ahead.
All right, guys, we got
like with the heats being somewhat chaotic.
We got Dadley Gamer on right now.
Now we're coming into one heat, right? Guys. From all of these different.
We got Daddy Gamer on right now. Dadley Gamer. We're gonna go check him out. And show him the love. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. I had a lot of fun watching them. We're going to continue to do this. I think the grand finals are next week. I think, what's it called is tomorrow, the like loser bracket. I'm not sure yet, but if you guys figure anything out with timeline wise, let me know. Cause I'm trying to stay on top of the FNCS and I'm new to this. So I don't really know exactly, everything that's happening, but I had a lot of fun commentating it. Had a lot of fun watching. A lot of good fights. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for all the love coming out. I know it's late. I appreciate you guys sticking through. We'll be back on tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m. EST time, okay? Earlier than normal. We got a guy coming to the house. He's got to recharge my mini split unit that I installed. I think I leaked all the Freon out of it and when I was installing it. So he's going to come in and hopefully recharge it. He's coming at 1 p.m. So we'll go from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow's stream. The new reload map comes out tomorrow. So make sure you guys stop by tomorrow to see the new map. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Mods, thank you. Everybody watching, thank you. Queen, thank you so much for the raid earlier. 7G with the 100 biddies. Matthew with the 5 gifted subs. 7G with the 69 biddies and the gifted sub guy or the resub. Guys, thank you so much for all the love. Make sure you stick through the raid. Show Dadley the love. Other than that, you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace!